And she was kept doing baby voices like,
Yeah,
I thought
she
it
was
was
really
Lindsay.
good at it.
Yeah.
Dodger was awesome.
Both sick. You're both just sick people. And mothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably the root of it.
They go hand in hand,
The
really.
sickest people make the best mothers?
It could be. Hey, welcome to Off Topic.
What's up?
Hello.
Live podcast in your homes right now, and probably your job,
Or your
unless you're
pockets.
unemployed.
Yeah.
You're on
Right.
your phone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're still not like, you're not like in your phone. Your phone's still in your home or at work.
Just peek through sometimes. And...
That doesn't change where you as a human being are. in
Nice
the
shirt,
physical-
Alfredo.
It's a great looking
Oh,
shirt.
thank you.
Have you guys talked about
And Lindsay too.
the workplace?
This is from the
No.
world.
This is Off Topic episode number
like in your face
100
about
and
it.
something. It's probably like 32 or some shit. I don't know. Joining
Well,
us
some.
this week, I'm your host, Michael. We've got Geoff, Popped Ramsey, Lindsay Jones, Jeremy Duels, and Alfredo
Heyo.
Diaz.
It's funny you
Throw
mentioned
it in there.
Yeah.
the Meow Wolf shirt.
Oh, last name.
Alfredo came in this morning wearing that, and I was like, oh shit.
She was
twins,
like, oh,
but no.
dang.
You
And
did.
I was
Well,
like,
he didn't get it. This episode, there you are, sponsored by Felix Gray, Casper, and Dollar Shave Club.
Hey-o.
Nice.
Well, I don't know how you did it. I've been to Meow Wolf like 5 times. I've never seen that shirt.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
right
I've seen
as
that one a bunch.
I was
shoot.
leaving the area where we were shooting, and it was like, bam, in your face, like, buy me, Lindsay. And I
Yeah,
went,
she
I
was
want
like,
that
hey,
one.
we're matching.
Bam.
And I looked at her shirt and I was like, I'm not figuring
face
this out.
of it. I thought he was gonna leave.
Alfredo, I thought he was gonna hit her.
It's like
She went, hey, and showed her shirt, and he just went. What?
You
It's
never
like they
know.
couldn't be. I mean, to be fair, they couldn't be any
You
more
never know
different.
what that off
Lindsay
is.
was like, "It's Meow Wolf," and he was like,
It's perfect.
"Okay,
though,
yep."
'cause that's my life.
Yeah.
That is my life. Is coming up to someone going, yeah, I'm so excited, and they're like,
That'd be one of the moments where I go,
Do I
"Get
know
away from
you?"
me." Yeah.
how dare you speak to me?
That's a Lindsay line. Get away from me.
Yes.
That you
Welcome
reminded
back,
me.
buddy. Missed you.
I'm glad
Yeah,
to
you
be
guys
back.
just came back from E3.
Yeah,
Geoff
me
and
and Jeff
Jeremy?
were there.
Yeah.
Good times.
Some games.
Good,
and
great
stuff.
times. I had a lot of fun. I walked the floor with Jeremy. I'd never done that before. That was fun.
Yeah,
time.
we did. We released our first video.
First of 3 videos. Three different tours of E3.
Ridiculous.
Awesome.
They are ridiculous.
Jeff Stores. Did you play any other games besides like the ones we filmed?
I played Division 2 and what was the other one we played?
We played some Skull and Bones.
Skull and
together.
Bones. I played Skull and Bones in Division 2. That's the only games I touched.
That's
Really?
the pirate game, right?
Yeah, that's the Pyro one from Ubisoft.
Does that look like a more serious?
Yes. It feels
lot
nothing
better.
It feels nothing like that one you guys play all the time.
Sea of
Sea of
Thieves.
Thieves. Yeah.
I'm
It
sure
feels
they're-
way more like Assassin's Creed 4.
Oh.
I mean, yeah,
okay.
the ship controls are all Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed, like all the classic stuff. Like you
It-
see the aiming thing.
It
and then
actually
all goes out.
felt more like World of Warships to me than anything else. Do you remember?
Yeah,
we did a
because there's
sponsored
different
Let's Play on
ships
that.
with different abilities. Yeah,
And it's just like your different ability ships ganging up on another bigger ship.
It
But
looked
there's
like
a lot
you
of,
can
like,
customize so much, like the wheel, the front of the boat, the mast, everything. You can just customize all that. I was like, that's what
you
I
can customize
wanted
the
to
weapons
do.
that are on there,
Yeah,
which is great.
Customization and progression.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What I want.
there's like
That's all
cool
I
shit
want.
that you can do
That's
too.
all I
Like you
want.
can sail up to a shipwreck and disguise yourself as like I'm a Portuguese ship now, so they'll leave you alone unless you blow your cover. Type
Oh.
stuff.
Is
It's
that
really
why
cool.
you kept screaming, I'm Portuguese?
Yeah, I did do that a lot. Okay, I learned after it too because we recorded a video there that isn't for our channel because we do the Let's Play Presents thing.
Yeah.
So we recorded a video while there, and Kent said after the fact he was like, "Yeah, we wanted to keep the swearing to a minimum and stuff like that." I was like,
Oops.
I was like, "Oh, really?" It's like because I sure didn't. And I was just like,
Funny you say
I was
that.
like, "I'm always into the fucking wind."
It's definitely a note you want before.
Yes.
Well, we had the same note at the weird
I had
place.
gotten the note.
Like,
Because I didn't swear.
I think it was maybe like 15 minutes in. They're like, hey, we weren't going to tell you. We wanted you guys to act naturally, but stop swearing so much. We're like, yeah, you should have told us that because we just dropped like 6 fucks. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's fine. We made it work.
They told us that before Starlink though. We did play Starlink.
Oh, how was
as well.
Starlink?
It was fun, dude.
Yeah.
It was really fun because like
What's that?
the whole thing is you pull the pieces of the ship off, right? Like you have like that actual physical ship on your controller.
Yeah.
We played the Switch one and the Xbox one, and the Switch one has Star Fox and the R-Wing on it. So like, but on the ship, the wings are detachable and the guns are detachable, and so you can put any wing on there or any gun on there that you want, and you can put up to 3 wings and a gun. So we were making monstrosities and flying them around in the game. And like normally it pauses the game when you take one off and then put something on, but you can turn it on like hard mode where it doesn't.
Oh, cool.
So like when I was playing it, Jack was literally just ripping guns off of my ship like mid-fight and shoving
That's
something else
awesome.
in there.
Awesome.
And they can be like backwards and shit, and the wings are all fucked up. Like it was too heavy on one side, so I kept
I
doing
start
it.
turning.
It was awesome, dude. It was a lot of
Can you
fun.
do that
Swear
tactically?
to that.
Add weight on one side and you're like, evasion?
Maybe.
Oh, get out of
Maybe.
here.
Pull a wing! You have a co-pilot.
It's pretty awesome. It's a lot of fun.
That's cool. I mean,
That
that'll.
is.
Oh man, that's like some video ideas.
And
just
like
for that.
and the thing is too, it's like some people are for and against the whole like having something physical with a game.
Sure.
At least these things look really good on a shelf. Like
Yeah.
they're awesome ships. Like the R-Wing looks badass and has a bunch of moving parts on it, and so it's like kind of cool to collect them even if you don't use them. I could see people doing that.
People love their collecting.
Dude, we got no Splinter Cell.
We've
No
had
Splinter Cell, dude.
There's no
I've
Splinter
I'm
Cell.
waiting
Ugh.
for Spies vs. Merc to come back. But
I know.
No,
maybe
I'm
next
waiting
year.
for Michael Ironside to come back
I mean, he
That
came
I-
back.
He did.
in
In,
Ghost Recon. Yeah.
Yeah.
in
So-
an actual game.
That was
Yeah.
such a tease.
It
I saw
really
that
was.
trailer. I heard. I saw the fucking like eyes light up and shit. You hear Mike Ironside's voice, and I was like, and then it was like in Ghost Recon, and I was like, shit. I was
Yeah.
like, but that E3's right around the corner.
It's true.
Maybe it's the lead up,
It's-
and then nothing.
It's a step that like, oh, we fucked up.
Yeah.
We got rid of Ironside.
Hey, friend Leanne, thanks for the idea. Hey, Landon, how's it going?
Oh god.
Lannon's in
Is that really
Yeah.
him?
Yep. Yep. Hey,
What
buddy.
time is it there?
Probably like 4
It's
a.m.,
like
something
loser
that.
o'clock, I
It's
believe.
like AM, right?
It's like
Waking up to work hard.
get a friend 4:30.
No, I guess it's like probably like 6, 7 a.m. or something,
like
right?
that.
I think they're like
Yeah.
17 hours ahead of us or
This
some
is
shit.
such
Where
a
his stupid
letdown.
ass is. Yeah. now we're here talking about Lannon. He's not even here.
Yeah.
Great.
What's up, Landon?
Really-
Missed you at E3.
Really wormed your way into this conversation.
Yeah. I don't remember the voice actor for Solid Snake, but they announced
David
that he's
Hayter.
going to be, yeah, sure.
Not to be confused
Why
with Bill
not?
I
Hader.
mean, it is
Mm,
his
sure.
name.
Cool. All
Also,
right.
also,
Hater's
said he's
gonna
back
hate.
in Smash, so that's awesome.
Writer of Watchmen.
Did you guys see that? Did you guys
Yeah,
see
he's
that?
like a huge writer. He wrote a bunch of movies. I'm pretty sure he's the writer.
Did you guys see that Nintendo's stock dropped 12% based on their E3 announcement?
I mean,
Really?
Their presentation.
wasn't-
Yeah.
Why?
I thought they had a
They
great
said it was such a
presentation.
letdown and
I mean,
for investors that
really? It really
it
didn't
was so
seem
light
like
on
a big letdown.
Yeah.
announcements that their stock plummeted 12%.
Yeah,
Did
it's fine.
Square
Wow.
Enix have any other announcements too? Because I felt like they, in my personal opinion, didn't have as much to highlight and weren't
Theirs was
as
the
exciting.
worst.
Theirs
I
was
didn't
not
watch it.
good.
Was it like a half an hour long?
Mhm. It was short.
Sorry, Square Enix.
And they
I
were like,
barely watched
super
any of
short.
it.
Yeah,
I
there's
like
like
the Square
Kingdom
Enix,
Hearts.
but
You're like,
that-
yeah,
I like the
cool.
stuff that Sony showed, but the dumb like moving locations thing was really stupid.
Apparently, if you were in the audience, it
Yeah.
was fine. Like if you were there, they said it felt good.
Well, it's awesome for the 2,000 people that were there.
but everyone
At
watching
home,
was like,
I
"What the
was
fuck's
like,
going on?"
what is
Yeah.
happening? Where are we going? Like, there's announcements.
Where are you
but there's,
taking
like,
me?
What is, and
I
we're taking
thought-
it outside.
I thought Microsoft was pretty good. I thought Bethesda did the best. I thought Bethesda was the.
They were okay. They had the rock show that didn't quite work at the beginning.
Didn't need it. Wish they hadn't done that part. But
You don't really do rock shows for gamers, you know. I'll
Yeah,
do the raps on stage,
need
and I've
that.
learned that that's a stretch.
Didn't need the dancing creatures at the beginning of the Ubisoft thing. Like, I think we could do away with like the pomp and circumstance, like the here comes Maynard from Tool to sing one song or whatever it is, you know.
But
That's
what about
actually pretty awesome.
Quiet you.
what about playing a
Quiet.
banjo or like a flute thing?
No
for half an
banjos.
hour?
No flip. I just want to
Sure.
see trailers for video games. I don't even want to see people talk about them.
We got a lot of
Everything they say is stupid.
in-game rendered footage
Mhm.
trailers this year.
Dude. Fuck.
I was like,
How about the
Give
fact
me-
that
give me more
Fallout is
gameplay.
coming out this year?
Yeah,
that's
that's
crazy.
cool.
Yeah.
That's really
That's
awesome.
cool.
I don't know what to think of it. I don't know what to expect from Fallout.
Millie asked me
See-
yesterday if we could play it.
I feel
so
like-
apparently it's
For me,
on her radar.
I don't know that I would, like me personally, would run out and play Fallout. But my immediate thought is like The Office. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah,
Like, I
it's
can't
great
wait
for
to
content.
shoot videos. in
I
it.
mean, getting,
Maybe I'll love it and then play it outside of that. But, like I've talked to a bunch of people outside of this universe that are like, yeah, I'm not really interested. And I'm like, I don't think I would be either.
But it's
But like we're so in like Ark and 7 Days and like all the games are playing right now. Like I'm all about that.
it also sounds like it's designed so that it can be a single player experience for you. And if you can have
Yeah,
a single player experience in it, then it's
I've
just a
heard
Fallout. game.
different reports on that from different interviews. Like
Yeah.
they're not hitting one note that's just clear as day. Like this is how it's going to work. Like I don't know if you can play it offline in a single player capacity or anything like that. I think it's still just a matter of like
by yourself.
by a
online.
single player capacity. It means you're not in a group.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Maybe.
And then like sometimes,
But they also said there's only going to be dozens of people per server,
Right.
and the world is 4 times the size of Fallout 4.
And like I've heard reports
So,
that there's no like NPCs. Like it's
You
just
could-
like
yeah, you
all
could-
the characters are
Not
people.
run into
Interesting.
anybody there.
Yeah,
you
like,
could probably play for 100 hours and not see anybody.
Mhm.
If
You
it's
gotta-
that big.
That's
You know?
crazy.
Armed with giant nukes and stuff too, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Wait, can we just
Okay.
talk about
Calm down.
Death Stranding for a second?
Sure.
what about it? It's
I have full faith that it's going to be an awesome game.
I don't know.
But at this point, everyone's like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
amazing!" I'm like,
Yeah,
"What the fuck is the game about?"
I saw-
at this point,
I mean,
You're a
about
delivery
how many
guy.
years?
You're a
Like,
delivery man.
The thing is like even about that's so like there's so many video games. There's like movies and video games to me that like fall into categories of like, am I playing this for the story? Am I playing this for the gameplay? What am I getting out of this experience? And Death Stranding already just watching it is like, that story ain't for me. You know? I mean, maybe I'll be wrong and I'll really like it when it comes out, but like the weirdo, like nothing makes any goddamn sense. Figure it out for yourself. What the fuck is happening?
Eat
What
the
am I
grub
looking
thing.
at? What am I fucking playing?
The
So
baby.
many people are like freaking out over that. Like, it's so weird. I love it. I'm just like, this looks fucking weird.
You know what it looks like to me? When people stopped saying no to David Lynch, who's my favorite director of all time, but then you end up with like an Inland Empire that's like 3 hours of meandering bullshit that I fell asleep through twice. Like, it's like, say what you will about his previous situation. Somebody was probably there going like, this might be a little too far into left field. I don't know. Maybe.
It's
Too
out
far in
there.
a few places.
Kojima's just like, he's just like, fucking,
It's
I don't give a
fucking
shit. I'll
out
do it.
there,
I'll
yeah.
Kojima it up.
And then-
I'm gonna anticipate. I will make her. I will predict that this game will be like, for every 45 minutes of debatedly innovative gameplay, there'll be 2.5 hours of cutscene.
There'll probably be a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 90% of what we've seen anyway. Though they finally showed gameplay, and that was interesting. You carry a lot of shit,
yeah,
as you mentioned.
You are a hefty delivery
I
guy.
saw James Williams tweet. He was like, something like, he's like, this is me when I try to carry all the groceries up the stairs in one trip. And it's a shot of Norman Reedus in the game, like going across like a tiny little footbridge.
Like a ladder.
And he
yeah.
has literally a mountain of shit on his back. Like
Yeah.
50 times his human body is on his back. It looks like something from Harry Potter.
Right, so
Like, it's
someone pointed
absurd.
out it's like what you would look like in Fallout if they
Right.
actually showed all the shit on
That's
you.
literally what it is.
Wow.
And I mean, he's taken that a step further because that was, I didn't even really play it, but that was Metal Gear Solid 5. It was like, look at all this shit on my back. Like, he like had all the shit. You know what I mean?
It's like that,
They
it's like that
actually
immersion we
animated
did where
it.
we had to carry all the Doom
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, the over
Yeah.
endurance.
Yeah.
He's got some shit, but I don't know. The gameplay, it's just like it's him sneaking around with, and he's got the little snappy thing. That's
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
it's a fucking
Yeah.
PKE meter from fucking
Dude,
Ghostbusters. Is
was
all I
intrigued.
see.
At this point, I'm just like frustrated with it. Jackie was just like, I was just like, I'd say I'm tired. I don't want to see any more of this game. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the game
mean, I'll
is
just
like.
play it when it
and
comes
she was
out.
like, it's gonna be amazing. It's mysterious. I was like, that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't-
It just
what does
means
that
it could be
mean?
weird.
It's
It could be really
mysterious.
weird.
Doesn't mean it's
Yeah.
gonna be good. Doesn't mean it's a good game. Doesn't mean they're doing it right. Like
I was wondering about it too, like thinking
years
about
now.
Norman's career specifically. Like, am I wrong that The Walking Dead in general is kind of winding down as far as popularity goes? Or
Oh,
is it
it's
still
been.
kind of
Yeah,
It's
it's been on a
Okay.
decline
Yeah,
for
That's
years.
what I thought. All right, so Norman goes to a lot of conventions, and I've never talked to him once. He kind of chills. He's like the cool kid who smokes outside of the high school, and you're like, I don't want to.
Wow, call him
I
out.
won't call you
Norman
now,
Reedus,
Mr. Reedus.
smoker.
Oh, I apologize. Yeah, I
He
mean,
looks short.
I think he's a little taller than me. I'm 5'9", so
Yeah.
yeah.
That statue they had
Was short.
Was
Yeah.
short. Man, I don't know if that's his actual height, but I liked Norman Reedus a lot more.
I literally, Jeremy saw it and he goes, oh, I saw it and went, that kills zombies, huh?
I'm
That's all
thinking
about
we'll
it.
probably start doing more like convention tours to promote the game itself. But because I played PT with you guys, every single time I see him, I'm like, oh, the fetus is here. Hello.
Yeah,
Hello,
I mean, the fetus
sir.
still heavily prominent in Death Stranding.
Yeah, there's a lot of babies.
It's
Even the beginning
weird.
of the trailer when it zooms
Weird.
down a vagina or something, you see the baby rolling around in it.
I thought that was someone's throat, but sure,
Weird.
vagina works. too.
Yeah.
Well,
I
they
mean-
did do the throat, but did they also do a vagina?
Alfredo, where do you
I
think
mean,
babies
All I could
come
think
from?
when there was like some tube and then a baby.
Yeah, no, it definitely was a throat. I don't know that they
Yeah.
added vagina into the equation. I wouldn't be shocked.
I don't think
Yeah.
there's
That'd be
that much
amazing.
like length space in a vagina.
Probably
Oh.
not.
I don't think that was. I think mistake number one is trying to describe this realistically. Just talking about Death Stranding, like, no, I don't think that's possible.
I'm just thinking how
actually.
awesome it would be to be like, I want to have a kid. Thanks. Okay, baby's here.
He kind of does that in one of the trailers, and then he goes,
Jesus.
Fucking
weird.
Right.
It's weird.
So bizarre.
How about that
We-
Assassin's Creed Odyssey? Am I right? Yay.
We have had the craziest fucking month in the history of Achievement Hunter. I think
It's been pretty nuts.
Has it?
I think so.
Ever?
I mean, you think we haven't even talked about this. We filmed all of Hardcore Tabletop, or the Hardcore show.
Yeah.
We filmed all of the Meow Wolf show.
I think we mentioned that.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
Did we mention Hardcore?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we have.
We filmed all of Hardcore. We filmed all of Meow Wolf. We did all this E3 shit. Everybody's been out of town for like a month. That's just fucking crazy.
We still
We're
don't know
going in
where
so many
Jack
different
is.
directions. Nobody. Not only do we not know, we don't care.
No, yeah. He
Not
just E3 took him.
Yeah.
They really did. I don't know
Yeah.
when we're getting him back. I don't know.
I hear he didn't get into Jeff's party, and then that was it.
That's true. He did not
we
get into
talk-
the pop party.
Can we talk about that for a second? All Jack had to
boy.
do. So at E3, because I had they had the pop-up store, right? The Geoff pop-up store. And the night before, we had just a Rooster Teeth party.
Whoa!
Just a Rooster Teeth
Whoa,
party.
whoa, whoa,
It's not the
wait.
Geoff party.
Don't wait.
But it was a Rooster Teeth party at the place where we were having my
I
pop-up
got you.
store.
Sure. I feel like that would be
Jack
better
showed
for you
up,
than
and
whiskey.
there was a line to get in because, there was a line.
Because you're Jeff.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of people in LA that want to drink.
Correct.
And he stood outside and tried to get in for like 10 minutes and encountered a roadblock and just left.
Yeah.
I would have got him in. All he had to do was text me or call me.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about that too, right? Like, okay, that you're Jack. You should be able to get into Jeff's party.
And Sophie the whole time was like, I'm getting you in. Just wait 5 minutes.
Right.
I'll get you in.
But I know Jack. It's just like, well, I know Jeff. I know who he is. I should be able to walk right in. And it's like, but there's fucking security guard at E3
security
doesn't
guard
know
doesn't
that.
know.
He doesn't give a shit who you are.
I had to go through the security guard.
It's like-
Gus and I both had to give our IDs and get the guy. And the guy goes, oh, it's the same name as the thing. And I go, yeah. And he's like,
It's like every
give a fuck.
time we do like a fucking Let's Play Live or something that's not 99.9% like Rooster Teeth employees
Yeah.
and fans. Like
I'm
people
the
don't
only guys
know
on the stage.
who
They're like,
the
I don't care.
fuck you are. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand the logic of like this is bullshit. This guy doesn't know who I am. Like, do you think they handed out photos? of, like,
I don't think it was Jack like trying to be a big league guy or anything. I think he just got frustrated and left but I don't know why
leaving
he
was the big
didn't
league part.
reach
That's
out
what
to
I'm
like
saying.
like he I guess he used the appropriate channel. He tried to go through Sophie to get in, and that would have worked if he'd waited 2 more minutes. But I don't know, like when faced with any obstacle, the one person in the world that can fix that was me immediately. I could have gotten them in 1 second.
Yeah, I don't know that you would have, but you
I
could
would
have.
have. I would have. We were gonna get tattoos together.
Handful of seconds.
Instead, I spent I was there all night. The only tattoo I got was I got a tattoo with James from Cow Shop, which was awesome. Now we're best friends because we have tattoos together.
Oh yeah.
But
Jeff and James.
yeah, Jeff and James. Wow. But like, I just don't. I don't understand. I almost feel like it was a better narrative for him to say I didn't get in and can be
I
frustrated
mean, it's
about
better
it
for us.
than
We're
for
talking
him to
about
get
it.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would happen if he got in? Oh, Jack's here. Great. But now, awesome.
I've had
Well, what's great?
a couple instances at conventions that are kind of like that, where I'm going through my area, like going to the signing booth, and someone in security rightfully says, "Hey, who the fuck are you? Why are you here?" And I'm like, "Badge, okay, I'm a guest, all right."
Happened to Gus and I at MegaCon a bunch.
Yeah, totally normal. I would not expect these people to know who the fuck I am at all. But there's been a couple instances where a fan's been with us or kind of like hanging out, and they're like, "This is Lindsey Jones." All right. I'm like,
yeah, it's always
thank
gonna,
you.
Do you know who this is? And they're like, well, no, I already said that. I don't know who this is.
Not
That's
a
why I'm
clue.
stopping them.
Dude, I
very
loved. I
sweet.
walked up to the Activision booth while I was there because I just saw a desk with a bunch of like portraits behind it that were like, Destiny, Crash, Spyro, and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know what's going on over there, but I want to find out.
But I want
So I walked over, and there was this person standing there, and they were like looking at me, and they're like, "Hey, how's it going?" I was like, "Hey, is this like a merch booth or something? Like, because I see those." And they're like, "No, this is like a VIP area type thing." I'm like, "Oh," and they're like looking at my badge, and they're like, "Are you like important enough to get in here or something?" And I went, "I'm probably not." They left.
That's Jeremy.
Nope.
That was it.
That's amazing.
That's really funny.
Yeah, I
Like,
just feel,
are you important enough?
Yeah.
Was the question. I was like, I don't think so.
I just feel weird pulling that card. I remember like the E3s that
that's
I
the
went
worst,
to.
yeah.
Like if there was like some type of item that I wanted, I'd wait in line, and I remember one time I was waiting in line for some type of weird E3 swag, and then my coworker, I was waiting in line for like 30 minutes. My coworker just walks up, takes it, like flashes his badge, takes it, and walks away. He's like looking at me. He's like, "Should have pulled the card." And I was like, I just don't.
it's
Good
a
people.
it's a tough card to pull. Like sometimes it's really helpful though.
Look at you.
Hey, that was at the actual Spyro booth.
They had this
that one.
fucking thing in the
That's
Spyro
Oh,
booth.
so happy.
The
I don't know if you took a picture of it or anything.
The fans?
But yeah.
Yeah.
They had these
Gotta get
3
another
fans
render.
that spin, like just oscillated, like, well, they didn't oscillate, but they just spun 3 fans. And it projected Spyro flying around
That's
and
really
shooting
cool.
fire and stuff over the fan. It was a cool
So
thing.
it looked like 3D.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah,
like, you
I've
know,
seen
it's
those
forward.
handheld ones where you can create like an.
Yeah, it was like a bigger version
I've
of
seen
that.
those.
Yeah.
I have a video on my phone of it, but it doesn't do it justice
Yeah.
because you can see the gaps in the fans on a phone.
Yeah. Frame rate.
Yeah, exactly.
It was
But
fucking cool, though.
I went to that Spyro thing and played the demo all 3 days of E3.
Badass.
Every single, because they had a different prize there every time. They had sunglasses, a patch, and a button, and I got them
That's
all.
awesome.
And then when I was at the airport, I went through the thing, like, you
Yeah.
know, I put my hands up and they scanned me and they walked out and they're like, yeah, we gotta check your chest. And I was like, oh, I've got the fucking button on. like a Spyro button on me.
Awesome.
And they were like, they patted me down.
Incredible.
Dude, I was busted. And I didn't even really think of it as like a contender for anything to like announce at E3. As I said, this game was coming out like 3 fucking years ago, and I've been waiting for the game so I can play it. I busted over Resident Evil 2 remake. Oh my god,
Dude, it
looks so good.
That was
Hasn't it
a
been
graphic
remade?
trailer.
It's the first time ever Resident Evil 2's ever been
20-year
remade?
anniversary this year came out. 20 years, 98.
Never like on the GameCube? Or
They've
anything?
like
Wasn't
re-released
ported?
it,
Okay.
but they never remade it.
Yeah.
It's a whole like brand new
ground
game
up,
from the
yeah.
ground up. It looks
Apparently,
so
Leon's
good.
face
It looks
is a big
really
topic
good.
of
Yeah, people don't like
contention.
Leon.
People are
too
complaining
fast.
because he looks like a fucking human being.
Yes,
This is
it's fine.
annoying me. They're like, it doesn't look like he did. Like he doesn't look like he did in 1998.
Yeah, Lara
Not
Croft
good.
doesn't look
He
anything
does.
like the
Right,
original.
Jeremy. It's the exact same thing you were talking about. People bitching about Spyro. Like
Yeah.
this character looks different. It's like because he was 4 fucking polygons.
People are still going off about what's
No,
different.
I
I'm
got-
like, go play the original set. They still exist.
Exactly. You want to play Resident Evil 2? Go fucking play Resident
play
Evil
it.
2. No one's stopping you.
Yeah.
But like, it looks gorgeous. It looks fucking scary. They changed it to like over the shoulder perspective. It's not fixed camera. Like the gameplay looks fucking phenomenal. It's just like
Did you see
gory
like the
as shit.
shotgun blast gif? It's like gameplay. He blasts a zombie with a shotgun, and like all the skin from the zombie is missing from where it hit.
It
No.
just looks.
It looks
it
insane.
looks phenomenal. Like I was waiting for this game as in Resident Evil 2 was. I love that game. It's one of my favorite ones. I'll replay it again. Never once was I going into it like it's gonna be a brand new game. It's gonna be like a game that stands on its own legs. Besides the fact that it's Resident Evil 2, but like I can't believe how hyped I am for it. It's awesome. Comes out in January.
That's
I'm
badass.
so excited about it.
Yeah, that was a cool reveal. Yeah, people were losing it.
I know they had some kind of like walkthrough thing because I saw Elise doing it. There was some kind of like Resident Evil experience that you
Oh,
could
yeah,
like,
so
walk
the
through, and there was like
zombies in the hall,
zombies. And
yeah.
They had a
shit
lot
like
of
that.
those experience things there. Fallout had one where like everybody working there was like in character as like a vault worker.
Do you guys enjoy those? I'm all about them. But some people
Yeah,
are
I
not.
think why not?
So.
Sure.
Absolutely. Dude, I saw the fucking.
I have a weird
Alfredo's like,
reflex.
I love you,
I'll
Leon.
either
Yeah.
swing or I'll dive out of the way. You know? It's
Dude,
weird.
Alfredo's like the biggest scaredy cat achievement hunter. I'm
Yeah.
learning. Like you're.
Well-
it's all right. No shame. But
Yeah, he is. He's a
we're worse than Jeff.
See, he
Worse-
might no.
way
To be
worse than
fair,
me.
he might actually be worse than you because he won't be on camera and
It's
do it.
Yeah, no, he's the worst. That's
Wanting
why.
to entertain
You'll at
the
least
idea.
show up
Want
and
more
shit your
Alfredo?
pants.
I don't have to anymore because I'm
Same
afraid
and Gavin. Gavin and I we did
I
recently.
wanna take you out with the rest of the day.
We put out. Give me one more too.
Got it. You want
Oh,
this
actually,
or,
no, forget
or
it, I
to-
got it.
Or yeah.
We
want vodka?
recently did Emily
shot
Wants
of
to Play
vodka?
2 for Play Pals.
That's how I feel.
Which I thought went really well. People really liked it. Gavin was a scaredy cat. Never got past the tutorial because the game is just fucking shit. Like the whole tutorial section is just utter shit. But people really
bad,
liked
or-
it. It's just very poorly designed. The tutorial section, the start of the game, is 100% harder than the actual game itself because it tells you nothing. To keep calling it a tutorial is inaccurate because it teaches you absolutely nothing. It doesn't tell you anything.
Right.
And it sets up the game that doesn't use the game mechanics. Like it's basically like a dream sequence. You wake up, you're like a fucking Jimmy John's delivery guy. You're in the house. You're in your own house. You got to leave the house. And the dolls are running around and they keep fucking killing me. But the whole point of Emily Wants to Play, the first one, and then this one is like every doll has some sort of
strategy.
a strategy in order to beat it. None of that shit applies to the tutorial. So like there's a guy that like when you put the flashlight on him, he doesn't move, or even if he comes at you, he just like disappears when he gets to you. He can't hurt you when you're pointing the flashlight on him. Doesn't work in the tutorial. So like none of the design character, the tutorial is literally just hurry the fuck up and get out or they'll kill you. So like the whole first video, me and Gavin were trying to figure out how to deal with the monsters, but there's no way to deal with them. It's just hurry up and get out. And there's like a bullshit puzzle That's like, I would not think of that. There's a thing where it's like, okay, you start, you take a shower, cool. You need the flashlight, you get your car keys, you do the dishes, you go to leave the house, the power turns off, you need to turn the power back on. That's the whole tutorial. The only other thing you have to do, which the game doesn't tell you in any way, there's a bunch of clocks on the wall that have one specific time. Upstairs on the second floor, there's like 9 paintings on the wall, and you need to pick the one that the number of the clock was on. So like if it's 3 o'clock, you need to pick the painting, the third left from the top, because it's painting number 3. God. And there's a fucking key card behind it. You swipe the key card, you leave the tutorial, and that's like a nightmare you wake up from. Then you do it all over again without the monsters, then the fucking game starts. So we never got past that in the first video. So we did it again. Like I looked that shit up and we did it again. Game's actually pretty fun, and Gavin was shitting himself senseless.
That's awesome.
So there'll be another one coming out.
I really should watch.
I even like I told him like Larry, I was like, don't call it part 2 because it's like it's really part 1. I'm like, call it like Emily Wants to Play 2, the actual game.
Yeah.
Or like the gameplay. And it's really fucking fun. Like honestly, I think they do a better job than the first one, because you saw us play the first one and we still didn't know what the fuck we were doing. This one like teaches you how to deal with all the dolls, because it slowly throws them at you one at a time. So the first doll, like, oh, it killed us, it killed us, it killed us. What do we do? Like, oh shit, this one sees by sight and we just have to run away from it. Then they introduce another doll, and it's like, oh, this mechanic is this. And then they slowly start throwing all of them at you at once.
That's
so it
good.
like builds.
Well, they fucked you in the first game, because the first doll, the whole gimmick with her is to look at her. When
Right.
you look at her, she can't get you. But you find a whiteboard in the kitchen that says, don't look at her.
Right.
Right.
Which is
and,
bullshit.
Like, which is bullshit. Totally opposite. And then in the second and third doll, the thing tells you how to deal with them. But the first one's opposite, the second 2 aren't. So it's like...
I'm fine with the game. I hate the aspect of like, gotta figure out how to play it.
Yeah, fuck that.
It's like, just let me play it. You can make it hard, just let me play it. And I feel like once it got going, it was actually like really fucking fun. It's decently bigger than the first game. It's like a compound. You know, it's not just like a house. So there's tons of like doors and all kinds of key cards to get and shit like that. Like, it was really good. I had a really good time. Gavin loved it.
I know you can't physically fight back in the game, but I just love imagining Alfredo playing. You're like, doll, doll.
I don't think he would. He would run away.
That clip I showed
What are
you
you
guys?
talking about?
Oh, which one? Oh, yeah.
I showed you guys the Emily Wants to Play clip where I heard the little girl and I was like, I was like, and then I turned around and the girl popped up and no.
Alfredo's got good survival instincts, is
He
what
does.
I'm learning. Yeah.
Yeah, the nope.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, no, like dark hallway. Why?
Why?
It's cool. Close the door. Just
Something
leave.
could be in there.
Snacks
though.
down there.
What good comes out of
You
going down the
never
dark
know.
hallway? What good comes out of there? Is there a
never know.
cheeseburger at the end of it? Is there some kind of money
It's like,
pot?
I don't
Great,
understand
now a
people who-
cheeseburger.
I don't understand people who enjoy playing like scary games. I don't like. I get it. You
I
know,
love
like,
that stuff. I
Some
love
people are
horror.
really into it, being freaked out and stuff like that. Doesn't do it for me. I don't like being freaked out and
Do you like
jump
horror
scared and stuff like
movies,
that.
too?
No.
Oh, I love horror
I just
movies
don't like.
also.
Well, like I'm okay with being creeped out and being like, "This is creepy." I don't like being jump scared. I fucking hate that.
I feel like some horror
got
movies
shit.
are
And, like,
funny to me.
Has anybody seen Hereditary, by the way?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, people talking
That's supposed to be the
about
scariest movie ever.
Is
It
really?
is good.
And you saw it and
Yeah.
you lived?
Did you punch anyone in the theater? Yeah.
You watched it like Gavin.
Yeah. I will say
It was
though.
I was Jackie to my left and a large black man to my right, and the whole time I was just like this on Jackie, and he was just like,
Was the large black man hugging you? It was like,
Yeah.
the whole time he was just looking at me like.
I will say, despite really not liking scary games, Silent Hill 2 was fucking phenomenal.
Silent Hill 2 is a great
It
game.
was so awesome. It was my first time playing it a little while ago.
When did you play it?
I just like I've been playing games that like I should play.
He's doing the thing with games that he's never gonna do with movies.
Right.
Exactly.
Which I'm
Exactly.
actually doing it right
Get
now a
the
little bit
backlog.
too.
Yeah, so like I played the first God of War, and
How'd you like it?
it was really good. It went on too long, in my opinion. There's the whole thing where you have to get Pandora's box, right? I think everything after that was pointless. I think you should have had Pandora's box and then fought Ares. But there's the whole thing where you like go into Hades, and there's a whole thing down there for like no reason.
Dude, he's in Hades every goddamn game.
Yeah, there's
every game
there's
he's
a lot
chilling
of,
out.
There's a
like,
whole
hell.
thing where like
Fighting back
you
out of
fight
hell.
yourself while protecting your family. Like in the
Sure,
first game, like
yeah.
there's like this dream sequence, and it goes on
You
forever.
didn't kill him.
Yeah, you just fucking go on
Covered
forever.
in their
like, you like to
ashes.
like hug them and put your health into them to keep them alive and shit. And like there was all of that. Then there was the Ares fight, which was like okay. And then there's a second Ares fight where like the stuff that you've been upgrading the entire game, they just take it all away from you. And they're like, here's this big sword, and it all works differently. And it was like that annoyed me.
2 and 3, like it's good, but you talk about like that's you're totally right with the or Pandora's box and all that shit. That's the same, that aspect in 2 and 3. While cool, it gets a little like Michael Bay. It's killing the gods in 2 and 3. It's like, oh, who the fuck are you? What do you got of plants? Come here, I'm gonna kill you.
I mean,
you killed like 30 of them.
Starbomb nailed it with
Brutally murdered.
But it's just like they start pulling every goddamn god they have out from under the table because you kill everyone. You kill God's accountant. You kill like their fucking landscape. You kill everyone.
So
everyone. It's I'm sorry, Hercules. Sorry, I gotta do it. Oh, Perseus, let me bash your fucking head until it's mush. Like you just kill everyone.
So I have like a wheel of all the games, and I just spin it. Whenever it lands on, I play.
Nice.
So like, did the first God of War, and it
you should get like a thing and then cut your arm off.
And it landed on God of War 2 recently, so that's the next one I'm gonna play.
Nice.
I played Super Mario Bros. 3 and
good one.
had like a panic attack during it because I'm awful at it.
Had
like,
you never played it before?
No, I've never played a Mario game
far did
ever
you get?
until
Did you beat
Odyssey.
it?
Odyssey. No, I did not beat it. I got halfway through World 7.
So, are you up to the ships yet?
Ships
Shooting
are
all the fucking cannonballs.
Ships are World
Oh,
8.
he's gonna
Yeah.
get fucked apart.
the-
No,
Are they 7?
No, I'm halfway
8.
through World 7.
It's like the airships.
Well, the
They're
airships are at
moving.
the end of every world.
Are they?
There's an
I don't know.
airship.
Well,
They
there's
get
one.
worse.
There's the final level. It's just all airships, I think.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't done that.
There's just like 10,000 fucking bullet bills and bombs.
I was in
coming
World
at you
7,
and-
which is like a world of you don't know where the fuck these pipes go, but one of them's the right pipe, and it's just all shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like doing that, and it was getting to a point where I was just like, you know what, fuck this, because like I don't really like games like that.
World 7.
Except for
Fuck this.
Cuphead for some fucking reason.
New DLC.
You anger played that.
Was it
I
Miss-
watched
Miss
you do
Jones?
it.
I anger played Cuphead. It was the
Watched
last
you do
game I
it.
ever
Jeremy was like,
pointed.
He's like, I'm done with this. And I'm like, yeah, you're so close though. Come on.
And then I
You're
go
like,
back into it,
"No."
yeah.
And every day I came in, he was playing Cuphead.
Yeah, and now there's DLC.
Yep. So I'm
Fuck
saying,
was that?
Miss Chalice, represent.
Yeah, so I mean I will play that DLC, but like Cuphead's the one exception for some reason. I don't like games that I know people like games that are like this is really gonna challenge you. You're gonna have to
torture.
try this like
Fucking
100
Super
times.
Meat
to do
Boy
it.
bullshit.
Like Dark
Yeah.
Souls and all that shit.
just-
That's not for me.
Bloodborne
I
was
want
fun,
to just
though.
play games and have fun. And like for me, like the thing of like I fought this boss 100 times and I finally killed him. I have that like satisfaction. It's like no, I don't.
See,
Dude,
I
it's
like
like a virtual nut, though.
I like that. I like that in games where that's like extra shit.
I want the real thing.
I love that in God of War 4. God of War.
The
Valkyries.
Valkyries, yeah.
It's because it's like you don't have to fight them, and it's not like God of War isn't a fuck you game like Super Meat Boy or like Cuphead. The whole game is a fuck you game.
Yeah.
It's hard as fuck, and they just keep making it harder. God of War is like, you want to fight these bitches? They're real hard. And like I was just like, I was infuriated like playing them, but I'm like, I gotta do it, dude. When I beat that last Valkyrie, I was like, I didn't even have all
virtual nut.
I didn't have all the trophies at that point, but there's that moment where you're like, I just perfected the game. Like this is the hardest fucking thing to do in the game, and I did it, and now the rest is a breeze.
That's nice.
It was
That is a
awesome.
nice feeling. Yeah,
So in general, do you not like just side scrollers or platformers?
not really. I've never really played platformers and stuff like that, so I'm just like awful at
Crash
them.
Bandicoot?
No, Crash
I can't-
Bandicoot is a no
I can't
for
I
me.
mean, you're
gauge
better
the
than Gavin.
distance.
I'm better than Gavin at it,
When
but
they give you that small little brick to jump on, it's just like you
See, I
jump.
love
it's like,
that shit.
no, I am the
Dude,
number
Mega
one
Man?
to panic.
Dude,
I go
Mega
into
Man?
panic mode so
Yeah.
quick.
Where like 80% of your character is floating off the block, and you have like your back heel on it, and it's like gotta stretch that jump. Got it. I live in that shit.
Yeah, I
That's
know you
also,
do.
I already played tons of that shit when I was a kid, but that was like 70% of Rage Quit games I played. So it's just like that is just burned into me.
It's like I'll never play Super Meat Boy and shit like that because I'll lose it.
I'm
Like,
blanking like an idiot. What's the game with the cube that you played? The spikes?
Impossible
Goddamn
Game.
triple
Oh,
spike. There it is.
possible game. Fuck yeah, shit like that.
you just
No thanks.
jump. That's the whole game, and it's like, want to play? You're dumb.
Yeah,
Have fun with this game, idiot.
but like you know the
Thanks
real
for the
thing is
$5,
also
Yeah.
dipshit.
it's also meant that I've played The Witcher 3. I played The Witcher 3. Awesome, great game.
How many hours did you put
I
into
don't
it?
know, a lot. I
You-
put in a
you-
lot, but like,
you
of
beat
course,
it,
like a
right?
fraction of what I beat the main quest line. You know, did a bunch of side stuff, but then like I went back into it. And I was like, you know, I could keep playing this because it's fun. And I went to do another side quest, and I was like, no, you know what? Actually, I'm done. I'm good. Apparently, the DLC is really good, so I should play that. But
DLC in games like that too, they're like whole games.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
It's
the
like
main, I
Dragon
played the
Age.
main story. Great game. You should play it, but you'll get sucked into it. And then Silent Hill 2, fucking phenomenal all the way through. Loved it. And yeah, now I'm on God of War 2. And I'm playing Vampire right now.
Vampire.
Is that worth playing?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
There's
okay.
a lot of dialogue.
You said the same thing about Jurassic World Evolution, all right? And
I haven't played
don't
Jurassic
trust
World
your
Evolution. I've
opinion.
just heard that people.
I mean, if
I
you're
like
a
it
big
a lot,
fan
but-
of like Zoo Tycoon and all
Yeah.
that stuff, it's
Yeah.
not a great
No.
version of it. But I mean, if you want to like build a park and have dinosaurs,
If you're a big fan
It's
of
a,
Jurassic
it's
Park,
like it's a theme park simulator.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park.
yeah, she's been playing the shit
It's
out of
taking
it.
me
I'm
back to
gonna
my
play it.
Steam
Is it on
Tycoon
Xbox?
days.
I don't know.
I'm on Steam.
So you do
She's
like
playing
it
it on
though.
PC.
You're really enjoying it.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
I'm gonna
I
play
like
the shit out of
it.
that this weekend.
I mean, it's the same setup
sounds
as like
cool.
any other game like that, but you build the park, etc. But you can modify like genomes of the dinosaurs. You get more money that way. So I'm basically like becoming like a DNA scientist as well.
You're gonna make
You
a
set up
fucking
excavation
Indominus
teams.
Rex. It's gonna go nuts.
Yep.
Ah, shit.
Or you can like pit them against each other. You're like, I want these dinosaurs to fight. I had one breakout. I need some
cockfight with
tourists, of
dinosaurs.
course. I actually showed
you said
Alfredo.
2 tourists though. That's
Two,
not
yeah.
that's not
It was
that
pretty
much
good.
for a dinosaur
Yeah, no,
breakout.
worth
Yeah,
the loss.
2
Yeah.
tourists. That's
It's still a lawsuit.
Luckily, that doesn't
Not if
happen.
they didn't
in the
know
game.
anybody.
I do like that you can tranquilize the dinosaurs to relocate them, or like if they're dead, you gotta like pick them up and lift them off to their
you
grave.
tricked that
turn them
one
into
dinosaur.
feed for the other dinosaurs.
Basically, so I showed Alfredo and Michael, but it's really
pretty
funny.
funny.
They have like transport teams that come and take them in a little like dinosaur stretcher,
Yeah, it's just a
and
helicopter.
they're floating through the air like.
The stretchers,
Yeah.
it just covers their
It's
underbelly.
just like the
so their
dinosaur
limbs are
just
like
yeah,
this, and they're
the
just like,
dinosaur does not want to be there.
amazing.
That's awesome.
It's just like fucking kill me. And they're just slowly just flying across.
and Lindsay's
Just
like,
showed me
I'm
that.
gonna relocate you here.
Make some new friends.
So that's out, and then they released the Pokemon Go version on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
It's like Pokemon Go, but with
Oh, a
dinosaur.
Jurassic
Which
Park.
I-
literally what it is.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just-
might skip unless I want to work out more. You
Yeah,
and
I don't
Kat
give
have
a
been
shit.
doing
I'm gonna be playing a
Pokemon
shit
Go.
ton of Pokemon Go tomorrow.
Nice.
What's
So-
tomorrow?
Community day.
Going to the Capitol?
Yeah, probably.
That's how I know.
You'll see me there.
Literally,
probably.
Andy's like, I'm going to Capitol this weekend. I go, Pokemon Go? And he's like,
That's the place to go. It
that's
really
where
is.
everyone goes.
They have a thing every now and then.
What
they
do
have
you do when you get there?
It's just like, I guess they have like special
Is there like
Pokemon
special
there and
Pokemon to
shit.
catch and stuff?
Well,
or-
so sort of. There's this thing they do once a month called Community Day, which is they shouldn't call it Community Day because it only lasts 3 hours.
Sure.
Um,
That's not a whole day at all.
no, so for 3 hours, a
Any way you slice
certain Pokemon spawns a lot more, and there's shiny versions of it. You'll know what I'm talking about. It's just a different colored version of it can spawn. It's
It's like a
rare.
holographic
It's rare.
that
Yeah.
does nothing and means nothing. but
exactly.
it's
Other
just
than like, I
rare.
got it.
It looks
like,
cool.
it's- Yeah, it looks cool. So like they do that. It's this weekend's Larvitar, if you know.
Oh yeah,
right?
he's
So-
like a dinosaur guy.
yeah. So that spawns for like 3
Everything's
hours.
dino
It's like
themed.
stone.
But like, what's cool about it is, Kat and I went last month. Like, we went to the Capitol during the community day, and like, there were fucking people everywhere. Like, it was flooded with people just playing Pokemon Go, and like the raids start, and like instantly the rooms are full of people like just doing it all together and stuff.
Damn.
It's cool.
That's really
Pretty
cool.
cool to see
How many
everybody
people
out
would
there.
you say were there?
Oh man,
Hundreds?
hundreds. Yeah,
Yeah.
easily hundreds
That's cool.
of people. Yeah.
Thinking, I don't know if it's connected to Jurassic
glad my
World
daughter doesn't
promotion, but I love that all the Jurassic Park stuff is like back in stock
28.
and like popular again.
Just too young for Pokemon.
So for Jurassic World Evolution,
12.
they got Jeff Goldblum, they got BD Wong for the voiceover, and Bryce Dallas. I can't remember her
Howard.
last name. Yeah, Howard. So they're in the game, which is awesome. I get to hear
That's
them
pretty
all
cool.
the time. Yeah, I think Jeff Goldblum probably has more lines in the game than the movie. Michael and I were talking about
Oh,
that.
I guarantee you, he has more lines in the game than the movie.
But that's awesome. And he's like scolding you the whole time, like, hey, dumbass, remember Jurassic Park? We fucked that up. I'm like, yeah, I know, Jeff, I'm sorry.
Dude,
I have to do this.
We just saw Upgrade.
Oh,
Awesome, by the way.
Awesome.
It was awesome.
It was great.
way more to
Super
that
fun.
movie than I thought there'd be.
Cool
yeah,
as shit.
It actually had some emotional
It's
depth.
super cool.
I took
was
Millie
good.
to see it, but she wanted to see Ocean's 8 instead. So I saw
How was
that?
that?
It's okay.
I do want to see
fine.
that as well.
Did you see
It's
the
good.
Alamo Drafthouse promo though with Jeff Goldblum?
Well, yeah, that's what I was. That's what I was getting.
So good.
Yeah.
The promo with Jeff Goldblum is phenomenal. So that Alamo always does like
And scene.
some kind of themed shut the fuck up during the movie, and they usually get like a celebrity. And usually, sometimes they're really cool. Sometimes it's just like, oh, it's The Rock, and he's just
He's
like
putting zero effort in. Every
he's
once in
just-
a while, like Amy Schumer will do it, and she's really funny.
And there, yeah, but most of the time it's just like, hey, look, I'm a celebrity. Anyway, don't talk during the movie
Yeah.
or else. Jeff Goldblum, clearly no script. He just hits Jeff Goldblum. It was so delightful. And he's just like talking on the phone. That's a no-no. Texting, also a no-no. And it's just
he
like
can do that. It's
he
just
was
bam,
he
yeah.
just killed it. He killed and then he goes, end scene. And that's like when the promo ends. Like
Like,
it was
we're
awesome.
talking about
It was funny as
The
hell.
director must have been like, Jeff, you just got to get from A to B, man. Just get from
Oh,
here
he's
to
like,
here.
oh, I'll
All
get
we
there,
need.
but I'm making stops along the
Like,
way.
that's fine.
It was
Yeah.
very good. It
At
was
one
like
point, it was
it's-
like, is it dangerous? He was like, not my problem.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's like if you talk, there's a Alamo Drafthouse dinosaur named Sheila. The Velociraptor will kill you in your seat, and it's like this woman being mauled by a raptor. That's like they show them walking the raptor, and it's just the guy's legs, like wearing the costume.
Yeah.
And then he's like, people say, Geoff, is this dangerous? Should you be doing this? Not my problem.
It's exactly the same as How Dare You Speak to Me.
How dare you
Perfect
speak to
delivery.
me.
I thought the one they did with Chadwick Boseman was pretty funny.
I didn't see that one. I don't think.
The I'm Still Watching one.
Oh yeah, we
That
saw
was funny.
Where like the whole thing was like him like just watching the audience and being like I'm like no talking because like I'll watch him the whole time and then like it just like slowly zooms in on his face after a while and he shouts like I'm still watching and then cuts to black and then the whole movie happens. Credits, end credit scenes, everything like that. Credits end. Cuts to Chadwick Boseman. I'm still watching like after the whole movie. I was like, nice, well done,
dude. That was super cool. I got to be in one of those for Hardcore Henry because we shot it. Mr. Keith shot it.
That was really cool.
And like
Charlton
Copley was there, and he was awesome. It was like I was
character.
like, this guy is like a fucking famous actor, and he's acting right now. He was like totally in character, and he had a bag of Coke. This is like from the movie, but it was flour, but it was also, I remember them saying, because he was so like in character, he's supposed to be like a cokehead. And then they did the take a couple times, and he was like eating it and snorting it, and like it was like not edible.
Yeah,
they were like,
he was like, "That's baby."
They were like, "We didn't know he was gonna eat it." It was like half flour, half like baby powder, and he's like, "I don't give a shit. I don't care." They'd be like, "They're like, all right, rolling," and he was like, "Hang on." And he was right next to me, so he's like, "Hang on to this," and he put like his bag of Coke in front of me. I'm like,
Okay.
Gavin was sitting in front of me, and he was in the bit, and it was like a whole bit where like he beat the shit out of some guy that was talking during the movie, and the guy they used, the actor playing the Russian guy he beat the shit out of, was the actor that played the ward from Laser Team. So it's like it was the first time I ever saw the guy out of makeup, and I was like, I did a movie with you like 2 years ago. And he was like, hey, nice to see you again.
We came into
He
the
was fucking
theater.
huge.
He knew you, of course, from Laser Team. He was like, "Hi, Michael," and you're like,
I was like, who the fuck was that? Because I only ever saw him in makeup. I think his name was Greg, and he was always like,
"Greg the Ward."
Hey, how you doing? He was just a huge beast of a man.
Sorry, talking about dinosaurs also. I started watching a lot of like
Don't
movies.
call him a dinosaur.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, Greg. I started watching a lot of movies that I grew up with Iris because I watched a lot of like Don.
You grew up
Bluth
with Iris?
films. Yes. Hello. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. Anywho, we were talking about We're Back.
We were talking
Started
about We're
watching that
Back.
too. It holds up in a way. Michael was not a big fan at all.
It doesn't hold
Did the
up.
song?
We're back. The dinosaur movie with John Goodman.
Yeah. Did the song in the parade scene
Doesn't
hold
hold
up?
Roll back the rock, turn back the clock.
yeah.
Fuck yeah, it did.
All right.
It
Roll
rocks.
back the rock, turn back the clock.
What is it?
Turn back
It's,
the
it's
clock.
Screw
Turn
Eye
back the
and
clock.
what's his brother's name?
Professor Screw Eyes.
And,
Yep.
and like Good Eye or something.
It's Walter
Principal
Cronkite,
Butt
but I
Savage.
can't remember.
No, they're both named I for
Nice
sure.
reference.
It's Screw Eye and like Swell
Ichabod
Eye. Or,
something?
you're not listening to me.
Swell
I
Eye.
is
I
in
know.
both of their names.
I'm saying I think that's his first name. I can't remember.
It's just stupid. And the guy literally has a fucking screw for an eye.
Jay
And I'm like,
Leno's
well,
in
that's
it?
okay.
Jay Leno's in Crimson Gin?
It's the Crimson
Oh my
Gin.
god.
He's also the alien and We're Back. Fun story.
I was in my
I did not
hotel
know
room when that blew
Yeah.
my mind.
Oh yeah, he
Dude,
is.
but I've been
He
looking
looks
at all
like
these like casts too. I'm like, holy shit, that's that person. Holy
Yeah,
crap,
that's what I was
that
doing.
person?
I was
God.
doing that. And when I saw that Jay Leno was in Crimson Gin,
that. Jeremy got angry.
what? I was like, what? Yeah, that's literally what I did. I was like, wait. The chin guy is...
Best part is seeing that tweet. I was like, Jeremy, I've joked with you about Jay Leno being the Crimson Chin in videos. I know for a fact.
I just saw you were joking because he's got a big chin.
Jeremy, were you like, am I seeing this? Let me
And then
put
like,
on
I realized
my Felix Gray glasses.
Oh,
So I could see even
is it
better.
clear as day now?
And so I don't get that harmful monitor strain from looking at monitors all day. Although I can't read because I am blind.
Got it.
So I do need to put these on. This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Felix Gray. A lot of us spend hours in front of a computer at work, so we know staring at a screen can get exhausting. Even if you've never heard of digital eye strain, chances are you've experienced the effects. I think anyone here can speak to that, sitting at work all day in front of monitors. Jeremy, you go home, sit in front of a monitor all day.
Yep.
It burns your eyes. I definitely, at the end of the day, I'm like, I use a ton of like eye drops at home because by like 9 p.m. my eyes are definitely this is the work we do, the sacrifices we make for the audience. But Felix Gray has got you back because when you protect your eyes with a beautifully designed pair of Felix Gray computer glasses, you can keep doing the things that you love, like play video games or binge your favorite TV shows. Felix Gray lenses are specially designed to filter blue light and eliminate glare from screens, which are the two main culprits behind digital eye strain. Their glasses have blue light filtering technology embedded into the lenses, so they remain effective without the telltale yellow tint or color distortion. I don't know how to say distortion. That's not a word. The yellow tint or color distortion of other blue light filtering glasses. It's true. They've had a couple of name brands here and there for a while. Like computer lenses or gaming monitors, and they're very like colored. These are crystal clear. There's no color. Geoff's rocking the Faraday style right now. Very very clean, very elegant. Great for it's reading of our time. Maybe you've got a nice ebook, you're going through. They also have like a magnification option where you can do like a times like I think it's like 0.25, so like slightly magnified for like reading.
Boop. Now it's
yeah. Well, they're on all the time. I don't think you boop them on or off. But no prescription necessary. Their glasses are available in non-prescription readers and just launched prescription lenses, so everyone can benefit from wearing a pair of Felix Grays. All orders are free shipping and free return, so you got nothing to lose. Go to felixgrayglasses.com/off-topic to try a pair of Felix Gray glasses today. That's felixgrayglasses.com/off-topic. felixgrayglasses.com/off-topic.
Respect.
Yeah, they look nice on you, Geoff. You look smart.
So, we getting food delivered?
I don't
We
know.
should, yes.
Yeah, okay. Tell Steffi. She'll do it.
Ask Steffi.
Yeah.
Tell her.
Writing off of a...
If she says no, then you
Right.
Yeah, Michael not being a
Wench.
fan of We're Back. He also wasn't feeling the Prince of Egypt, which is bullshit.
Didn't we already talk about this?
Not on the podcast. No, we did
When
not.
did we talk about it? Because I know we talked
in
about it
the
with
office.
Ryan.
Sometime this week.
It was this week. It's not good. I'll be honest.
It is an animation marvel.
Okay.
Along with the music.
It is really good animation.
I mean, that's
It's fantastic,
fine.
man.
It doesn't hold the movie up. Okay? You keep saying it looks great all you want.
Talk to the Bible.
Bible
about that.
does. Yeah,
Exactly.
thank you.
I'm like, take it up with the Bible.
Thank you. All right.
Again, I found myself in 2018 watching this movie, and as Lindsay said, we've been tearing through nothing but like Disney movies, DreamWorks movies,
Don Bluth.
Pixar movies, like all the like 80s, 90s, like classics, all the good ones.
Watch
Almost every single one, either some sort of magic is involved, or it's just fucking talking animals,
Dude, Angels in
which
the
isn't
Outfield.
magic, but they were like, yeah, they can talk, that's fine. All that shit. We get to Prince of Egypt, and I'm watching it, and several times I turn to Lindsay and I go, so this is real, right?
Like,
This is the movie people go.
People believe
Oh,
this,
this happened.
yes.
It happened.
This happened.
The water turned to blood.
100%.
Locusts.
The guy rolled up, turns his staff into a snake.
Yeah.
did you not see
I
what Val
also-
Kilmer did?
I also love the narrative. Calm down.
Real fact.
That like,
Jeez.
Infinity War just came out.
Yep.
Huge thing of like Thanos, is he a bad guy? I don't know. I can see his point, the whole I'm gonna, spoiler, not really. It's not even a spoiler, it's just the plot of the film where he's like, I'm gonna kill
You are
half the
not
people.
about to tell me you can't see the Pharaoh's point.
I'm gonna kill half the people on the fucking
Right.
in the world.
We're talking
okay?
slaves here.
Ray
So,
Fiennes, yeah.
So, Ramses there, he's like, killing all your firstborns, slaves. I'm killing all your firstborns.
Ramses won, not his
Ramses
son.
won.
Yeah.
So
OG.
that was how the Moses gets away, because they're like, oh, they'll kill you.
It's like a reboot.
No, it's just
like
99.
it's called The Prince of Egypt. It's an anime movie
So
about.
he's like,
DreamWorks, yeah.
so he's like,
About
live.
like God stuff.
Yeah.
Fucking boring.
Yeah. So he's like, live, Moses. Get out of here, because they'll kill you. Because
right,
you're a
get in the
firstborn.
river.
You're a
don't fall over
firstborn
'cause you're
Jew.
gonna drown.
And so then,
Put the baby in the basket.
whatever. Movie happens.
Then it
Movie
floats
happens.
right into the alligator's mouth. Right?
That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Then Moses is like, "Oh my God, I'm Jewish. I gotta get out of here." Leaves. God shows up and he's like, "Hey Moses, I'm a fucking bush.
I'm
I'm
a
on
burning
fire."
bush.
Also
Yeah.
Val Kilmer. The
Val
same
Kilmer
actor
plays
as
Moses and God, which is interesting. And then he's like, "You gotta go." He's like, God comes in. He goes, "Hey, I just found out about this. So there's slaves." And my first thought, I'm like, "Hang on, how does God not know this has been going on?"
He's busy.
Where were you when the slaves
Busy guy.
started?
Busy
Wait,
A lot of
like,
people.
God was like,
Universe
"Listen, I
is
gotta."
big,
He's been
ever
throwing down
expanding.
cards with Allah and
I
Vishnu.
don't have
Yes,
time for
exactly.
this, right?
Do you think Val Kilmer, like, he got both of those roles and thought, oh, I have to eat enough to be both of those people?
I mean,
And they were like, nobody had the heart telling them it was animated.
well, they also he was like, "There's going to be a sequel,"
yeah.
and there wasn't.
Well, he ate
What do you think God weighs? All right, what do you think Moses? I can do that.
He was eating the loaves and the fish, trying to get that extra
So
inflation.
he comes back, right, and he's like, hey, bro. First of all, by the way, too, Val Kilmer plays Moses. Ramsey's second, junior, whatever, played by fucking Ralph Fiennes. So I don't even understand that.
He's Michael Jackson.
He's fucking British,
Because
and he has the accent in the movie.
Only
and he's
we
like,
didn't grow up together.
and they're in Egypt.
But
yeah,
only
well,
recently,
all right.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Alright, get a
Not
point
for
there.
Queen's Egypt.
And I just go, and I'm
because
like,
there's been a recent push for actual like actors who are Egyptian, etc., to play them. Before they were just like, they're
I'm
British.
not
They're
even
British.
saying you had to be Egyptian. Just
He's a
don't
villain,
speak with a
British.
fucking
Yeah.
British accent.
Yeah.
Aren't you an
Exactly.
actor? Act like you're not British. I don't understand. It's just
Didn't
like,
we learn anything from Mickey Rooney being an Asian person in Breakfast at Tiffany's?
did we?
No,
Apparently not.
But anyway, again, I'm just thinking of Thanos here. Moses comes back and he's like, you gotta set these people free. And he's like, fuck off. I'm not gonna do that. And he's like, God's gonna start fucking you up. I'll be honest. He's telling me he's gonna fuck you up. And it's all very nice about it.
It's been out for so long. Fuck off.
Also, if you believe in that dumb shit, it's real. Like it happened. It's
Yeah.
history.
Are you talking about Infinity War or the Black
no,
Hole?
Infinity War.
Both.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
It's so neat.
So then,
Sorry.
again, it's just
making
I'm very.
enemies.
I can grasp. It's a very Mac-like movie, you know, where
Yeah.
it's like, oh, dude, God sent me, and if you don't listen, he'll fucking kill you. He's gonna kill you all. So there's literally a scene where he, you know,
this is Old Testament God too. This is Yahweh.
they send the locusts and all that shit, and Ramsey's like, I don't care, ignore that shit, because he's got
Locust, frogs.
He's got like magician.
Old Testament was like Yahweh the highway,
Was famine
motherfucker.
one of them?
Famine, yeah.
Locust, frogs, famine.
River of Blood.
River of Blood.
And then the thing that Michael's about to talk about.
Right, so then he's like, all right, this is the last chance. He's upset with you. Set the people free or else.
Herpes.
And then Ramsey's kid is there. His little kid's there. He's like a 6-year-old kid, and he's like, Moses, you son of a
leprosy.
bitch. You're a Jew. How dare you? Da, 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 da.
Yep.
And then Moses goes like, all right. And then there's literally a montage scene that's like, it's not upbeat, but it's also not like dark in
It's
any
the first
way.
Passover.
They're just like do painting these fucking houses, do. And then there's just a scene of a bunch of kids getting killed.
Yeah.
And we're rooting for this? I don't even understand this. There's literally a scene where there's this little kid and he's holding a fucking pot and he's like hum-da-dum-da-dum and he walks in a doorway. Then God, by the way, is a white whoosh that comes down killing everyone. It's just like
That's the hand of God.
and then people die. So the kid's like hum-da-dum-da-dum and he walks in.
That's the fart of
Then you
God.
hear the pot shatter
Yeah.
and then the kid's arm just fall out of the doorway.
Yeah, dead.
And I'm like, fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Thanos was a better good guy than God.
Take that, heretics.
Close your doors.
Also, again,
Pieces of
Christ
shit.
doesn't come along for a little bit.
And-
You're too early.
and right, like
Maybe
even
cement doors next
Thanos
time.
is like Thanos. You could argue, hey, he wants to kill half the population. They didn't do nothing. But at the core point of his theory, it's like, well, they are
Resources.
doing something
It's
because
resources.
even if you're not a bad person, even if you're not going out of your way, you're eating shit up. You're taking space. You're eating food. You're creating waste. Like that's true. These are just little kids that did nothing. They didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
And it's God's like, gotta kill them.
Yeah, well, how else are they going to learn?
And I was just like, why is this a movie?
I hate. It's the one thing. I hate a lot about religion, but the biggest thing I hate about religion is this bullshit original sin thing. It's like, oh, you're a cute little 5-year-old kid, and you're like, and they go, oh, by the way, say you're sorry.
Yeah, you were born with
You
sin.
were born.
I
What
said-
do?
I was
Not a
watching
goddamn
it.
thing, but you were born, and that's enough. So you better start
God
apologizing.
doesn't pull punches. He's wearing a gay pride shirt.
Wait,
He's
so
dead.
I should be scared.
dead.
God is a loving, kind God.
He doesn't pull
unless you don't
punches.
apologize for existing,
It's
and
true.
then you're fucked.
Again, all I thought of was Mac. Like, no, we will smite you. They use the word smite like 50 times
Yeah.
in the movie. And I'm pointing this out as I'm watching, and I'm like, this is crazy. And Lindsay's like, yeah, but it looks great. Look
It does.
at that animation. How can you argue that animation?
People
I'm
will be mad at me.
He's just killing people.
People were mad at me that I was shitting all over a cubit during Jeopardy. We were talking about cubits, like because they measured the arc in cubits.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it was done in cubits, like this bullshit, no one gives a shit measurement that makes no sense.
Like teraflops.
Like no one knows what a fucking cubit is. People are like, wrong, Jeremy, idiot. A cubit is the length from your elbow to the tip of your middle finger.
Which is different from everyone,
Which is
right?
different for everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
But for Noah, a cubit is enough that when you times it by whatever God said, it holds every animal in the world.
Damn straight. Get him in there. Except
If a cubit was a real unit of measurement, they would use it at McDonald's. You'd be like, I'll take a double cubit.
Yeah.
True.
You're talking about original sin also, Jeff? Women are the worst. Are you kidding me?
I know,
Women
yeah.
For all the sins of the
And
world.
I'm talking about
dumb.
That's why
I'm
we
talking about
bleed, is our
every animal,
punishment.
too.
Yeah.
Why
Every
am
animal.
I saying sorry to this guy again?
Yeah.
Because you exist. But that wasn't my choice. That doesn't matter. You start apologizing or you're going to die in hell.
I'm going to make Iris say sorry.
You're going to live there for the rest of eternity because you didn't say sorry to the dude you never met.
Too many
Because
fucking
you
animals are on that
existed.
ark. I can't get over it.
I was just like,
Insects alone.
I said to Lindsay and I go, show a child 10 of these films and go, hey, which one was true?
Yeah.
And I was like, pick this out,
Is
please.
it the one where all of us children die by the ghost fart?
I'm not religious anymore. I don't feel like I am. But if I watch movies like that from a non-religious standpoint, I'm like, I don't really believe this. I find it like a fun, magical,
It
entertaining
was a ton of
tale.
fun.
Yeah, a ton of
Kids
fun.
died.
This guy got a rainbow jacket
like
and
Game of
killed a
Thrones.
bunch of kids.
And again, I'm watching this
yeah.
Daenerys
going like,
comes in with her dragons. God comes
I was
in
like,
with his
real
hand,
dick
same thing.
move, God. Where were you 30 years ago when the fucking slaves started?
He shows up when he's needed to tell Abraham to
He
fuck
was
his child.
fucking partying is
Yeah.
what he was doing.
Same
he
with
was
Lot.
getting
He was
drunk
like,
on his
He
own
was
blood.
chilling. You kidding me? Created the universe. There's the Big Bang, and there's dinosaurs.
Yeah,
He was like, good. I'm taking a smoke
Dinosaurs,
break.
asteroid, Moses.
Cool runnings happened. Like
In that order exactly. Cool Runnings? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
That's a
Awesome.
good film.
That's a good
I gotta
film.
try this
Jamaican
now.
bobsledders? Like,
God didn't
dude.
kill anyone in that film.
No.
No, we're making so many enemies.
I just
I
don't
gotta
get
show
it.
Iris
It's
that.
just, I'm just
Ames in the
saying,
outfield, Indian in the cupboard.
Dude,
Gotta
it
show
seemed
I'm gonna drop it on you that I don't
Politically
think
correct,
anyone
but
here is
Richie
religious.
Rich.
I just say, I don't care either way, go for it.
Yeah.
I just seemed incredibly out of place in 2018 watching it and then be like, hey, this happened.
Right.
I would be like,
People who are religious, feel free to shit on my belief that there
will.
isn't a God,
They
as long
will.
as I can shit on your belief that there is one.
everyone
Mutual
shit
shitting.
equally.
Yeah, mutual
Just
shitting.
mutual fecal matter, roll around in it. Just don't smite kids. I don't see
Yeah,
the
don't
need
kill
for
a
that.
kid.
We already live in America. Kids are gonna get got anyway.
Oh man, I've
Yeah.
had a lot of conversations about that recently. Based off of Spyro.
How dare you, by the way?
Jumping-
How
What?
dare you,
Sorry.
Jeremy?
What?
You fucking PC piece of shit
Did
and
you
your
see that?
paintball guns.
Did you see that?
Of course.
What?
I saw your tweet and then the outrage.
There's a level in Spyro.
Tables?
All right, there's a level in Spyro called Twilight Harbor near the end of the game where just randomly, out of nowhere, because it's not even like the theme of the level, really, the Norks you fight are like military Norks, and they have machine guns and rifles and stuff and like shoot bullets at Spyro. Like,
Oh, we should put them
realistic-
in front of all the schools in America then.
There you go.
Well,
Save our kids.
But I mean, like legit guns and shit, and like they showed gameplay from that at E3, and they switched out. I think the guns still look fairly like guns, but the bullets are like paintballs.
I think that's cool.
It's like a Splatoon thing,
Yeah.
and I was like, great idea, great idea. Like, get rid of the bullets so that some parent doesn't
It's
come
the
in. and see
same
their
thing
kid
as when
with
they
guns
when
and
they
be like,
changed all the pistols in ET to walkie-talkies. Who
Exactly.
cares?
Like, yeah, who gives a shit?
gives a shit?
I'm like, you know what? It makes it
But even-
easier. There's not going to be any problems now.
I could also I could even see the point of like ET. It's real life.
Yeah.
Cops have guns. It's like, this is Spyro. It's a magical dragon land.
Yeah.
And the
cares?
outrage from people. I just was literally looking through like a 7 reply thing on my phone on Twitter.
People are mad.
They're like, why would they get rid of the gun? It makes no sense. Like, why'd you shoot a paintball? Might as well throw pebbles at
Why
them.
do you care so
Like,
much?
they have gun. Exactly. I'm like, why do you care so much? And this one guy was like, you know, it wouldn't matter to me that much if like, you know, they're still fine with like tanks being in the game and like submarines that shoot torpedoes and stuff. It's just the narrative against guns and stuff. Like people think all guns are bad. And I was like, guns are bad. Like just what I responded to him. I was like, you know, like
Gun owner here.
I can understand. And I said to him something like, I can understand that a dragon driving a tank and shooting cannonballs is still violent. It's not killing kids in schools in real life.
ludicrous.
Yeah.
And I was like, hate to be dark about it, but
Listen,
that's the fact.
I'll say this:
Yeah.
if it's good enough for the world's biggest Spyro fan, it should be good enough for everybody.
That's true.
I have to wonder if the people.
I don't think I'll
complaining about
encounter another human being like him in my life.
Jeremy?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I don't like Spyro that much.
Is it?
Sorry.
Are these like it's okay? The same people, like Michael and I were in New Jersey recently, and we went to go see a movie, and there was a guy who was leaving the theater. And I hate to be stereotypical, but it was like he looked like a redneck who happened to live in New Jersey. He had a shirt on that said, what is it? No one needs an AR-15, question mark? Well, no one needs a whiny bitch, but here you are. I was like, oh, you got him. Well done,
Shit,
man.
people like
you really
that are
proved your
around.
masculinity.
Yeah,
Fuck
exactly. It's true. Yeah, people like that are around.
If you were really into guns, you should join the army. I was there for 5 years. We shot guns all the time.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah,
You
it's
great.
They hand out guns like candy in the military. It was awesome. If
And I
you're big into
understand,
guns,
like-
it's a great place for you.
You get
You
to
know.
protect your country, too.
No, I don't wanna get
There
too-
you go.
You get to defend your
Right,
country,
it's
whatever
too
that
late.
country is.
Yeah,
Go
there's
There's
for
no
it.
reason to get too deep into it, but I'm not full on anti-gun. I'm not. No
I
way.
don't think
should have
anybody
guns.
is.
I'm not.
What I hate
go to the
is
shooting
I think if you're a
all the time.
hunter, you should have a gun. I'm
right.
fine
Ken
with that.
hunts, you buy his goddamn beef jerky.
Yeah, Ken should have guns.
That's
It's
what,
fine.
what a great example. You
We
kill
took
the
Alfredo
thing, you
shooting with
eat the
us.
thing.
Yeah,
I shot.
Great.
That shit's. It was
It's
fun.
Yeah.
But then it sucked because
We
I
had
had
triggers, yeah.
literally 200 trigger bites, and that didn't trigger until we shot the weird place stuff. So then every
No
time I
idea
was
what anyone's
shooting
talking about.
during the breaks, I was running to the bathroom and putting cream on myself.
But that's not
Yeah.
the gun's fault.
had
That's
200
not the gun's
bites.
fault.
200 bites.
You were covered.
Yeah, it was bad.
Fuck.
It was chiggers though, right?
Yeah, it was
Told you,
triggers.
yeah.
It was even worse because it was for Iris's birthday. So I'm like, oh, thanks for coming, Alfredo.
No, it was fun. It was really
I
fun.
think what had happened was the
But-
chiggers were out there and they were like,
Did he get the chigger gift bag?
well, it was like
that was
he went down into the Texas shooting area and the chiggers were like, what color is he?
I don't
Yep.
know what
We don't
that
get
means.
one like this. Chiggers, it's like a little insect.
Imker.
Oh really? I thought that was a
Yeah.
pubic wig.
No.
no.
That's a
it's,
merkin.
it's pretty gross. They're little bugs.
true.
They,
That actually
they,
is.
they,
Yeah.
they travel in packs. What essentially they do is that they're super tiny,
burrow,
almost impossible
right?
to see. What they do is that they burrow. They're kind of like little fucking I don't know
It's
needle
like a
into
almost
you.
worm.
Yeah, almost
Like
like they burrow
little
like
worms.
needle like mouth into you. They inject their saliva and that like breaks up the tissue and they slurp it. I got bit by 200 of those fuckers. The interesting thing is I posted a picture that I was in because I had a handful
waiting
of
for
like
the
little
interesting
like
thing.
red dots on
Okay.
each ankle, and I was like, that's weird. And then
Must
so
be
I
from
went,
hanging out with all these white people.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
all-
Oh, you're catching us.
I was like, uh-oh, shit, it's happening. And then I went to my my physician, and then she was like, I have no idea what this is. It's just red dots, no bumps, no itching, no nothing. I was like, She's like, if it gets worse, let me know. 2 days later, it started spreading up my like shins, and I was like, oh, this is it. I was like, fuck, I lived a good life. Like
This is it. I'm done.
I went to the ER.
Knew I shouldn't have moved to Texas.
And then 2 doctors, they were just like, does it itch? No. I was like, they're like, no bumps. And I was like, yeah, I don't know, but it's spreading. And they're like, we don't know what it is either. And then, and so that was Friday night. Saturday, we went to go shoot for a week. And then so literally over the span of shooting for a week, these 8-hour shoots, it went from being red dots to little bumps to large bumps to like bumps that itched with like giant red, like it's just red. And it was like 200 of them. Like literally all
That's
up,
a lot.
all the way up to my thighs.
well, you were in the long grass too, and Jurassic Park 2 tells us not to go into
Stay
the
out
long
of the
grass.
tall
Jesus
grass.
That's so funny too.
Christ.
It's like
It's big.
That
Big deal.
sucks.
That's crazy.
Alfredo says it to
much.
everybody, and you can tell who's from the South and who's not. Everybody who's from like fucking hot ass shitty South goes, "Oh, chiggers."
Yep,
Yeah, you go,
instantly.
oh, it looks like chiggers. And everybody's
And I'm
"What is
like, and I am
chiggers?"
like, I have no idea what
Someone's like,
Dude, I was like, what does that mean? Am I gonna die?
we can say,
Like,
yeah.
what do I do? Do I amputate? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But so what do I
think it's
cut off
bad.
and when do
Yeah.
I do it?
Yeah.
But it was scary at first because one, it started spreading, and then two, like there's like 3 doctors at that point didn't know what the hell it was, and it just got worse. So it was like really
It's
stressful.
not lupus. I know that.
That's interesting too, because like I've been out there a million times, never happened.
Dude, I had a
I also
full-
wear jeans. every
Dude.
day
Yeah,
of my
I
life.
I always read
My doctor was like, "Look, we could
Amputate.
wait and figure out what
We
it
could,
is.
we could start by cutting your dick.
or
off.
we could start running some tests." And so, dude, we ran the whole 9 yards. The fucking blood, like tubes of blood, fucking pissed in a cup, had a finger up my ass. It was the whole thing.
You got a finger up your ass
Yeah.
for chiggers?
No, that was
That
a
was to be
separate
fair,
thing.
it was Jack.
Yeah, I was like,
So
That's
Oh,
separate
like a
thing.
Gavin Meg type thing. Okay.
It was one of those things. I was just
Yeah.
like,
Now
"Oh
some
man, my
practice right
bladder's
there.
feeling weird."
God.
She was like, She was like, "Well," my doctor was like,
Gee.
Looks like ankle aids, but
she was just
maybe-
like, she's like,
Let me pop
She was
in
like,
there.
"Well, we could do blood tests or we could do the full works." And I was like, "You know what? I don't care what it is. Just do a full work." She was like, "All right. Well, I usually don't do a prostate exam,
But since
It's
you're already
early."
bent over and you
But she was just like,
dude.
but she was like, "Well, I like being thorough.
I'm
I want to
kidding
figure
that
out
you're-
how it is." And she was just like, She's like, well, you seem kind of, and I was like, she was like, yeah, we can do a prostate exam. I was like, sure, I don't care, that's fine. That's supposed to happen like years and years later down the line, but let's just
like plug me up, baby.
Let's do it. And then she like 5-10 minutes later, she's like, I feel like you're a little uncomfortable. I was like, nope, like not uncomfortable at all. Do what you got to do. And she was like, if you need a guy, we could do that. But she told me this.
Didn't want to.
I was already sold on it, but she was like, look, we can get a guy to do it if it makes you feel more comfortable, but a guy has a much larger finger. And I was like, look, you didn't have to. I was already sold on that.
Alfredo goes, that good point, used to.
Yeah.
Get him and tell him to bring a friend.
Can you get a fist in
Yeah, double down. And we're gonna need a VHS.
So that was interesting.
Too.
A lot of pressure.
God.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah,
Stop going in
literally.
buttholes when I'm around.
You
You're
just
talking
bring
about a medical issue.
You bring it out in this, man.
stuff.
When I think of buttholes, I think of Jeremy.
Would you all, as heterosexual males, prefer
Yes.
to have a woman give you a prostate exam or a man?
I would prefer to have my
cares?
doctor
Do you give a
do it.
shit?
I would
what I mean. I don't
prefer
give a
women
shit.
just because
Okay.
I mean, it's not
I
a bad
didn't
thing
at
with the small
first,
finger.
but the small finger thing, I was like, yeah.
You get a
There's a lot
yeah,
of
but you get
pressure.
a Gavin. He's got
woman.
dainty fingers.
You have to go woman
My
on
doctor
that.
is a dude, and he's been all up and down my dick and my butthole.
See,
I don't care.
for me,
Who
it would be
cares?
more like it would just be like, who have I known longer?
Yeah.
You know, like if I have a regular doctor, dude, woman, whatever,
Yeah.
like fiddling around with my balls and dick for years, get up in there. I wouldn't go out of my way to be like, that new guy, get in here.
Yeah.
And let him root around back there.
Who you got back there that needs experience?
Yeah. I'll be a guinea pig.
You got
You
to
want to
show.
do like a
Glasses.
like
Yeah.
a class today? You want to get like a couple people in here, try it out, you know,
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
knock it all out, you know? Maybe do
Yeah.
like a
Yeah, like that
kind
episode
like
of Seinfeld where everybody's up sitting in
The
the chair,
Thin
like the
Yes.
Thin Men episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Junior mints, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Junior
Junior
Mints.
Mints.
Yeah. And you drop
That was a scary week in New Mexico. With the
Yeah.
chiggers, and then on top of that, the whole like.
Did you have fun though?
The whole. Oh, it was the best.
It was a
week
great
of,
shoot.
like,
The finger in the
best
butt.
experience.
I
of my
wish we
life.
could
Not the
talk
finger,
about it.
the shooting,
Yeah.
which was cool.
I wish we could talk about everything that happened because it was so.
Shut up.
It was really fun.
Yes.
But yeah, got the blood work back. I was scared because I was I had the whole chigger thing and then the whole bladder thing, but
Now you're peeping-
I got the
peeing and
email
pooping
back
just
and they're
fine.
like everything is fine.
Congratulations.
Everything's normal. I was
Congratulations.
Dude,
yes.
That
Yeah,
your
good
bug
job.
bite was just a bug bite.
good job.
That was scary.
I'll say this. One thing I'll say about
Ignorant
a weird
Willows?
place
Oh,
and
okay.
the Meow Wolf shoot is that Lindsay was 100% the person that I thought she would be.
A freak.
Sure.
Thank you.
She was exactly
Yeah.
like because you think when you're putting the combination of people together, you're like, I think this person will play well off this, and I think this person will go all in here, and I was like, well, Lindsay's gonna be a fucking psycho here. This
Yeah.
is gonna, and then Lindsay like delivered 100%.
Okay.
Every time I turn around, I'm like, oh, Lindsay's there. That's Lindsay. That's full Lindsay right there.
It's funny
Yeah.
you say that. It's not a spoiler at all, but the other guys in the group were trying to figure out something, and I saw it like a beacon of light, and I was like, this is my calling.
Like a
I
beautiful
must-
mind
I
behind
must
you.
do
like,
it.
it all
Yeah,
came
yeah.
Together.
My time.
It was awesome because everyone had like their like moments, and so during that part, at that point, it was like, we had our moments, but Lindsay hasn't quite had her moment yet, and that was just like she just ran.
I had
with
it.
it.
I
was
shocked. I
beautiful.
shocked on the moment.
It was a beautiful, messy chaos.
yeah,
It was great.
It was beautiful.
it was. It was something.
Jeremy,
It was what I was hoping
What's up?
for.
What's up, Mike?
it's changed the subject, just moving on.
Oh, we go back to religion and guns.
Yeah.
Fingering buttholes.
I
Audience
saw,
was loving it when we were talking about guns and
I
God.
saw, I bet they were. I saw this fucking
gun
picture
glory.
this morning that was so good.
Oh, right. Yeah, I want to hear about this.
Broadcast, you should be able to find this. I don't know where I saw it. I think I was just reading the news, and it was in Hamilton, New Jersey. And there was a fire. I think it was either this morning or yesterday morning. It was yesterday morning. They didn't really go into detail. I don't know if it was like a house fire or what, but it was in like it was in a neighborhood. It wasn't like a business complex or anything like that. And fire department showed up. Some dickhead was parked right in front of the fire hydrant.
Yep.
So they fucking smashed his windows in and ran the hose through his
I've
love
seen
when they
shit
do
like
that.
that.
Yeah.
It was so awesome. And then the Hamilton Fire Department posted it and they were like, "Don't do it, dickhead."
Yeah, that's awesome.
I see it going up
Shit.
through his
You
car.
know
I agree.
that every single person on that fire truck prays for that to happen.
Oh my
every
god,
day.
it was
They're
so
like,
awesome.
oh my god, you got to bust the windows out last time. I want to do it.
Dude.
Fine, fucking Carl,
Dude.
bust the
It's
windows.
Steven
Dude.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Boom! all the comments,
So
all the
great.
comments were awesome. They're like,
Incredible.
fuck that guy. There was one comment and I was like, I'm kind of disappointed they didn't just rip the door off. The hose might have got cut by the glass.
The jaws of life to
They
take
were
the
like,
roof right off that
I
thing.
wouldn't want the hose to get nicked by the glass. Should have ripped his door off.
Those are like the life lessons or like the attitude
Fuck
that I
you.
wish existed in Texas. I wish there were a blend of like the Texas Southern pleasantries, like yes ma'am, no ma'am, hi neighbor, hello, with go fuck yourself Northeast. Be
Dude,
perfect.
and like smashed car windows, they suck. Have you ever had like a car window
glass
smashed in your
everywhere.
car? Yeah. It's everywhere.
And it's like, not only that, your insurance isn't going to pay for it.
Right.
And you're going to get a fucking ticket.
Yeah.
Get fucked. Fuck you.
my first car
idiot.
that I had,
Dipshit, dumbass dipshit.
I had a 99 Dodge Intrepid for a while. His name was the Intrepid.
Oh nice.
Sure,
You get
of
a lot-
course.
Yeah,
get a
the
lot of plus
Intrepid.
in that one?
I never cut the letters off the back, but I always wanted to and switch them, so it's the Intrepid. But so it was my dad's, and it was my sister's, and then it was mine. So when my sister had it, a car hit like the driver's side of the car, like hit the door, and she got it all repaired and everything. Everyone was fine, but apparently something was wrong with it. Like something inside wasn't quite right. I was driving Kat to a train station in Boston, and I heard something weird kind of under my car. So I was like, "Oh, well, hang on, Kat, let me like check this out."
Dead body.
I'm like over to the side. I get out, I open the door, and I close it, and the window shatters.
Oh my
like, I
God.
literally just closed the door. She's sitting in the passenger seat. It's like glass all over my seat, all over her, like all on the outside.
You're a
And
superhero.
I just like stood up because I was like down and like looked through the broken window. I'm like, what the fuck? Like the window's just smashed everywhere. Then I like call up my dad. I'm like, so what do we do about this? He's just like, I don't know, something broke. I don't know. Drive home, tape something over it. I was like, okay.
Oh, Michael, I have got a new TV show for you.
Yeah?
Yes. Killing Eve on AMC.
Okay.
Oh, back to religion.
Another
Yeah,
AMC.
the original sin.
It's awesome. It's not about that. It's about assassin and a British government agent trying to catch the assassin. And the agent is the lady from it's the Asian lady from some doctor show that you'd recognize.
Okay.
And she and the assassin become obsessed with each other.
Grey's
And so they want to catch each other, but they also like
Ming Na
don't.
Wen?
Is that real? Is it like a
I don't
real
think
story?
it's real, but it's really good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm on episode 7 of
What's it
8.
called?
Killing Eve. My mom turned me onto it, but Millie and I have been obsessed with it. Millie loved it. First episode, okay. Second episode, phenomenal.
Yeah.
I know you're still
Yeah,
waiting
and the
for us to
assassin's super hot.
catch up on Riverdale. I'm sorry that we haven't.
Yeah, no, I do.
Apologize.
So far to
Yeah,
go.
this-
So
I
much
have-
happened.
I have so
Yeah.
many things to watch. Dude, new Voltron today.
Yeah.
Not that anybody
New
here
Voltron?
cares, but
The chat was talking about it.
Like Kimmy Schmidt.
6 or 7 whole new episodes. Yeah, I saw that recently.
Have
that
you watched?
good?
Kimmy
Well,
Schmidt?
half of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
First 6
The
episodes.
first episode is a little.
First episode is not great.
It's a little ham-fisted.
It gets way better.
but they tone
for
it down.
Sure.
Yeah, it's very. I mean, have you watched 30 Rock? It's
Yeah.
Tina Fey humor. So if you like
yeah.
that, it's perfect.
It gets real good real quick.
I just finished.
Are you talking about Kimmy Schmidt?
Yeah.
Season 3 of Kimmy Schmidt was, I think, the funniest thing I've ever
Fight
seen.
through the first couple episodes.
First season 1's not great.
Dude,
but
we've been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's amazing.
Great
I
show.
never really
Yeah,
got into
great
it.
show.
Yeah, but oh.
I watched it before, but
That-
we're really sinking in now.
The problem with Brooklyn Nine-Nine is it's a Jack show.
yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, so you kind of want to like
ya.
you want to keep it at arm's length because
Yeah.
Jack's super into it, but it's also really good.
It's really good. I'm also
It's a thing. It's a
I'm
legitimate thing, yeah.
preemptively trying to watch it because I'm hoping for some cool NBC shit. Just because it's Andy Samberg and now NBC has it, and I'm kind of curious to see what they're gonna do with
see,
it for
sure.
season
Yeah.
6.
Well, they
Some
wanted it
SNL
initially,
reps.
so they lost it in like a bid or something.
Oh, did
So
they
they're
really?
Like, we finally got it back. Yeah.
so they do
where
have
it was meant to air. Yeah.
Okay, so the NBC's got it, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't they pick it up?
No, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I haven't laughed out loud, like burst out laughing
It's
at watching something
really
in
funny.
quite some time. And
And I'll
Brooklyn
say-
Nine-Nine makes me do it consistently.
Like
I feel that way.
all the
about Kimmy
characters
Schmidt.
are great, and it's not at all like a bit role. 100%. Terry Crews might be the best person on that show.
He's great.
I love
and
Terry
Terry Crews and
Crews is
Andre
awesome.
Braugher.
Terry Crews and Andre
Awesome
Brower.
job.
Yeah.
And
Andre's my favorite.
Melissa
Deadpool 2
Fumiero,
was
I thought
awesome.
was really good early on. She's barely in it now. The like Hispanic.
No, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. That's why I don't like this because she
Yeah.
does this in the intro.
She's yeah.
Chelsea Peretti's amazing
Chelsea
on that.
Peretti's-
She's a bitch.
Yeah.
It's such a good show. All the characters are really great. Jolo Truglio's great in it.
Get some shit.
It's become like they've like whittled it down to be mostly just the Andre Brower, Andy Samberg, like Terry Crews show, and all those other people have kind of taken a backseat
Interesting.
as time goes on. Kind of like a 30 Rock at the end. It was just Alec Baldwin.
Yeah,
Tina
Jack
Fey.
and
Liz
Liz.
Jack, yeah. Well, on the same token, though, like I feel like I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine because you can separate away from the main characters or like main people, if you want to say like Andy Samberg. And I still enjoy the content. Again, same with Parks and Rec. You couldn't do that with The Office. If you moved away from Steve Carell, I was like, all right,
Well, you
it's how long
did.
to
It
get
was
back.
called the
Yeah.
last 3
Yeah,
seasons,
and that's
they
why
were
I don't watch
awful.
them.
Jag and I just finish her second watch through of The Office.
Nice.
And
There's
she
no reason to keep
she
going.
finally watched like after Michael Scott.
Oh,
and
I'm
she was
sorry.
just,
How
at
was
first she
that?
was like, "This isn't that bad," and I was like,
Just
"Just
like
you
California
wait."
was okay at first.
So much.
Like, oh, you sweet summer child.
The whole plot with like the boom guy.
It's all
I was
over.
like,
It
what is-
sucks.
I hated the boom plot too. It
terrible.
made no sense. There
Yeah,
was a
it's
romantic
stupid.
connection between Pam and the fucking boom guy. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Dude, I love B99 so much. I love Andre Braugher because I fucking watched Homicide. Talk about that fucking John Munch. John Munch and fucking Andrew Brower. He was the same character in Homicide. He was an asshole. Like Andre Braugher, I would argue while he's kind of like stoic in this, he's very like flat. He's still probably nicer. It's just kind of like his delivery, you know what I mean? He was an asshole in Homicide. But like, well done. He was a younger asshole.
Unrelated to shows like that, but thinking of Homicide, what's that new show? The Staircase? Yeah, we gotta watch that.
I heard that's too long.
That's why I haven't started it yet. It's another like looks
12
great,
episodes or
looks
something.
great.
Yeah.
It's made by Making a Murderer people. Looks like a cool documentary, but it's one case and it's like 12 episodes.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, that's kind of a lot. I feel like 4 to 6 is a nice.
The big critique I hear is that should have been like 6 to 8 episodes.
Yeah, that's the
There's
only,
just a ton of filler.
It's the only reason I haven't started yet. What was the other one you were telling me about? The crime one? You were telling me about it, and I forgot what it was called.
Crime,
I was going to text you about it. It
criminal?
was another
Criminal
documentary.
Genius? Or
Was that what
like
it was?
Evil Genius?
No, after Evil Genius.
Watched
You said there was
Oh.
another one.
Wild Country?
Was that it?
Wild Country
That's probably
about the cult?
Yes,
Oh.
that's what it was.
Ooh, I want to watch
That's
that.
what it
I'm
was.
all
really good.
That's what it
about
was.
cult.
I couldn't think of it.
Such a good recommendation.
Terror was
Terror's
awesome.
Fuck, that
Terror was
such a
awesome.
good watch.
One and done.
AMC's killing it.
10 episodes, you're done. That's it. Even
It's
if
a
it comes
great
back,
episode.
it'll be a
storyline too.
I
Oh
hope
my
there's no
God.
season 2.
You know,
That's good.
I watched something the other day. I watched I'm
be such
Dying
a
Up There.
shot,
I'm Dying Up Here. That's like the Showtime, I think,
Like,
fucking dickhead from Jim Carrey, I think, produces it.
Dickhead from Jim Carrey? Or
I was
Jim
going to say,
Carrey?
yeah, Jim Carrey
Okay.
produces it, I think. But one of the main characters is Mr. Hinky from, or whatever his name is.
South
Hinky-
Park.
the bad guy, not Mr.
Christmas
Hanky, but the bad guy from The Terror, Mr.
Dickhead.
Yeah, Mr.
Sorry,
Hickey.
I
I'd never seen him in anything before.
He was amazing.
He was
in The
amazing in
Terror.
that show, and he's on that show. He's a comedian on the I'm Dying Up Here. where
That's
Comedian.
That's
That's like
different.
night and day.
yeah,
was-
I was.
That's
It took me 20 minutes to figure out who he was. I'm like, I know I've seen this asshole
That's
before,
crazy.
but he wasn't funny. What is? Yeah,
Kind of similar to us
consider
watching
asking,
Han.
food? What is it?
Whatever, I don't give a shit.
McDonald's. Okay, send your McDonald's orders.
Sarah.
put me down for
That's
number
fine.
one.
Big Mac. Yeah, number one.
Number one, Diet Coke.
Always chicken tenders. They are delicious.
Speaking of McDonald's, I just want to throw this out real quick. You guys
I'm
saw,
in now.
You guys
I'm
saw,
so in.
you guys saw Chef Mike at
Chef
E3.
Like Mike,
Yup.
you were there.
Bust
right?
out his business card.
I
yeah, I
won't show
didn't
any
see
info
this.
on
No,
it.
don't
but
show
I'll-
the info, but they have Chef Mike's. He's a head chef at McDonald's, like corporate McDonald's.
You want to pop flash
He's
his TikTok?
he's
Yeah,
a
okay.
gaming
All right,
fan.
3, 2, 1. Boosh!
Look at that.
That's awesome.
Punch in on
Oh,
that.
that's a quarter pounder
It's a
business
quarter
card
pound
right
business
there.
card.
Fucking
What?
business card's a quarter pounder.
It's a whole pound of information on the other side, though.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wish it were like.
fucking awesome.
I wish it was a scratch and sniff.
Oh, dude.
That'd be so awesome.
I can
No,
imagine
actually,
it.
that's bad because then I'd be like, I would just drop what I'm doing to get a quarter pounder.
What other business cards do I have in
That's
here?
what a
I still
good
have
business card.
I have
Yeah.
Jeremy's business card in my desk at work.
I got some
and I haven't
QC
left.
games.
Dude, this is
in here.
thick too. That's good
Well,
quality.
it's a quarter
That's
pounder.
good quality paper.
Quarter pounder's thick.
That's good quality paper.
That's
got,
that's double cubit thickness right there.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
for sure,
2 arms length.
dude.
Yeah.
I've
interesting.
I got this recommendation on Twitter in one of my many McDonald rants about me stuffing my
been in
face
Blizzard.
late at night. But someone recommended that I try a quarter pounder with extra cheese. It holds up. In a not shocking twist, it's better. Now I always get extra cheese in my quarter pounder.
That's a high quality card right there.
I had the opposite experience. You know how McDonald's has the they have the touchstone thing
yes.
now where you can like order it yourself
Inside, yeah.
on the machine on the like the monitor, and then you walk up and pick it up.
Times 4.
So I was doing that the other day in LA, and because it was like the only thing open.
Sure.
And I was getting like a Big Mac, and then on that display you can add.
It
and
lets you
subtract
go
stuff.
nuts.
And I thought I've never customized And I thought, also, if I customize it, they'll have to make it fresh right from the set. So I thought, I love pickles. I'll just add pickles. All I did was add pickles. Add additional pickles to a Big Mac suck. Don't do it. As much as I love
You
pickles,
didn't like
it
extra
throws the
pickles?
balance
They've
way off.
perfected the Big Mac. I
It's
know.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the
It's
Big Mac
perfect the way it is.
is-
Don't fuck with it. I ruined it. I ruined my hamburger. The ratio was terrible.
You take off all pickles from Big Mac.
But-
all pickles were
See, I like
Pickles
Big
are
Macs.
amazing.
I like pickles. I just
But not too many.
on Big Macs.
don't need
they
them.
slow
No,
you
I
down.
agree.
I don't know if I'm jumping into this conversation late. I'm sorry because I was talking
you
about
are,
something
but
else.
that's fine. You're allowed to.
So you were talking about because you were saying how you can edit it and stuff. So the
do whatever you
touchscreens
want.
and shit like that.
Yeah.
Have you talked about how they're like more places are starting to use these things now? Like,
I saw them in
getting
Paris.
specific-
I saw
specifically
them in
because
Paris
people
last
buy
year.
more shit.
Yeah.
With them.
Well, and
Yeah.
also I think it cuts down on staff and it's easier.
Were you at
too.
McDonald's in Paris then yet? The Champs-Élysées
I was at that one
because that's the
but
best McDonald's in Paris.
It's
What I've
nice.
heard.
I've been to that one, but this was actually this was at McDonald's in downtown Los Angeles. Not the best. I'm gonna guess not the best McDonald's in LA. There was a river of urine between me and the front door.
Also, I gotta point out
boy.
that the reason
LA is the stinkiest city.
It's awful. And I'll tell you-
Downtown LA has taken the title from San. I saw a man shit his pants while smoking crack.
I was
while walking
there.
down the street. Michael was there in San Francisco. downtown LA is worse than that.
Yes.
Jeff pointed.
Was-
He's like,
was
that
it
guy
Jeff?
just shit his pants.
Was Jeff the one that shit his pants?
no, he was with
I was
us.
Gus and Michael and I were
One
like, I
night-
was there like, that guy's shitting his pants right now. And they're like, no.
One night while I was
yeah.
at E3,
Yeah.
right, I was with Jack and Kent. We were recording a bunch of stuff.
I love that Kent went. That's awesome.
I was with
We had
Kent
a
like
blast.
the entire time.
I had a good time
that
with
Kent was
Kent.
in. Kent's
Yeah.
great.
He
He's
deserves
awesome.
it.
He's in that
Awesome.
division video we did. He did
Yeah,
awesome.
Kent's great.
Kent's a
The
good
whole
guy.
time too. After it, he's like, "Was I okay? Was I good in that video?" Like, how did
Just
people
keep
feel
telling
about
him
that
you're
video?
awful.
So,
course.
anyways,
Keep him
um,
down.
Kent's good people. So
Yes.
I was with Jack and Kent. We recorded a bunch of stuff at Ubisoft, and then like right after that was it was either the PlayStation presser or the Bethesda presser. I think it was probably the PlayStation one. And
Kent loves him some PlayStation.
Yeah, he does.
so we like left. We were kind of watching the beginning of the presser, and I was like, I gotta edit some shit back at my hotel because I edited like the Division video, the Spyro video, and the Destiny video that are up, and I just like did it from my hotel where I'm like under the covers with a snowball microphone. That's what I did. It actually is great. It works as a great sound studio. You put the covers over you, it sounds awesome on the
That's how we
microphone.
recorded Red vs. Blue Lines for about 4 years.
It was great. So, like, we went back and did that, and we were like, okay, let's get dinner after the presser's over. We'll watch it in our hotel rooms, and we'll go get dinner. So we watched it. Now it's kind of late. It's like almost 9 o'clock. So we decided to go to KFC. We go to this KFC. I was like, we're going to die in this KFC in LA. Like, so we walk into it. As we're walking in, there's this guy kind of walking up to us, like, in the KFC. He's, like, asking for money and stuff like that. We're like, we don't have any cash on us, which we didn't. We're like, we just don't have any cash on us. Like, as he's talking to us, the security guard comes up to him and grabs him. He's like, go on, out of here, man. You got to go out of here. And he, like, led him to the door and, like, threw him out.
He bounced him.
Yeah, he got bounced out of the KFC. Then we're standing in line. There's a guy in front of us in line, and he turns around. And he looks at Jack and he goes, "Can you do me a favor, man? Can you just back up? Can you just back up, like to Jack?" And Jack's like, "Yeah, sure." And, like steps away from him.
why not?
He's like, "I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that you're backing up." And he's like, I just don't need people up in here. It makes me nervous. I just don't need that. Jack's like, "I get it. I get it. I get it." And the guy goes, "You watch football? You know the Green Bay Packers? You look just like their coach, man. You know this coach, the guy." And like Jack looked it up later, nothing like him. Of
course.
Nothing like him. And he's like, "Dude, the coach looks just like you. It's just like you, man." I'm like, "All right, cool, dude. Whatever."
Should've
Go
asked
back
what
to the
year it was.
KFC. He's like, goes back to ordering. He started getting really aggressive with the
Totally
cashier.
like Troy Aikman cowboy era.
He like ordered something. Cashier's like, "That's gonna be an extra charge," and stuff like that. He's like, "I know it's gonna be an extra charge. Just give me my food. I know it's gonna be extra. You don't have to tell me it's extra. Just give me what I order. That's fine. You can just tell. I know it's gonna cost more." He like turns around, looks at us. He's like, "Gonna cost extra. No, I think it's free. It's gonna be extra. I know it's extra." And like all this
What
stuff.
the
That's
fuck?
him. That's the coach.
That doesn't look like.
No, hold it.
I see where he's I mean,
Here,
like,
I'll say
white
this.
guy face
I'll,
on it.
I'll say this
it's
to
not
agree
as
with
far-fetched.
Alfredo.
It's not as far-fetched.
He's white.
He is white.
Yeah.
White with a beard.
No, that
Oh,
looks
and that's a question. Alfredo, can you tell the difference between that person and Jack?
right. Yeah.
I see the origin thought in your brain, if that makes sense.
So finally,
He looks like Hodor.
To be fair, Alfredo's a non-white person.
Right.
He thinks all white
Get it.
people look alike.
It's
We
fine.
do.
I mean, like,
it's fine.
Not a
So
lot of
then-
variety here.
This guy moves on, gets his food, whatever. We go up, we order, And then like we're waiting for our
Comes
food.
back with a vengeance.
And no, this other guy walks up to us, and it was like the fucking one bite thing we were watching.
That's immediately what I thought
The guy
of.
comes up to me. He's got cuts all over his face. Like some of them look like they're still bleeding.
Just happened.
And like just happened. He's talking to us about being a veteran. He's like, I need some money from you guys. And we're just like, sorry, dude, I can't help you. Like,
Did he
we
kill the
haven't-
bouncer?
And he like, I don't know where the bouncer was at
It's
this
like,
point.
he's
Bouncer
dead
was
now.
done. So this guy like starts walking away, and I look at Ken. I'm like, we're gonna die. Like, Ken,
Yeah.
we're gonna die in a KFC. He's like, I know. We get the fuck out of here.
Somebody in the chat was like, "You haven't seen bad till you've been to the Tenderloin." I've been to the Tenderloin.
Wait,
I'm
SF
telling you,
Tenderloin?
Yeah, of course.
I lived a block away from there.
I'm telling
I grew up a
you,
block
this
away.
shit is
Blocks
worse. I've been to
away.
the Tenderloin.
It's
I've been to
awful.
South. I've been
Dude,
to all
it
that shit.
is.
I've been to that fucking comedy club where
The
we were gonna
Warfield's
get
like right there
mugged.
too.
What's that?
The Warfield?
Yeah.
Where they have all the bands?
I'm telling you, LA is worse. Downtown
bad,
LA is worse.
dude.
I was there. I stayed downtown because that's where the convention center and everything is. I was about a 35-minute walk at most from anywhere that I had to go for those 5 days we were there.
Right.
So I didn't get in a car the entire time. I just walked everywhere.
For the most part, yeah.
I saw so many aggressive more so than I've ever seen in my life. Like
They're
what you're describing,
real
I saw
aggressive.
almost everywhere I went, I saw a homeless person get kicked out of. Like it happens like every 20 minutes.
I've only seen it in
every
New York and
establishment
Chicago.
downtown LA
Yeah.
has to throw somebody out.
yeah.
I really appreciate the homeless population in Austin.
It's gotten different.
They
It's
just-
gotten
They're
worse.
just nice.
Homeless people in Austin,
Yeah.
they just want a cigarette or a meal.
I'll
And
be
you're like,
honest.
All right, that's fine.
I'll
Here
be
you go.
honest.
Here you
Like-
go,
Or they
man.
want to sell you the homeless newspaper we
Yeah.
used to have.
Okay, that's cool.
I mean,
Whatever.
granted, I'm doing a little better, and just because I'm 30 and I'm older, and like I do okay. But like,
You're okay. You do okay.
Never in New Jersey and New York, I'd be like, get the fuck away from me. Don't look at me. It's like, give me some fucking money or else. And I'm like, yeah, sure, fuck off.
Yeah.
Austin, they're like, hey, can I get a buck? And I'm like, here's 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll do that. I
Yeah.
will do that. Yeah.
I was thinking and talking to Michael about it. Like when I was graduating college as an actor, someone who wants to go into film, they were like, you have to go to New York or LA. That's where you have to end up if you want to be in this industry. And I'm so glad that Austin had an opportunity for me to stay here and do what I love, but not be associated with either of those cities at
Yeah.
all. I'm good.
They're both pretty shitty.
So
Yeah.
you're pissing people off.
I mean,
know.
they have
That's
their
They know. If you're
They
from
have
LA or
their-
New York, you know it's
Listen.
shit.
They have their awesome points.
Yeah, if you're a tourist coming there,
Also, hang
great.
on, sorry, there's
Homeless is terrible in LA.
Someone
and
says
SF,
someone says
but-
downtown LA smells too much like vape. Thanks. Vape smells good. Vape does not smell
Yeah.
like piss
Oh,
and
no, it
shit and
smells like
trash.
shit is what
It
downtown
smells
LA
like
and
fucking
then strawberry,
fruit.
whatever.
Let's not start because if you're saying the vape is bad, you're not in the part of LA they're talking
And
about.
when I
I hate
landed-
shit like that. It's hard to tell if people in Austin are homeless or just hipster. It's absolutely not.
No,
hard
it's
to tell.
No,
it's
it's
not
not.
The
hard.
person
at
with
all.
$500 jeans is not homeless.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hipsters usually
The person who
like,
eschews
black
money.
frames,
they
like,
wear
no.
things that are like from the 70s or 80s, but they're still well kept. They shower. They take care of
They
themselves.
don't smell.
A thing that is unique, I think, to
They're not-
Austin is drag rats. And
Drag
we have-
rats, yeah.
Yeah. So these are people, from my understanding, who come from
That's not a new
very,
tattoo, no.
very wealthy families, but they decide that they want to break off of the grid and live on by themselves, whatever. So they just live on this place called Guadalupe, which is the
drag rats.
Yeah, it's Guadalupe, but Guadalupe if you're in Austin, and white.
Guadalupe.
Yeah.
Guadal.
Thanks, Jack.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know.
Guadalupe.
In the punk
It hurts.
scene,
For fuck's sake, it's
in the
Guadalupe.
punk scene, those kids are called
hurts
summer
inside.
squatters.
Yeah, so
because they're just doing it for the summer,
exactly.
and then and their mom picks them up.
They're wealthy as shit. All they do is they sit on the fucking side
That's
of the
true.
drag and they beg for money, and they have dogs that are dehydrated and like are underfed as shit, and it's awful. And then they all ride up on a bus together and they stink the whole bus up because they smell like shit. And we just called them Waterworld people for a long time.
Waterworld.
Costner.
Yeah,
They
good
look
answer.
like
Yeah,
Waterworld
that makes
people.
sense.
I wanted to point out somebody in the chat just said it was a little bit back. They were like, dude, a homeless guy in Austin pointed me out to a place that was hiring.
See?
Yeah.
If you, I'm gonna make a proclamation. If you can't tell the difference between a homeless person and not a homeless person in a major city in America, that's on you.
Yeah.
That's not. It's not because there's some cool hipster who wants to look homeless. You're just an idiot who can't tell the difference between a homeless
Also,
person.
you're
and a-
living a good lifestyle if that's the case.
Yeah.
If like, oh, you? All right.
Everyone's peasants. to
Another
me.
thing that was
Yeah.
very
The homeless
Lights
person,
down on it.
the
Another
homeless
thing that was
person
very
is the
weird to
guy
me.
you walk by in downtown LA who's pissing in a mailbox.
Yeah.
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 I flew into
On the
LA
mail.
for E3. Like I landed in LA kind of late. Kent and I go to the hotel, which was haunted, by the way.
Oh, you stayed at the Biltmore?
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
like, oh man, we're like
I
achievement
stayed,
hunters
I,
should
stayed
come here.
I stayed at a different hotel than you guys.
Everybody who like I
no, you
told
always-
that's where we stayed. They're like, oh, it's a haunted place. I'm like, apparently. So, anyways,
Did you punch a ghost?
I wish.
Damn it.
I told Kent how bad I wanted to be haunted. I was like, fucking, I want the.
Well, listen, if you punch a ghost off camera, I'm gonna be very upset.
I know. I'm sorry.
Someone.
So, anyways, I get there. It's pretty late, and I'm like, I don't pack like a toothbrush and toothpaste and stuff. I just buy them when I get there.
Freshly home.
Freshly
I saw that.
I go to like a CVS and shit like that. Is usually my plan. So like I get to LA. There isn't a CVS open that late. There's no like 24-hour one. So I'm like, there's a 7-Eleven kind of nearby. I'll go there.
Dude, that 7-Eleven's right in front of my hotel. You were there all the time.
I was there constantly. So I go into the 7-Eleven and I'm in there and I'm like, well, while I'm here, I'm gonna get some beef jerky.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I always get some
As
Jack
you
Lanes
do.
and stuff, right?
You always get something.
The fucking all the beef jerky is like, it's like at Target. If you want to buy an electronic, you have to have someone come over and unlock it and shit. And I'm like looking at it, I'm like, the jerky's all locked up, and for a bag of Jack Links, it's like $16 or something.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's already
all right,
expensive.
fuck
enough.
this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, god damn it. Like, I ended up getting a toothbrush stuff, which is all behind the counter. So I had to be like, I'll take a toothbrush, and I'll take some of that toothpaste, and I'll take a little bit. Like, he's getting it all for me. And while I'm at the register, this guy next to me is like, hey, what's up, my man? I'm like, how's it going? What's up? And he goes, you want to buy some meat? And I was like, no. Like, you want to buy meat. Undescript meat.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Was
buy
it
some
Frank?
meat? I was
Was it DeVito? It's like, I got a meat chest.
exactly. And I was just like, I don't want to buy.
really funny.
I don't want to buy any
Egg.
meat. Like I was like, I can't tell if this man's offering to unlock the jerky or if he's just offering
unlock
meat.
you.
So I'm like,
God.
I'm gonna take my toothpaste, go to the Subway next door, and go home.
That's
I
incredible.
gotta be honest with you, dude. I tried to go to that 7-Eleven like 3 times and didn't get through the door and was like, it's not worth it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a whole thing.
It's
You wanted all
you
of
have
your
to want
persons
it.
to make it inside.
It
I had to
Yeah.
go in there to get my energy drinks in the
Yeah.
morning.
I
Thinking
just
about
did without.
how pleasant homeless people are in Austin. I totally forgot about this, but when I first started at Rooster Teeth, like I was here in college at UT, and I would meet a lot of them, and again, they always wanted a cigarette or a sandwich. And I was like, "Yo, I smoke cigarettes. Here you go. Have some. I don't care. Whatever. Less cancer for me." So when I first started at Rooster Teeth, we were filming in downtown Austin, and a homeless guy, came up to me and he was like, "Hey, friend, I remember you." And I was like, "Oh, I guess we're at the point now where they know me. I should probably stop
not
giving out
good.
cigarettes to people." Whoops.
Ugh.
But he was super
Bad.
cool.
He's like,
Didn't
he was
bother
like, no
us.
problem.
Yeah, I was
Hey,
like,
friend,
"Hi,
I remember
hey."
you.
I was like, "Hello, see you later."
Sorry, I just got
That's
the
what I love
bus.
about SF. No matter like what your kind of like vibe is, there's a place for you.
Yeah.
Like if you love the Mexican culture, cool. Go to you know what I mean. Go to the Mission Street. If there's Chinatown. There's there's the Tenderloin. If that's your
If you want to sell
You
your
like
kidney,
you like
you know what I
smoking
mean?
crack and shit in your pants?
if you like other dudes, you got the
for it.
Castro. Like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There's all
Pretty
kinds
cool.
of places for you to like be. I love it.
Hey, in Peralta, quit smoking. That is a great achievement for you, buddy.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Nice,
That
nice.
shit.
Congrats, that's
Quitting
awesome,
something
man.
is not easy.
Yeah.
What do you?
That's awesome.
Wait, you never smoked cigarettes, right?
No, never.
Okay,
Never will.
so Jeff quit drinking. I quit smoking cigarettes. But that is really hard.
Whatever it is, it's not easy. I
I didn't
guarantee
quit
it.
anything.
Well, you
Yeah,
helped me quit.
I joined stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You picked up Jeff's drink.
You did. I appreciate it. By
Gave
the way.
it to Jeremy. Jeff,
It's like It Follows.
I had a pretty cool thing happen this morning.
What
I
happened?
think you specifically will enjoy.
Okay.
So,
Loved it, follows.
Iris isn't talking yet. She's babbling.
Yeah.
And like her go-to word is da. So so she goes da, 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 da. Like she says that a lot, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, she's saying dada," and I'm like, I mean,
No,
she's saying
it's like-
dada, but she doesn't know what she's saying.
Yeah.
She just like
It's also the
she'll just
inflection.
go.
She's like, da, 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 da. It's like, that thing over there is doing.
That's Jenna. That's her. Like, I like what's happening. Maybe I want this. You know, that's just like she'll be playing around by herself, holding a book or something, and she'll be like.
Why is your deodorant on my pants?
So I don't know. Stop. So you know, a lot of times we'll always like we show her pictures a lot around the house, or like I'll talk to her a lot, and I'll go, Dada, Iris, Mama, you know, and like point, or like I'll take her hand and like touch a picture or whatever. So this morning we were getting ready. We had her in our bedroom. I was in the bed with Iris, and Lindsay was in the bathroom getting ready. So Iris is looking at me, and Lindsay's behind her, and I go, Iris, where's Mama? And as soon as I said that, she whips around and she like looked at Lindsay. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I was telling Lindsay, I'm like, did you see that? She looked right at you. She was like, instantly. Because there's also like, she's learning and she knows, but then you go through like, she doesn't give a shit phases where you're like talking to her and talking to her and talking to her. And she's like, shut the fuck up. She just ignores everything you're saying.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Mama. And she turns around. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And then Lindsay goes to her and she goes, where's Dada? She turns around and goes, Dada. And pointed at me. She pointed at me and went, Dada. And I was like, oh.
It was in our house. It was straight up like the black people.
I was like, did you
reaction.
hear that? Yeah. It was awesome. It's like, I'm calling it.
That's your first one.
That's it.
That's
Dude,
it.
It happened
That
today.
Is that her first word then? Are you calling it?
I'm calling it.
That is it. You got to call that shit.
It's like, 'cause
Congratulations.
a million other times she's said, and people are like, "Oh, she's saying dada." I'm like, she's not really.
Yeah.
This was like she turned around, pointed at me, and went dada. Just 2. There was no more than that. And I was like, yes! And
Nailed it.
fucking Father's Day.
Oh,
What a
that's
present.
amazing.
Happy
Yeah.
Father's Day,
Awesome.
Michael.
Yeah,
awesome.
she won't get me anything. So fortunately, Iris took care of it.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah,
I got really nervous because
Yeah.
we filmed Awu today, and in our ad read for that Awu, it mentions Father's Day a lot. And it's like Father's Day just happened, and I was reading it while Kevin's next to me. I went, "Wait a second, Father's Day already happened? Like, did I fucking miss that?" And he's like, "No."
It's,
Like,
it's 2 days from now.
he's like, "It's on Sunday." He's like, "Don't worry." And I was like, "Fuck!" I thought I missed it.
because all your kids.
Right, I have to be like, "Hey."
He's got 3 fur babies that came
Once
with him to work.
once your dad dies, you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Fucking hate that.
Look
Oh
at
yeah,
this.
what is that?
Or if he was
wait,
never
wait,
there.
what is that one?
You've almost,
Or if he was never there.
If he's never there, that's
Yeah.
the shit thing.
Jeremy's almost eaten the hair on his shirt like 6 times during this podcast. And
Really?
It's great to
What?
watch.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's
He likes
from Scooter.
You turn to talk to me and
I'm glad I
it
don't have
dances
to wear
around your
glasses.
lips.
Oh really? That must be a Scooter. hair,
I've got accustomed to them. Now my head looks too big without them. I feel like
I only wear them when I'm editing. That's it.
I just wear them when I need to see.
I feel like when people who wear glasses don't smile, there's always like a stern look. I don't feel like I could go like. I feel like
You can do like a stupid one. That's like this is my glasses smile. Like
There you go.
like it's my face does it involuntarily much. I'm like, I'm just Geoff. And
you're thinking.
yeah,
That's why you're like, you
Oh,
furrowed your
I feel like
brow.
my IQ has gone up.
Also,
Right.
by the way, can I just say you look just like Jack now?
Yes.
Oh,
White glasses.
I could coach a football
alive.
team.
Yeah.
If you
I
wore
couldn't
those
tell.
glasses with the beard, you had,
Alfredo's like, when did Jack get here?
if you put on a suit with it too, and maybe
sure
had like a
walked around a
German
lot during
accent,
E3.
I could believe you were a scientist.
Thank you.
I could stretch my
And
imagination.
I'm gonna freak you out, Alfredo. Check this out. Oh, dill hole.
Oh,
Dude, let's go back to E3 real quick.
Did you get in the party or
Fucking
not?
the dude,
Bullshit.
The
dude from Trials.
Oh my
who,
God.
who we've met before.
By the way,
like,
he
me and
texted me
Jack
after
specifically
he
met him.
left. He's like, I couldn't get in.
That guy does look.
Why'd you
just like
text
Jack.
me now?
That guy looks a lot like Jack.
oh my
That
God,
is-
what's
that
his
is-
name?
yeah.
He has
Yeah,
kind of a.
Look at that.
Yeah, but he
Okay,
came
not
out.
only that, but they switched glasses in that photo to make it even more
Yeah.
confusing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, do white people see that as the same person too?
That is
Yes.
actually very
Okay.
close.
Okay.
I'll give you that one.
It's
Before,
obviously a successful person in Jack.
nothing.
What's his
That-
name, Jeff? It starts with an A, right?
It's also funny though because
he has like a
Dude,
was
look
finished.
at him. Patrick
Finish
Gray
name?
too.
he's finished
like-
because like Jack's like, hey, what's up? And he's like, hello, play Trials. And they sound nothing alike.
Dude.
But like the number of people that thought that was Jack coming out for the Trials thing was like,
Yeah.
fucking Jack, it's Jack. And I'm like, that dude
No.
looks so much like Jack.
Yeah. Jack and I interviewed this guy on the
Yeah, I met him when Fusion
on the
came
trial
out.
stream. I was laughing the whole interview. He's just fucking funny. We were talking about in Trials Trials Rising. That's the new
Yeah.
one. We were talking about it. They didn't show it during the presser, but they had it all over the floor in E3 and everything like that. That there's a new game mode in Trials where it's 2 people on 1 bike.
Oh, that's
Did they show
awesome.
that on the
Double
floor?
dash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was
Yeah,
like,
it's
and
double
we were
dash.
asking him about it on the stream and stuff like that. Tandem bike, 2 people on 1 bike, and I'm like, so like 2 people on 1 bike, is that helpful? Is that harmful? And he's like stared at me.
probably
and
awful.
He goes, it's fun.
Perfect answer.
I was like, all right, man.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, shit, I don't even know what it was for. It was some convention, and they were like showing off Fusion.
Yeah.
And we got to go and like check it out and stuff like that because we'd done so much stuff with Trials. The Trials files was still a thing, and we met that guy. It was me and I think it was me and Jack.
It wasn't me.
And maybe there was someone else there. Maybe it ended up being Gavin or something because it was like we played the games, we played some of the maps and stuff, but then it went to we had to do some sort of like hosting thing. It was super short. It was like 10 minutes. You know, it was like an E3 type thing. It wasn't E3. I don't remember what it was. And it was me and someone else. Maybe it was Gavin. But it reminds me of they were like, no cursing, you know, none of that, because it's like family-friendly trials or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And we got to do the thing, and they had like a little, almost like a news desk set up, you know, to do the commentating. That's what it wasn't hosting. It was like commentation. And there was sports jackets sitting there, and I was like, I'm just gonna wear this. And it was either like way too big or way too small. I don't remember, but like that was, that dude was there, and I remember that. And Jack was just like, oh my god, it's Trials. It's Trials. I'm freaking out.
People
I'm
are saying you
losing
should do a play pals in the tandem bike.
Absolutely
in
you
Trials.
should.
it. I mean, we're gonna do a bunch of
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
now.
Yeah, 8-player multiplayer.
And what's funny is because that's
Jesus.
awesome. The
We're gonna do so much.
the play pals in that would, for a shocking twist, would probably be me being awful because Gavin's actually really good at trials,
He
and
is.
I'm fucking terrible. So I'm actually looking forward to
So it's interesting.
dragging him down.
8-player multiplayer in that. Speaking of 8-player raids in the Division 2. That's insanity.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do that at some point, dude. I got to
Gotta have
interview-
Kent in that crew though. That's the Kent crew now.
Yeah, dude.
Hit crew.
I got a chance because I've never done stuff with like at E3 with like the No or just Rooster Teeth in general, and they interview all the developers and stuff. I got to interview a lot of fucking interesting people.
Yeah.
Like
You had a good time
Trials,
doing
I
that?
interviewed there. I interviewed for the Division 2. Interviewed for Destiny. And then Peter Kavik, who's like the creative producer on Spyro. I interviewed him a bunch and like.
Were you?
Jeremy interviewed him. The guy was like, "You gotta leave me alone. I gotta work.
Kind
with you.
of.
Can you
Dude,
stop?"
literally, I ran into him on the floor. Like, I talked to him like 3 or 4 times at E3. Like, I ran to him in the floor for like the second time outside the Spyro booth. And instantly we're just like, hey! And I was like, oh, I'm such best friend. I love it.
He was like, why isn't?
Why is this guy? Get this guy away from me. Get him away from me.
I imagine it's like a kid.
I don't know who this kid is.
You know what a
He
kid
fucking loves
holds
Spyro.
onto an adult's leg and they try and walk away and the kid.
You mean our kid? Yes, that she does all the
That's
time.
what I do to
now, every
Peter.
day.
That's what I do to Peter Kavik. I love the
love
man.
it.
Dude, she's like Iris right now. I'm bringing that. She's like huge into leg hugs. She'll
Oh.
she'll run to you, hug your legs, and just like burrow her head in
That's
your
so
legs,
great.
and then just run off.
Yeah,
She'll just come by, be like, boop, got my time in, and then leave.
See
I
ya.
had some extra
Yeah.
comfy jammies on today, some pajama bottoms that were super fluffy, and she hugged me and just stayed there for a few minutes. And I was like,
Dude,
awesome.
I showed Geoff this morning. I just bought her a leather recliner.
Like a full-on lazy boy.
it's like I don't know what
for little kids.
$7,000 chair just for Iris.
it's fucking awesome. She's not ready for the reclining yet. I tried it. She's not a fan of it.
No.
But she doesn't really sit. She sits on the floor or she stands up, and she's got like a big it's not beanbag, but like a soft pillow type thing to like lay in. But I
It's
wanted
like a love sack
I wanted to
for
get
kids. Yeah.
sitting more,
Mhm.
and because which is great. She doesn't watch TV like all day. The nanny doesn't watch TV, so she only watches TV like a little bit at night. And she'll slowly just walk towards it, and the TV's fucking 65 inches, and she's just like standing in front of it like this, like a foot away. And I'll just like pick her up and move her back. She'll sit for like a minute, and then again slowly just like inch back towards it.
And once she's right up next to it too, she tries to touch the images on TV, and you're like, you can't touch the TV.
She does
Stop
that, and unfortunately, society has taught her this because so many fucking things are touch.
Yeah.
Buttons,
So
yeah.
she just pokes the TV, like trying to
Yes.
turn it on and shit. So I bought a chair for her in an effort to like teach her how to sit. And she's a little small for it, but I was just like, fuck it. I bought like this nice brown espresso colored leather recliner chair
even have anything
from
like that.
Amazon. Yeah, I didn't fucking have it either. That's
He's
what
gonna
you
use it
do.
for
You
himself,
give
let's
to
be
your
real.
kids what you didn't
No,
have.
you don't.
Michael's gonna use it.
Absolutely.
I go claw your way up.
Fucking dude, look at that.
Here's a plastic stool.
Fucking hell.
What the hell?
Oh, it's got a cup holder in it.
Cup
too.
holder. I saw it.
What the hell?
It's got a cup holder, and
Send that to Tyler.
I was trying to show her like put your bottle in it or put your cup. She just puts like she's got a little it's like a single ball pit. She just puts a ball in it. I'm like, oh, it's your ball holder. So it's like one ball pit ball is like the exact same size as the cup holder because she's huge right now into dropping things into things.
Because she
Like,
watches
she's
us
finally
put stuff
learned.
away, and she goes, "Okay, item receptacle."
She
And we're
puts
like,
shit
"Yeah,
in a
good
bucket.
job."
She puts thing in a thing. We have the laundry basket out. She'll put shit in the laundry. She's just all into like, I'm putting the thing away.
We're like, yeah, good job, thanks.
So now she just like puts her binkies in it. She puts her balls in it. She goes nuts.
you know,
It's awesome.
Should we do the thing for Tyler?
Yeah, do it.
Hey, can we see the graphic for the upcoming season of Theater Mode to show on Off Topic? That's this.
Geoff,
I hear it premieres June 22nd.
turn the enthusiasm down a bit. You
Graphic.
scare people away.
Sorry. Hey, if I could get the graphic for fucking Theater
Dude,
Mode.
here's tell me that's not an awesome
Little
photo. dude.
Jay.
That's what awesome
Little
photo is.
Shay.
I just sent it. We'll throw it up in a second.
Pod Zombies.
Yeah,
I was
so
in that.
if you're
Dead Boy
wondering
Dinosaur from Hell. I was in that.
when theater mode's coming back, it's over there.
oh, thanks.
When theater mode's coming back, here's what we're watching.
Oh shit! Mystery movie.
Yeah, we
you
don't
know
know.
what that means?
We don't
It
even
means
know.
We haven't
Nothing
licensed it
signed yet.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That's what it means. Mystery movie means I don't know.
I was in at least 2 of those, and they
I
were
was
shitty
in-
films.
Yeah, you guys really
Two of
didn't
them.
like that one, huh? Pod Zombies.
Pod Zombies wasn't a movie as much as a collection
I'll
of
be honest,
random
yeah.
scenes that didn't go together.
Oh, I'll say this though. Do we want to say this guest we had in Pot Zombies? We had someone special guest. No.
Oh yeah, we did.
It was Lawrence.
Lawrence from Fun.
Yeah,
House.
I didn't know if you
that
just
guy.
forgot.
I
or you were
forgot.
like, we
I
should
was just
say
trying
it.
to remember.
Yeah, Lawrence was in that, which is great because I forgot we were filming theater mode that day, so I showed up late.
Dude, I want to see
like
Dragon
20 minutes
Fury.
late.
I've also never seen Class of Nukem High. It's a classic trauma film, and I've never seen it. So
It
I'm
is.
excited for that one.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. Also
times.
Sharkenstein.
Good times, you know?
It's a good batch.
And then, what's that? Theater mode live?
for
Oh,
Dendrick.
The one we
shit.
already did. We did theater mode live,
We did.
and now you're going to get to see it. So if you
For
were the
Dendrick too.
audience,
Oh, sorry.
you know, you're going to
Fucking
kind of be in
fun.
it. Hopefully we never cut to the audience. Oh my God. But if we do, you'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sent broadcast that photo of Iris, one of them in the chat.
Oh,
So if they want to throw that up in a minute. There
I
she
see it on the side
is.
there.
Dude, look at her. Look at that
Dude.
shit.
Look at
Look at that
Like a
chair.
mini-
Look how happy she
Look at how
is.
much. Look how well it matches my
Dude,
living room.
What
You know
hair
what you
she's
should do?
got.
You should take her
I'm
little
wonderful,
Lambo.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Full head of
Stick
hair.
that on top of the Lambo so you can drive her around. And
You know?
something to
Saying.
think about.
Full
Frankenstein that
luxury
shit.
right there.
Yeah. Dude, she's the best.
She
I love
has
that
so
kid.
much hair.
I could do nothing but just like keep her alive for the
Yeah.
rest of my life, and I would be fulfilled. You know, people are just like, I feel like I'm going nowhere. I don't know what I'm doing. That's it. I need nothing else. Just like
Keeping
put
that kid
food
alive.
in your mouth.
Making sure
I
she
had-
breathes.
I had a delicious Blue Apron the other day. It was a buttered steak with mashed potatoes and zucchini.
Fuck yes.
She ate half my dinner.
Really?
Yeah, she was sucking down mashed
Whoa.
potatoes and zucchini left and right. She's such a good fucking chewer. Like ever since I started giving her real food, she never like sucks it down and chokes on it. She'll just go for like 2 minutes. I'm like, you chew that fucking food. It's so exciting to watch someone eat food. I'm like, you got teeth and you're using them?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I made those teeth.
Yeah.
I didn't, but you did.
Yeah. No, I mean, I didn't
I made
really
Millie's
even. I just gave Lindsay the ingredients and she made it.
Right.
I was like, here's some
kinda how
shit.
that
goes.
Here's some worthless splooge. And
I guess you-
and
Make
just-
something beautiful out.
Right. When
I
I
make you a
put batter
cake,
in
I
the
got you
oven,
the
I don't
ingredients to
necessarily
make a
take
cake.
credit for the cake.
That's it. Even Lindsay,
Yeah.
all during the pregnancy and after, she's like, "Well, we made it." I'm like, I mean, I
I helped for like 5 seconds.
I was like
The least
Amazon
important part.
Right, I was
Yeah.
Amazon where you're like, "Oh, I need the food," and then I dropped it off and I left, and then you did everything. You made the dinner and all that shit. I also like to constantly tell her because Iris is so big now, and she'll be like crawling on top of her and shit, and I'll just be like, "That came out of you. Try and put that back in now. You couldn't. You blow up. You pop.
Thank you. No, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Dude, Iris has got Jackie talking timelines.
I know. Woo!
You know, it just gets better too because now you're talking to her and you're like, oh, you've got teeth. That's great. And before you know it, she's going to text you and be like, I just got 4 kills in one round. I almost got an ace. I was fused. And you're like,
job.
oh, that's even
job.
better.
Awesome.
Yeah. I get those texts all the time.
That's awesome.
Like, I'll even show you.
I mean, right now we just have Iris watching Balto and going, duh. And we're like, yeah,
Oh,
doggies.
dude, she
doggies.
loved dogs. She went nuts over Balto. She was like
Good
freaking
movie.
out
Balto's
about
a
the
good one.
animals.
Dude, Phil Collins
Once
is in
again,
that.
it's just a thing that's so awesome to
man.
see.
Phil Collins?
Like, she likes
Polar
cartoons.
bears.
She likes animated movies way more than live action like shows. She didn't give a shit about people, but the cartoons, like the colors and shit.
Yeah.
So she's used to that. But like, she put on Balto and she was freaking out. Like, it was very clear. It was like, there's a dog. There's a dog. Like, the animals were like riling her up, and that
Kevin
was awesome.
Bacon plays Balto, which I didn't
Kevin
realize obviously as a
Bacon.
kid.
I'm going to, Millie, I hope you don't mind me sending your personal texts to,
Well-
to the audience, but here's one I got recently. All caps. Oh my God, I killed someone through the ceiling. It wasn't damaged before.
Yep.
That's
All
awesome.
caps. All four texts.
That's
Whether I have a
Nice.
son or a
Undamaged
daughter,
It's fucking great, dude.
cross my fingers. And I
Michael.
get to sit there and be like, all right,
Daughters are
What
better.
is that?
yeah.
A whole chain based off of the paintball guns inspired.
Oh yeah, no. Like I said, I saw it.
Wow.
I saw that the other day. And I literally looked at it. I almost replied, Jeremy, like as a joke, and I'm like, I'm not getting involved in this.
Yeah, no.
I almost replied in all caps, how dare you?
There's so
like I
many
had
times-
the thought, I saw it, and I went,
Well, sir, ma'am, I'd like to point out that I do have an ace, and it was verified by Alfredo.
Jeff, myself, and Jack are part of the Ace Club.
Ace
Yeah,
Club.
well
Yeah.
done, guys.
No, I never will
I only
be.
have 4.
That's
I'm only in the
fine.
4
I
club.
I did
Any-
almost ace against Hat Films, but I got an actual. ace.
actually-
I also swiped one from Alfredo one time.
honestly, I take that back. I had one ape shit round. I think I got 4 kills.
I
once.
remember that. Oh,
You can
you're
do
part
it.
of the 4K Club.
I do
That's a good club.
distinctly remember Alfredo telling me I'm an honorary member of the Ace
No.
Club, but that's my memory.
That
so
didn't
I
you know.
don't. That's another.
She remembered that right after you were being racist,
Yeah.
screaming
It was a different
obscenities
conversation.
and
There's a whole
homophobic
thing
slurs.
there that
Yeah, it
just
was
kind of
really
went off
weird.
a checklist.
Sorry.
Boy, I'm getting tired.
Yeah?
Damn.
I wish I had a Casper mattress to lay down on. Good thing I do.
We do, you silly goose.
But not here with us now, because this episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Casper, not the ghost. Casper is a sleep brand that continues to revolutionize its line of products to create an exceptionally comfortable sleep experience one night at a time. Get $50 off select mattresses by visiting casper.com/offtopic and using promo code OFFTOPIC at checkout. Casper's mattresses are designed by humans for humans, which is great, because that's what we are. The original Casper mattress combines multiple supportive memory foams for a quality sleep surface with just the right sink and just the right bounce. Casper's breathable design helps you sleep cool and regulate your body temperature through the night. Buying the Casper is easy. Order online. It's delivered to your door in a compact box, and you have free shipping and free returns to US and Canada. We have a Casper. We've had one for a couple of years now, maybe like 2 years.
Yes,
it's in our guest room. I kid you not, anytime anyone ever sleeps in it, they're like, wow, that bed was really comfortable. It's great.
Loves it.
Denise, it's got the stamp of approval from Denise. So if that's something you're interested in, you know, if like I wouldn't buy this unless Denise liked it.
One might say it's D nice.
It is D.
One might say that.
Are we talking about Denise?
Nice. Yeah, she loves the Casper mattress. Considering we spend 1/3 of our lives on a mattress, it's so important to truly sleep on a mattress before committing. That's why Casper gives you 100 nights to try it out. Get $50 towards select mattresses by visiting casper.com/offtopic and using promo code OFFTOPIC at checkout. Terms and conditions apply, obviously. That's $50 towards select mattresses by visiting casper.com/offtopic and using promo code OFFTOPIC at checkout. Casper, sleep on a cloud.
Cool.
That's an unnecessary thing to do.
I checked first.
How you doing?
Hello, Jeff.
back.
Oh, here.
Get out of the seat. What are you doing? How dare
I
you?
just want to be close to you.
Damn, dude.
Okay.
I like this thing.
Smooth.
You know, I sent Jeff a lot of update photos and videos of Iris.
Yeah.
You gotta come over again,
as
by the way.
Godfather.
Come say hi.
He's a busy man. He's got pop-up stores.
I want to.
Okay.
I'm not here very often.
We should
So-
take an Iris to the store. Damn it.
We should take Jeff and Iris to the pool because it's.
I want to go.
She loves swimming.
She does. She does love her some swimming.
Yeah.
But what I like is I'll send Jeff pictures and stuff, and he'll usually reply. But then even when he doesn't, like today, I'm like, "Oh, did you see that video I sent you?" And you're like, "No, I haven't seen it yet." That's also exciting because then I
Yeah,
get to
you
watch
watch it
you
together?
watch it.
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh man!" And it only takes you 40 or 50 seconds to get it full screen.
I had help.
Because you were
You
struggling.
had just as much trouble as I did.
And I had to take it out of your hands.
It was pretty great
the
watching
sharing
both
was-
of
I was
you
like,
back
give me
and
the phone,
forth
give me the
on
phone,
that.
please.
I was like,
we hit play while it was small in the text window. Play,
first try I got it.
Stop. Play. Oh, no, like. No, I don't want to like it because if you double tap it, you get all the stupid thumbs up options.
Works
and
every
shit like
fucking
that.
time now.
It didn't work that time.
girl.
Got it. Yeah, Jeff got the internet. You got a little taste of Iris in a chair. Jeff gets the video.
I get
You
unadulterated.
know, he's got like it's the premium Godfather subscription.
Yes.
That you just can't. It's not
Well,
available. It's sold out.
We
It's
get
like- it's
rewards
like-
from that too because we get to see Jeff like illuminate with happiness and joy.
Well, he
when
remembers the
sees Iris.
times
Yeah.
when Millie liked him.
I was funny you said that. I was just sitting here trying to think of when I first heard Millie say "Dada," and I have no memory of it.
Right.
I have to go back and look at her baby book.
That's why, like today, I was like, "Oh my God, let's mark it."
Hey,
Yeah.
write it down.
It's good that you have
done.
it. If I'm lucky, I have it on podcast somewhere where I can go back and hear
Sure.
it, listen to it. But yeah,
I won't remember
you get
this
hit
a week from now.
And I don't think that's me being a shitty dad. It's just like you get hit with so many milestones and so many.
There's a
things
million.
and
They just keep
like,
going.
every day.
You
Yeah.
can't linger. You gotta be like, "That's awesome, congratulate," and move on.
Now, do
Yeah.
you remember the first time that Millie exhibited mannerisms that were similar to you? Like, oh, she definitely got that from
No,
you.
this isn't pre-recorded. Sorry.
It's live. We're live.
Well, unless you're not watching it right now. Then
Holy shit.
Do it live.
The very first time,
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, she used to do this eyebrow thing a lot that I would always be like.
She's
"Stop,
really good
cut
at
it
the
out."
Jeff eyebrow.
Yeah.
Like
She's been doing that since she was like 6 months old.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. For
Before she could
Iris,
talk, she was like.
I think the two modes of like Michael and Lindsay are she does this thing where she's not upset, but she's like excited, I guess, and she'll go like
that's our thing. That's my thing that I do with her.
it's almost a mad
Here's-
dog face. Like,
Here's my favorite part about that. It's totally a thing that like I do with her all the time. And as I was saying, like she'll do it like 20% of the time. Most of the time she makes me look like an asshole because I'll tell someone like, "Oh, watch this thing she does," and then I'll do it and it looks stupid.
like, "All right,
and
whatever,
then
Dad."
she's just like, "Fuck off," and she's doing something else. And I go, "I swear to God, she does it. Like I swear, you're just not doing it right now." But she's just a weirdo. Wonder where she gets it from. And
you're welcome.
And there's cool stuff where like you know, like it's cool that I got her the chair and she sits in the chair and I get enjoyment out of that. But we have this thing, like Lindsay said, where she scrunches her face and she like puts her lip up and she scrunches her nose and she just breathes through her nose. We call it like her mad dog face.
It's mad dog face.
Where she'll go. And much like babies and her, she just started doing it one day. Yeah. But she goes through phases. She'll do really weird shit and then move on and never do it again. She was going ape shit with raspberries for like 2 weeks. And then she stopped. But because she started doing it, I started doing it back. And now she almost exclusively does it to go back and forth. So like, usually I'll instigate it, but sometimes she's just playing with her shit over in the corner and you can just hear her going... So then I get right up in her face, like, what is that? What did you say to me? And like, this is her, I get up in her face and go, and then she'll do it back. And I'm like, that's our thing, and you started that.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't even me. You, a less than 1 year old baby, started that. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, what power you have over me.
When it gets...
and she's just thinking like, fucking idiot.
When she gets older,
look, I'm making him do it.
It gets scarier. Like, much less, like, Millie... When Millie and I are together, it's just like who can be a bigger dickhead to the other person.
Oh, sure,
like
course.
It's just us against each other. Like, It's just a constant struggle and fight, but it's also fun. But she does 2 things that her mom does that scare the like for like 1 second I'll be terrified. If she does this, she'll go like, or if she goes like that. I go like. Oh wait! You're 12. You're not your mom. I'm in the clear. Okay, I'm good. You can't do anything
for now.
Yeah. Wow. But when I see that, I just see Griffin mad at me, and I just go like, "I fucked up."
That's incredible.
I'm okay.
I think that mad dog face is Michael, or her taking that from Michael and some of his Jersey rage. The thing that I think Iris inherited from me that she does now is she'll take 2 toys, 1 in each hand, and she'll come up to you like, "Hey." I make eye contact, you know I'm here. And we'll throw them on the floor like, the fuck you gonna do about it? I'm like, that's a Lindsay.
Shit.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
You figured out that power.
She's well into the throw it, now pick it up for me. Thanks. Let me throw it again. Let me throw it again.
Yeah.
She's all about that shit.
Yep.
See, which I'm fine with. It's a power struggle. And usually what I try and shift that to, like if she's being an asshole, like she's at a restaurant, and she's like angrily throwing shit, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck, you're not getting it back now. But like I try and morph it, like especially at the house. She drops shit all the time. She's a baby, so I'm like, did you throw that or did you drop that? I don't know yet. And I hand it back to you. And she'll have this look of like, and then she throws it again. I'm like, all right, now you're being a dick. You just threw it. So then I try and at least morph it at that point. Like, all right, I'll pick it up, but I want you to know I'm in on this. So a lot of times I'll be like, what don't you throw it? Don't throw it. And I'll give it back to her and she'll go, oh. And I'm like, what? Don't throw it. I swear, don't throw it again. Don't throw it again. I'll pinch you. And then she throws it, and I'm like, what did you do? She loves to like right in her face, and she always giggles from that. Like it's like, and I always do the like I'm leaving again. Because I can't stop myself anyway. I was like this since before I had a child, but I'll be playing with her and stuff, and she's giggling, and I go, all right, I'm leaving now. Hum da dum dum dum. No, I'm not. And I do that all the time to her, and she'll always go like. I fucking love it. It never gets old.
She goes,
awesome.
If I laugh and wave, he will leave.
Yeah.
No, I won't. Eventually. That's the thing. Do nothing and I'll leave. You can't give me an inch.
Clearly you're bored by this. I'm done.
I'll take a mile. Yeah, she's like, I gotta fucking stop. I gave this guy a few and I thought he'd go away. The other thing she's huge into right now is, again, I mentioned we have that ball pit. It's just like a singular baby ball pit.
They sell them at Target.
And it's got an entrance and exit, right? Like it's kind of like a pyramid type deal.
Yeah.
But there's like a hole on one side, a hole on the other, a solid wall on one side, and then another wall on the other, but it's got holes in it so you can like fit the ball through.
Or peek in to check on your kid.
Or peek in. And then there's a hole in the top, which again is great. I like to like cover it with a blanket and then it makes a fort. And then I spin it around while she's inside of it, and she never knows which angle I'm coming from. So I'll always like sneak in and be like, gotcha! And then she's like, and she tries to scramble out the door, and then I back out and I spin it around so the side she's crawling towards is now towards me, and I'm like, and then she'll try and go the other way. But the thing she does now is she gets in it in 1 second, she flips it over. So it's like she gets in it and then she just pushes on a wall. So the whole thing just falls over and fucking balls go everywhere. We have like 10,000 of those balls all over our living room. It's just a constant struggle to drag the thing and put it in the center of the room because we have like a fucking brick fireplace on one corner. We have a table in one corner. And like every time she goes in it, I'm like, she's 100% going to flip it in one of two directions. So it always has to be like in the middle of the room so she doesn't eat shit.
Well, we're
when
very
she
worried about
flips
the
it over.
fireplace too, because that's literally how I got this scar right here on my
Not at our
face. So-
fireplace. There's not like time travel
No,
involved. There was
obviously.
another fireplace.
It was my naughty and grandpa Jim's, and I busted my face open. So we don't
That can
want
happen. Kids hit shit a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot.
I hit
Dude,
a lot of
she tears
shit.
herself up.
resilient.
I got a
Yeah.
lot
They
of
bounce
scars
back.
all over my face from shit I ran into when I was a kid.
We said that was like the light bulbs, yeah, coming down on you that you shattered in that RTA that they made.
That one's under my mustache. These are both
okay.
from coffee
She
tape.
had,
okay.
she had one of the meanest looking hits the other week, and it honestly, like, I was shocked she didn't get like a bruise or a welt or anything. She was in the kitchen, and we've got windows in the kitchen where the windowsills are like way down low. They're like, I don't know, like a foot off the ground. And I had a bunch of water jugs, like for my like my cooler, like my filtered water cooler. And there was like 2 full ones and then an empty one. So she like leans on them and pushes on them a lot and shit. So I was in the living room and I was watching her do it. And she walked up to the empty one and pushed on it. But because it was empty, it was so light, it slipped. And she slipped on the floor, went forward, and then boom, hit her head on the windowsill and rolled. No. And again, it's one of those things where like, you know, with a baby, like, first of all, just from the hit, like, oh, that's gonna piss you off.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna be fine or whatever. And then like you run over and get there. And if the reaction is in it like stunned or like, you know, whatever, it's like it's fine.
Yeah.
If she's silent, there's
the build to cry.
It's like, oh, here it comes. And like I pick her up and I'm already shaking her and she's like, ah! Like it was one of those. Like if it's an immediate cry, you know she's gonna be
Probably
over
fine.
in a second.
Yeah.
If she waits 10 seconds and it's like,
it's bad.
you know it's just gonna be ear piercing. That was like the worst one I probably ever saw. Nothing. She didn't get a bruise. She didn't get anything. Then, like a week later, way less of a hit. Like from everything I've learned from this child falling in her face, I'm like, that's nothing. You can see the fall and be like, she's fine. She was upstairs and she tripped and fell into the side of the couch. Mm-hmm. Nowhere near as the fall, like, because this was a slip and a fall, you know, like she pushed on a thing, slipped on the floor, and hit her head on the way down.
And y'all have been to our loft. You've seen what that couch
You know the couch
is.
we have in the corner? It's like soft. There's
Yeah.
nothing like edgy or anything over there. Nothing for her to like bash on. She was just walking towards it, slipped and fell, and like hit her face on the bottom. Same like blood curdling scream. And I was like surprised. Dude, the next day, and it's like finally gone now, for like a week, she had this huge line on her face that was like, it wasn't a cut, but it was like,
Bruise.
it was like
Yeah.
raised, you know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
could feel the lump. And it looked like she was in a fucking fist fight. Like it turned like yellowish, just kind of like it almost
At
bruised.
first, it looked like football players when they put the black stuff under their face. Like
Right. It looked like a
reflect
cut
the light,
across
yeah.
her face, but it wasn't. And I was like, you look like a fucking boxer. Like that was probably the worst looking injury I've seen
funny
on
you
her.
say
And
that.
she was like,
We took her to the pool, and I watched one mom look at us like, "Is that baby okay?" And I was like, "She tripped into a couch."
I don't give a shit.
Listen,
I'll
we're
fight some
good
other parent. Mine don't fucking business.
Yeah.
Whoa, what's it your business?
Get the fuck out of here. Hey, you want one too?
You want to see how many gold belts she's got?
I'm not gonna hold back on you.
Hey, how's it going, dude?
Hey, how's it going, dude?
You want to compare fucking Ferraris?
How's it going, dude? I'll get out of your system.
We'll see.
dude.
Well, you got your kid a Ferrari in a fucking reclining chair? Get out of my face.
Good man.
Dude, I loved giving her shit I never had. It was so awesome. Like, I get one enjoyment, like, yeah, I did that for you. And the second enjoyment of like, and now I have it too.
Yeah.
I can't use it, but you lived through me. I'm watching you get to use that little chair. It's awesome.
Why aren't Jack, Gavin, and Ryan on the podcast?
They're not here.
Ryan's here. He just never wants to be on.
Ryan,
It.
I
come
say
on
that
over,
all
man.
the time, and he's like, no, I'll be on. What happened today?
For the last
He's like,
30
oh,
minutes, come on over.
I just went, this is, everyone in Achievement Hunter here today is us, Ryan, and Trevor. It's everyone in like the main room that's in the
I have
office
no
today.
clue where Gavin is. Is he in?
He
Austin?
just
He
went to
left to
England.
England.
He went to
Okay.
England yesterday. But I
You're
was
doing
like,
your roll call
I
before
was just,
the
every time I
podcast.
ask him, like, hey, I try and, like, if we have a lot of people, I try and pick people that haven't been on for a while or, you know, whatever. If somebody's got something to talk about, you guys are great because E3. But I'm like, all right, podcast. And Geoff goes, I'll do it. Jeremy's like, I'm in it. I'm like, cool. Lindsay said she wanted to be in it. And I go, Alfredo? And he's like, I can be on it if you need me. He's working away on his computer. He's like, I'll be on it if you need me. I'm like, Ryan, podcast? And he goes, I can do it.
Yeah.
And I go,
that was it.
And I go, I mean, do you want to be on it, or would you rather Alfredo be on it? And he goes, well, Alfredo wants to be on it. I mean, I'll let him be. I'm like, Alfredo, you're on the podcast? Yeah. I'm just like, that's fine. Every time with Ryan. Every time. He's like, have me in if you're going to put a knife to my throat.
Wow. Goodness.
What a guy. So that's where Ryan is. Ryan, they asked.
He's in the office doing something.
He's probably playing
I mean, I'm sure he's up to something.
Is he playing XCOM?
the DLC.
Yeah, he has.
What's he
been-
playing?
That's cool.
XCOM 2?
Yeah.
Because he never finished it.
I'm doing band.
You love that game.
He did. I'm surprised he never finished it.
I'm excited because once today is Kat's last day at her current job.
Oh.
And so she's like going out for drinks after with like people being like, see ya, goodbye.
Yeah.
But once she's back, I'm gonna fucking play Unravel 2 with her.
Nice.
Awesome.
Enjoy.
I can't wait to
There's
play
something
that.
else, but okay, I'm around.
Have you
No
guys-
way. Yeah, I get that lucky.
you
No,
guys
Unravel 2 is happening.
You start carding yet or no?
Carding?
Yeah.
No, we don't card.
All right. We
My
would card,
Switch has not left.
Jeremy,
This
it's like,
building.
it's thrown into disarray
It's
on
like
the floor.
on the floor.
Every time someone's like, oh my
beaten,
God,
battered.
whose Switches is that? Whose Switch is that? I go, it's Jeremy's. And
Yeah.
it's just like on the floor, kicked over.
Mario Kart Maple, it came here so that we could record it. It hasn't left that spot since.
Jeremy.
Dude, we played the other night. A couple of us, like me, Lindsay,
Yeah.
Alfredo,
Good moment.
Gavin.
It's brutal.
I had this one amazing moment. I posted it on Instagram where I was winning. What's up? You all right? You gotta go?
You gotta go do something?
You gotta go.
Jeff, you can go.
I got an email.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Wait, what is that? Hang on, what's that say? That's no. Tell him first of all, you're fired.
Talk amongst
Get out of here.
yourselves.
Uh-oh.
No, it was good. It's good. It's
Rhode
cool
Island
stuff.
is neither a road
That
nor
was
an
that
island.
was Geoff going. Oh, blah, 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 blah. It's cool stuff.
Oh,
It
no.
might work, but we don't know. You threw me off now. But anyway, we were playing Mario Kart, and I had this amazing fuck up that was maybe my greatest fuck up I've ever had, and it's argued it's gonna be hard to keep track of this now because Geoff's showing everybody. There's a lot of this is a clip. There's a lot of things you could do in Mario Kart. So I'm in first place. Gavin's right behind me here.
Look at this camera work.
Yeah, but you can't stop it.
Oh.
So I get the double item here. This is right at the end of the race. I get a coin, which is worthless.
Yeah.
I pull out the bomb to protect myself. Right? I'm getting ready to throw it back. I'm gonna throw it right back here at this corner to hit him. But I fuck up and throw it forward by accident, and I would have driven into it, but Gavin hit me with a red shell as soon as I accidentally threw it forward. So he hit me, which stopped me from driving into my own explosion. Then he drove past me and drove into the bomb after it detonated, and then I just coasted on the first place. Then the added insult to injury, Alfredo passed him, so we got third.
Yep.
And I was like, all because I accidentally.
It was great. Good
If
day.
I had thrown the bomb backwards, I probably would have missed him. He would have hit me. I would have got like third or fourth. I threw the bomb forward, and it was such a fuck up where, like, as I did it, I was like in panic to myself, but everything happened so fast, I didn't even have time to. I told Gavin, I just went. And the race was over. I was like, oh my God, I threw it. Oh my God, he hit. Oh my God, I won. And it was all within like 5 seconds. I couldn't even react to any of it. It was amazing.
That's awesome.
It was my
Shit
best.
like that's really
It was
rad.
like my best fuck up I've ever
There
had.
was so many great moments.
Alfredo's been doing pretty good.
Dude,
too.
there was one I hit.
Alfredo's good at
I hit
karting.
Michael, and he literally like spun out on the finish line.
Dude, it was like
He was like inches. He was on the finish line, inches away from fully crossing it. And I went whoop, and I was like, what?
It was a real eek.
Also, I have to say, I'm getting pretty proud of you guys. I'm seeing some backward shells flying.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah,
I was
nice.
I finished with a couple.
You absolute
He
animal.
started.
I know he started.
Oh,
Good.
So like
Doing that for
so
years.
good.
there was one race. I think it was the first race we did. Alfredo had a nice, comfy lead going into the fourth race to win the whole fucking thing. And Lindsay just annihilated him in the back. The other thing about Mario Kart is great when you're not. It's fun when you're playing together because you get the reactions in the room just like a Let's Play. But there is also another enjoyable element where you don't see the person and you're like, oh, they're mad. Like, you know they're at their house
Or
and
you're
we're
just like,
yelling.
there's a text coming.
Yup.
Oh, I tell Mike all the time, like, I just killed Gavin. He's gonna be mad about that.
I'm like, so like, Alfredo literally texted me afterwards and he's like, You should be real thankful to your wife for that one. Because she fucked him so hard, he got like 6th or 7th. And I snatched the GP from him in the last race.
barely.
I beat you by like 2 points.
Yeah,
too.
all I had to do was like place like 1 through 5, and I got like 7th.
Was
Yeah.
that
Lindsay.
the green shell? I'm pretty good at that too. Where like Alfredo and I'll be like
can
neck and
find the
neck,
fucking
and he'll kind of
text.
drift in front of me, and I have a green shell. I'm like, oh, bye, bitch, and hit him with it.
No,
He's
it
like, "See ya."
sucks. I saw one where I was like, Gavin was in first with like a red shell, and I was right behind him. But then he threw the red shell behind, and then Michael just passed me to hit Michael, and I was like, ooh.
Dude, this is the ultimate fuck you. I finished that Grand Prix. I know I beat you by like 2 points. I just sent you a smirking smiley face. Alfredo replied with tears. I said that was brutal, and then he said, your wife came in clutch for you at the end. I'll take second in those backward shells. She just drove past you and just lit you up.
I did.
And the best part too is when you finish, I do this to Gavin all the time, you finish and then immediately stare at the map. Because you can, without seeing any of the race, you can see what's happening by the map. Like, because you see people get hit, you see people spin out. And like, again, there was another moment that night where I finished, Gavin was in 2nd or 3rd, and then I'm watching the map and I'm like, oh, and the nothing. Like, my screen is just my guy driving into nothing, but I'm staring at this little map in the corner of the screen, and I text Gavin, and I just put, oh my God, I saw the map. He also sent me this. This was another moment of the night. I took a picture of this. Within the span of 20 seconds, Gavin, it was a race he got annihilated. He got like 7th or 8th. He texted me, I'm getting jarred, carded, fuck. It was like all 4 texts in a row next to each other. He texted me and I go, I'm getting jarred. What does that mean? Jarred. He said it again. What does that mean? Carded. Got it. And he was like, ah! Like, that's the best. I love that.
I love also that they have obviously the like default speech settings that you can choose. You can send a message like, great game, good race.
This is my last race is when I
Exactly,
like, or
yeah.
go easy on me. Those are my favorites.
So if Andy's ever having a really bad race, he always puts I'm using tilt control.
Yeah, yeah.
Tilt controls means I'm fucking pissed off right now. I'll see I'm using tilt controls, and then he'll text me, and he's like, I'm gonna get a complaint in my apartment. I'm gonna get a complaint because that means he's screaming in his apartment.
Yes, I can hear him. Like, we don't even have to be there, and I hear him going, "No, Michael, no!"
It's funny.
Oh, Andy,
Fucking hell.
so good. But yeah, join us, please.
I could. I'll even pick it up off the floor in the achievement room.
Got
He's
it.
like,
Pretty much.
there we go, dude. At least it's in a. It looks like I hate you, and it's thrown on the floor. But at least it's in a decent spot in between our desks. Your PlayStation. That thing's been kicked 5,000 times. Like, there was especially
Why
we were
is it
gone for a
there?
while.
I really need to.
There was
admit
one
that.
day
Why
where we
is it
kicked it like
there?
6 times. I was like, God damn it! It's just because it's right in the corner, and you try and just cut the corner in the room, and dude, so many people kicked that PlayStation.
There's one day where I
PS4.
kicked
No,
it.
it's a dev kit.
It's a dev
Oh
PS4.
my God.
It's been kicked so many times, and every time it goes, "What's this PlayStation on the floor?"
And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna put it somewhere safe. The people, so it was over like by the throne, like in an area where people don't go. And I'm like, moo balls aren't gonna hit it because it's too close and stuff like that. I came back after being gone on vacation or whatever, and like it was back at my desk and all the shit was moving. Like, yeah, I'll flood it over there. I was like, God damn it!
Yeah. The carpet's torn up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jeff today had the idea. The carpet's torn up. There might be some like mold they got to get rid of. It's a whole thing. And Jeff's like, "What if I spray the fart stuff under the carpet?"
no.
And I was like, "Please."
Dude, I could barely get through
That shit
don't do that.
smells so bad.
It was
That
the
sucks.
tiniest
It
little
sucked.
squeak too. You just
I was,
barely.
I was reading the letter. I was like, it was like, dude,
it was
Yeah, there
bad.
was a good amount of awu that'll be next
You were
week.
like Sweet D in front of
like
the
this. He was Sweet D'ing.
Yeah, he really was.
You can't sweet D because Caitlin Olsen's like fake gag.
I mean,
is phenomenal.
nothing is
I don't know
gonna
how she
match
does
it.
it. Yeah.
No one's
Nah,
saying
it's
that. He didn't do a great job
yes.
of it, but he did it.
So good.
Jeremy looking pretty
Scruffy.
pretty scrub. Myself too, as you can see. You know, it's been a couple, months.
I'm not looking
since I
scruffy up
shaved.
here though.
Yeah,
No,
me too.
You're looking smooth.
Smooth
Yeah,
sailing.
you're where I am after not shaving for 2 weeks,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
And it's a good
shaved
time to
this
tell
morning,
you
so
that
I'm
this
clean.
episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Dollar Shave Club. If you ever shower or brush your teeth, which you should, or try to make your hair look presentable, I've got some good news for you. Dollar Shave Club has a lot of stuff that can help you out. I love using Dollar Shave Club. Their products are high quality, smell great, and leave me feeling fresh, confident, and clean. Dollar Shave Club delivers everything you need to look, feel, and smell your best. You name it: shampoo, conditioner, body wash, toothpaste, hair gel, even a wipe that'll leave your tush feeling tingly clean. I'm a big fan of their amber and lavender calming body cleanser. Never smelled anything like it. Good luck finding a product that's that great at the store. It's true. They send like little care package. You can customize which one you want, and I really do enjoy all the little extras you get with it. I like the face cream. The shave butter works well. The aftershave is super smooth. Here's a great way to try a bunch of Dollar Shave Club products. For just $5, you can get their Daily Essentials Starter Kit. Comes with body cleanser, One Wipe Charlie's, their amazing butt wipes, their world famous shave butter, and their best razor, the Size Blade Executive. Keep the blades coming for a few more bucks a month, and add in shampoo, toothpaste, anything else you need. Check it all out at dollarshaveclub.com/offtopic. That's dollarshaveclub.com/offtopic.
God damn.
Lindsay tried to unfollow someone on my
I
Twitter.
did. I did.
Wow.
She's violent. She's just like,
Thank God
this
she
is
didn't.
Lindsay. You hold something.
I mean, he humored me. I was like, go scroll up. He's like, oh, you missed that. I'm like, no, keep going.
That's what
Like,
that was your
And then she
mistake.
clicked unfollow.
That was your mistake.
She also
You
followed
humored her.
Numbskull Designs. I love Numbskull.
You humored her.
You would have that
Yes.
awkward, like, pinging them back that you followed them, and it's
Yeah.
like, wait, why do you unfollow us in the first place? And then,
Ooh,
real
I
awkward.
don't think I had any like authentic Lindsaying moments to you guys at the Meow Wolf experience, aside from like going all in on that one part. But like in general, I don't think I trolled you at all. Nothing like that.
I don't know if they were trolling. I think there was something.
Good bonding.
I think there was definitely one of those Lindsay, like, what moments for me, but
Probably.
there's a lot of things.
Those
that
happen a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the best is still when I ate that Kit Kat out of your hands.
She does this. You do that to people. Like when I'm holding
Thanks.
food, it's dangerous.
You never think it's ever gonna be a thing.
No.
And then you join Achievement Hunter.
Snags the
And
food
then
right out of your
Kit Kat
hand.
Is
You're not
is a
paying
victim.
attention.
2 for me, none for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh, is that Twix? Shit.
Yo, is that Twix? That's my Twix now. Speaking of food, too, like we ordered all the McDonald's shit.
Yeah.
They should absolutely like be getting that now and just bring it here.
Well, they went out to lunch, so.
Ah.
But I did slack, and I was like, "Look, I get you're gonna. I know you're gonna try and time this.
No,
for
no,
when
no,
we're
don't
out."
time it.
I was like, "Don't time it. We'll eat it on the podcast. Give us that food.
I'm
Yeah.
hungry.
Give us
I know,
that
I'm
sweet,
fucking
greasy,
hungry, and I'm gonna have more
goodness.
alcohol, so I
We
need food in me as well.
Dude, I finally started playing Assassin's Creed Origin. I've
Good
been
game, right?
breaking
It's good.
away from
It's
doing
good.
the single player. I was like, I
Nice.
need to have some weeks of some like multiplayer. I need to have some weeks of some single player.
Okay.
I'm
How
doing the
far are
same
you into
thing.
the game?
Yeah. I'm like level 10. I'm on the second city.
Okay,
I've been
okay.
doing all the side quests and like little question marks and
Nice.
stuff. I
Was it
want to get to
Alexandria,
the
the second
cool
city?
like DLC Anubis type
Don't
shit.
remember.
Yeah, the Anubis stuff is cool, and Jeremy actually did all of it. I kind of like fell to the waist. I think I'm like 3/4 done with that, and I still just haven't picked it up
What's
and done it again.
max level normal game?
I honestly can't remember.
Like
It's
50,
It's
right?
been
I
a
want
while.
to say
55,
50.
something like
I
that.
think so. I think 50.
I mean, a great game, and it looks like Odyssey is going to be very similar
Yeah.
in terms of gameplay.
and my nerdy ass is like, ooh, Egyptology. Oh my god, ancient Greece.
Oh yeah, I love that shit. Like Anubis, Sobek, Raw, that
Fuck
kind of
yeah.
stuff. I was just like,
Sekhmet's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's
there's
why I
one.
really like Smite.
Have you done the? Is it Daughter of Sobek trial? I think it's like Son of Sobek, Daughter of Sobek. It's one with a big crocodile, but it's a good.
Yeah,
So-
there's the big crocodile, the
It's
big
like-
cat,
It's like
Yeah.
level 10.
Yeah.
the big dog.
It's a good
So
one.
I'm doing that.
A lot of
Like
animals.
I'm doing that.
bad dog.
I'm doing that off stream because like if you stream, you need to have some games that you just play like not streaming, not streaming, not filming
absolutely.
anything.
Yeah.
I
Like
feel
anything.
I'm
like
not
that.
streaming Vampire or Vampire or
I'm
whatever.
doing that with
Not
Wolfenstein
streaming them,
right
just
now.
playing.
Just for me.
First one or second?
The first one.
Mm-hmm.
The 2014.
You're playing
Yeah.
Origins on PC, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
We were talking about load time with Sinu. Like I was
Oh.
playing next to Michael, he's on PC, and I'm on the Xbox, the new Xbox One, so it was still like faster than before, but still, Michael would send up Sinu and be like, instantly, okay, check out the area. You try and look for other elements you can grab, like artifacts or something like that, and then I'd have to wait and be like, Sinu's up. Okay, cool. We're
sucks.
here.
That sucks.
I get my enjoyment now from Jackie's reactions to see me play on my setup. Like she walked out looking delicious, like she usually does, and then she was just like, "Damn, that looks good." And I was like, "Doesn't it?" I was like, "Right." Like,
Dude, that's the other thing too, like with Mario Kart. Like I posted that clip on Instagram because I thought it was really funny, and I just added like commentary to it.
That's good.
But the immediate reaction is like, "Oh, you got to stream this," and it's like, no, it's nice to have like a little bit of a soul to go home and play video games
streaming
for
every
fun.
game it will kill you.
It's streaming, let's plays, whatever. Like it always enters that realm of like, hey, we played together. It's like, oh, you guys should stream it. It's like, no, but that's why
No.
it's fun.
Yeah.
'Cause we still talk about it. I still even posted a clip.
Yeah.
Or like, what always gets me is whenever we do play a game outside of work, if something cool happens, I'll talk about it, Mario Party or Mario Kart or whatever, and I'll be like, oh, I did really well, I won, or so-and-so won, or so-and-so this person. And someone's like, oh, is that a video coming out? And I'm like,
no.
Well, no, because I just told you how, like, what happens. I'm like, oh man, I won every game. And they're like, cool, is that a video coming out? I'm like, yes, it's coming out next week, and I'm telling you I won every single game.
Yeah.
Like, why would you even
We
watch
play
it?
games in our spare time.
It's fun to play games, and it absolutely is like a refuel of
I was
life.
gonna say, are they engaged? That's awesome. Nice. Engagement photos were sent to Geoff, and it's them in a.
Oh,
yeah, no, I saw that. No, Achievement Hunter retweeted that.
Achievement Hunter and a Funhouse fan, yeah.
That's awesome.
That's great.
That's really adorable.
Rooster Teeth fan,
And very
please.
Romeo and Juliet story without the
Achievement Hunter
death
fan,
and the
Funhouse fan.
poisoning.
So far.
Romeo and Juliet.
And we'll be there, yeah.
So I just saw something, by the way, going to the bathroom that is awesome.
What happened?
So I had an idea this morning. Dawned on me, one of my genius morning ideas.
Okay.
Where I was like, I get hit, but
He
with
has one of these every morning.
it's true. I get hit from people in the community a lot asking about Jersey Mike's. Is it good? I talk about it a lot. I'm going there. What should I get? Get a lot of Jersey Mike's. And Jersey Mike's themselves, they go nuts with like the RTAA because they got it. Like they use the RTA all the goddamn time of like, fanfare and like the guy working at Jersey Mike's, like the assets are already there. So they're like, fuck it, we'll just keep using it. So like Jersey Mike's mentions me a lot, like in reply to people talking about them. So I was thinking about it this morning and I'm like, in Happy Gilmore, when he gets the Subway sponsorship and he gets free subs for life. So I tweeted this morning. I said, I have a business proposition for Jersey Mike's. Remember when Happy Gilmore got free subs for life for doing commercials where he hit sandwiches into people's mouths? I could do that for JM's, but I would just cram the sandwich in with my fist, and then I put in parentheses, to the customer's delight, because it sounds extreme. But I also, Lindsay picked up on it immediately. It's a very like shotgun patty style. Get blasted!
in the mouth.
And there's just I punch a sandwich into
I
someone's
want to
mouth.
reply, I'm wasted.
Right.
but
So
something
they'd be like,
appropriate.
I'm full, is what they would reply.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
then I followed that up to give an example, because some people were like, I wouldn't want it to be punched in my mouth. And I'm like, I think you would. So I followed up and I put in quotes like, oh man, I'm so hungry, but I just don't have time for a delicious Jersey Mike's sandwich. Then I come in and say, I got you. Pow!
Flavor punch.
And then they say, oh, thank you, so good. And then I put thumbs up. They tweeted this at me. This is what Jersey Mike's. They took my tweet.
Jersey Mike's did
Yeah,
that?
they took my tweet and they made this. I just
my
saw it
God.
going to the bathroom.
Oh my
and it's
God.
me punching a sandwich into Gavin's mouth.
That's incredible.
I gave you that. Look at that. That's awesome.
That's fucking.
I went to the bathroom and I quote tweeted it and I put, wow.
What a word. That's amazing.
Michael's way equals delight, because also it's called Mike's way. So they call it Michael's way.
Hey, I saw in the.
That's
That's
awesome.
badass. Dude.
That's amazing.
So happy about that. But seriously, free sandwiches for life, I'll do it.
That's fucking. That'd be awesome.
Look, check out my Twitter banner where Ryan's cut off.
Yeah.
Take that.
Sorry, Ryan.
Oh, you have that set
I
as
saw
well?
on the
I mean,
the
you got
comments.
his crotch. That's
People
the most
asked if
important
we had
part of the
commented on the
internet.
Chris Hardwick thing. Have we?
I didn't know.
No, I
I
don't
think
know.
that's just happening right now.
What's
I
happening?
just read about it on Kotaku
Yeah, real
earlier.
quick. Fill us in on the story. Period.
I don't really
'cause I was
know.
just seeing
I was like, someone came out and insinuated that, or somebody came out and shared a story about how they had been, emotionally abused, or I don't know, by a pseudo, by someone in the gaming space, and I think people think it was Chris Hardwick. I don't know.
Gotcha.
I don't really know. I just noticed that the people were asking about it in the.
No, I have
in the
no
comments.
idea.
I don't really know anything about it.
Yeah, I mean,
Chloe Dykstra came out and said, "Yeah," on Kotaku today.
no, I'm not familiar with Chloe, but I'm sorry if that's
Was
awful.
she the one? Was she the one talking about something I had an ex-boyfriend?
Yeah, I think
Is
so.
that it? Because I saw that. I actually saw that, but I missed the whole what
I don't really
that
know.
actually means.
I don't know that it's. Yeah, I don't know anything. About it.
So, I don't know, Chad.
Sorry, Chad. We
I
would
think
talk
you're
about
ahead
it,
of
but we don't
us.
know the fact.
Yeah.
We don't know stuff about
I
it.
will do.
I
some
always feel like
research.
we always get people give us the critique that we don't go in and talk about certain things that are like in the industry.
We talked about God and guns. Oh, industry.
So I just don't know.
I mean,
Yeah.
we've
this is
mentioned
news to
stuff
I also
like
don't
that
know Chris
before,
Hardwick. I've
period.
never met the guy.
Yeah.
I think maybe I met him once, but I don't know.
We talked about stuff like that before, though, about like instances in the industry where people are being either misogynistic or creepy, and
Yeah,
it's no bueno. So I feel like we generally have said we're not fans and cut that shit out enough.
You know, we can't
Done.
talk about all day long.
I feel ignorant
Yeah,
of the whole thing. I don't
no,
know.
I feel you.
Say Spyro?
It's impossible to say educated on everything.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone too, huh? That's a good point. Somebody in the comments mentioned Sylvester Stallone. That was another one that just popped up.
Oh, is it really? Damn.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I just saw a headline.
I
And
say
now,
damn,
like-
but also that wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
It wouldn't.
Well, like Einstein now is apparently under fire because he had journals where he's being very racist in his commentary about other people, and it's like, oh,
And
even
Frank
Einstein
made
same thing.
secret sex jokes in her diary.
Well,
that we just
Einstein's.
found.
I mean, he's probably a freak.
What was Einstein?
sure.
What was he talking shit about though? Germans? Or-
I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But yeah,
I feel this with time. I feel.
I will say
It's my favorite Einstein jokes ever.
Speaking of
it
Einstein,
is
it's Rick and
funny
Morty.
to me when people point out like LA in general and they're like, oh, fucking actors, look at them all. Like all these people have had sex allegations and stuff. Like they're like, oh, it's crazy. It's a witch hunt now. I'm like, yeah, but I feel like a lot of people already knew about that. And now it's just something's actually being done about
Also,
it.
I will say I don't really
Oh,
understand.
yeah, Morgan Freeman as well.
Yeah.
There was
Oh,
that- there was-
no.
that
That one's a little older. That's been around for about a
That
month.
one's
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like in the industry, I was just talking to someone about it, and they're like, "Oh, I can't believe Kevin Spacey." I'm like, "Dude, people have known that for decades."
Well, here's the other thing about
Decades
That
people talking
sentence is
that.
about Einstein. He talked shit about Chinese people.
There you go.
Oh.
I mean,
Einstein.
and also though, like, what what year was it?
Yeah.
Oh
Jamie
yeah,
Foxx,
Jamie Foxx. I saw
allegedly.
that too. He
Yeah.
like
Allegedly.
slapped some lady in
I
the
don't
face
wanna-
with
I
his
don't wanna hear
dick.
about this
Yeah,
anymore.
allegedly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe he wasn't in the
Allegedly.
middle of sex or like.
I don't
Stop
know.
it.
Fredo. No. Nah, dude. Nah,
Here's
bro.
the thing.
Nah.
Sometimes it's like, hit me, motherfucker. And it's like, whoa.
Jackie mentioned that. Alfredo
You
loves
signed a
getting slapped
contract at like a la 50 Shades of Grey, and said, "Do you
Here's the
want
thing.
this or
Here's the thing. I
not?"
just I want to throw out there. Everyone's
Everyone
always
gets
like,
slapping, it's slapping.
and this is just me personally though.
I hate 50 Shades of Grey. Moving
I
on.
get it.
People are like, I can't believe Hollywood. I can't believe that. And it's like, I take that with a grain of salt. And I'm like, you say Hollywood, it's human beings.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Hollywood,
It's everyone. It's just Hollywood's in the spotlight.
is the most focused, the most famous people besides athletes in the fucking
Also, the
world.
unfortunate thing is, people in Hollywood, they have a lot of power, so that kind of shit, like,
But like the thing is,
it goes to their head and then they're assholes.
you're absolutely
You know,
correct,
it
but like
sucks.
the thing, and I'm sure it does happen. But the thing that always confuses me of people, it's like, hey, once you get into Hollywood, though, it fucks with you, and
Yes,
I'm like,
Mr. Rogers is still good.
So there's
Rogers
a
Rogers is
Mr.
good.
Rogers thing.
Don't
right
take
now,
that from
What?
us.
He's got like the documentary movie.
I know.
Bullshit.
One of the people that worked for him came out and said, yeah, I worked with Fred, and he was a really good dude, really sweet, loved the kids, but he told me I had to hide the fact that I was gay,
No.
or I couldn't work on the show.
Don't blah, 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 blah.
And he said, I don't. To be fair, he said, and the whole article was on Jezebel or something, but he said, like,
yeah.
he said, I listened. Fred said personally, I don't have a problem with you being gay. I think it's awesome if you're gay, but advertisers won't go for it. Families will revolt, and we can't do the show.
I mean, unfortunately,
if
that-
there's gay, and this is in the 70s.
that makes
Yeah,
sense.
But that's the Mr. Rogers
that's
thing.
a little
is
less
that he
Here's the
made
thing, though, like-
he made gay people on staff suppress their sexuality
That
for the
sucks.
show.
I mean, that
Don't
sucks.
take Tom Hanks
Yeah.
from me, please. Tom
I don't
Hanks
know
is
of anything
sick.
bad about Tom Hanks.
Allegedly, Tom Hanks is okay. Fucking Alan Rickman died a pure man.
Alan Rickman.
Okay.
But like
I'm good now.
the other thing too, I was just gonna say is so many people are like, they become famous and then they go nuts. I'm like,
No, you're
do
already
you know
like that.
how many people are probably already fucking nuts and then they become famous? Like there's some sort of
And honestly,
vetting
it probably
process.
It probably takes a
To be
certain
fair
amount of
to
nuts
Enrico,
to become
I
famous.
saw
Right,
it on
I agree.
Jezebel. Doesn't mean it originated on Jezebel.
No.
It was an interview that was corroborated
I
by
just
two
think
employees.
it's totally true.
And
How
it
many-
wasn't the.
How many cases have you heard of where it's like your direct family member is the one who's being like misogynistic to you or sexist? It's like that's the problem. It's not really just Hollywood in general. I mean, yeah, that kind
just
of
gets a lot of the
accentuates it,
focus.
but yes, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of the other thing I was saying yesterday.
Danny DeVito, legend.
I was
Jeff
saying,
Goldblum's
I was
a
saying
gem? Yeah.
yesterday with somebody in the office, and I can't remember who it was, and they were like, some like crazy shit on the internet, and they were like, man, fucking internet, like that's the internet for you. And I'm like, in 2018, the internet is human beings.
Yeah.
Like the internet used to be a subsection of the
no,
population
it's like saying,
15
that's-
years ago. Right.
That's telephones for
Right,
you. That's
exactly,
newspapers
exactly.
for you.
So it's like the idea that like 20 years ago you could get away with like those people on the internet are crazy, and it's like whatever. That was a percentage of people, but like who the fuck isn't on the what is the internet?
Yeah,
Everyone
sure.
doesn't matter. Like, oh, I don't use Twitter. You're not on the internet. Bullshit.
Yeah.
And it just exemplifies to me anytime someone's like, oh man, so and so. Those are shitty people, and I'm like, people are
People
shitty
suck.
people.
Yeah.
We
Well,
have just
shitty.
now
Yeah.
we have
People
now
are
reached
shitty.
a
Yes.
point where
Oh,
the
yeah.
entire world can just
call each other out of
do
their
and
shit.
say whatever they want at any time, and you realize how fucking awful human beings are.
Yep.
It's just humans.
Dude, it's only a matter of
just
time
the
for
fact
Achievement Hunter. One of us is bad.
People aren't any
We
better.
talked about
Terrified.
that.
I'm
Yep.
terrified of figuring out who it is, and I know it's loud.
People
Make sure
aren't
you
any
don't do
better
any
or
shit you'll
worse
be
than they
accused
ever
of.
have been. It's
I'm
just
good.
that much
Yep.
easier to disseminate the
am
information
good.
about them.
I totally agree. It's just way more out there now.
Well, someone
I mean,
just said they're like, "Hey, Fred Rogers wanted to said that to people so they wouldn't lose their jobs." And I guess if that is,
I mean,
truly,
he guys in the sense that he was
truly
protecting them
concerned.
from it. Yeah, which
again, shitty
understandable.
times.
Yeah.
I didn't run a television show in the 1970s, so I don't know what
It's
that
hard to
scene
know.
was like.
It's hard to know.
I
from
was
that.
5 years old.
I mean, even if the person is
Again,
like,
Dude, I mean,
he
even
didn't have bad intentions from
Yeah.
it. stuff
I'm
like
not
that.
defending
Still,
or
Yeah, we don't know. We weren't
That's
there.
what I read.
No, you're
I'm not defending
Allegedly.
Fred Rogers. I'm not defending
Jeff's
him.
defending him.
I did like Mr. Rogers, as a kid, but and I cried a little bit in the trailer the first time I saw it.
I did
But
It's very emotional.
it is
yeah.
very, very emotional. And it's true. He really did make kids feel loved. Like that was my childhood.
I grew up with Mr. Rogers.
Yeah. You probably saw it in reruns.
Yep.
Someone
But
called
like
me
I
a
was
sick
a
fuck.
kid in the 70s when Mr. Rogers was a thing.
I mean,
He
I grew
was
up
like-
on 80s reruns.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
he
why
went
we know-
into the 2000s with
That's
that
why
show.
Jeff and I know
I
Gummy
felt-
Bears so well.
Yeah. You felt good watching that show. It was awesome.
I mean, the thing is, you got to look at it, right? Where like he did support it, but it's one of those things where he's like, "Hey, we all have jobs. Like this could jeopardize.
I'm not passing judgment one way or the other.
This could jeopardize our jobs." So I
saying that's
see
what I
that
read.
point of view. Like, and then that makes sense to me.
It's hard. It's tough for us to.
I'm
weigh
just
in
like
on it.
Right?
going back to like the internet outrage again, which to me is like human beings. The one that currently is happening right now, which I'm like, I couldn't roll my eyes further through the back of my fucking skull, is the people being outraged about the gay relationship in Last of Us 2.
Yeah, not even that. Odyssey.
Like,
Why is that a big
Yeah.
deal?
I don't know. I literally
Fucking Odyssey.
I literally
dude,
saw.
yeah.
Right.
That's 2 points. You're absolutely
you're,
right.
You're mad that things aren't historically accurate in video games, a la fucking like any World War II games. You're like, oh, women weren't there.
Well,
Well,
that's
bullshit.
Battlefield
They
5.
weren't.
Battlefield
yeah,
5,
yeah,
yeah.
bullshit. And now we have historically accurate gay relationships from ancient fucking Greece, and you're
I
like,
will
fucking
say,
gay agenda,
I will
get out of
say,
here.
some dumb motherfucker. And this one's been circulated. I'm sure you can find this one. Some dumb motherfucker was like, "All I know is ancient Greece. They believed in Christianity."
Right. Okay.
And it was like, what?
Yeah.
They did indeed.
Are
Yes.
you sure about that?
Yes.
Greece.
Fuck.
Hmm.
Dude,
Interesting.
even the people in Battlefield.
Play God of War, or what are you talking about?
It's ridiculous.
But like, yeah, but like I saw,
was the son
and
of
again,
Zeus?
I love the I'm not gay, like I'm not a homophobe. It's just like I don't understand why you're pushing this gay agenda. It's like,
Oh my God.
It's like I literally saw someone go, I'm just so sick and tired of the people pushing this gay agenda.
What is the agenda?
in The Last of Us?
That
2.
gay people get to be gay in public too?
It's also like, it's like you say you're outraged now, but like you already knew Ellie was a lesbian. Like
Yeah.
there was DLC.
I never
already.
played the game and I know that.
Someone
That was
just said
like
that
4
too.
years old.
It's totally true. Someone was like, Zeus fucked everything that moved. It's like totally true. If you
Yeah.
really want to get into like, oh, gay people, it's like, dude, you
Dude,
fuck people as
that's-
swine.
that's what I'm saying,
It's
like,
fucking
bestiality.
ghosts.
They showed a minotaur in the game. That was a chick fucking a bull or some shit.
Civilization, human civilization, has been profoundly more gay than we are right now.
Especially Greece.
here's
Greece
more
was
gay as
like
fuck.
all the paintings were dudes fucking each other.
Somebody pointed this out.
really were.
Somebody pointed this out, and
Jeremy's seen it.
I can't remember exactly
There was
what.
shit in bots all over the place. Dude, I'm not talking about shit.
Here's the thing, right here. Since the dawn of time, since mankind has noticed its penis and developed its first erection, man has been trying to put that erection in everything he
No
can.
more
Who
samesies.
cares?
No more
Yeah.
samesies.
No more samesies.
Can confirm.
Or dude,
Same
just
thing is
all the
funny,
guys with the
funny.
Battlefield stuff. It's like this isn't historical. This doesn't make my game historically accurate. I'm like, yeah. Like, what about Battlefield makes it accurate when you put a fucking horse on a plane and then shoot off of it?
Yeah,
Like,
I
it's
love
also-
that argument. Like, because is that what you're clamoring for another historically accurate
Yeah,
World
like,
War II
Jesus
fighter?
Christ.
The last 700 weren't enough for you.
Stop being an
Play any other Battlefield game, dipshit.
Stop being an
Also, who
embarrassment to
fucking
males,
cares?
please, for the love of fucking.
You know what I care
Yeah.
about? What matters to me when my daughter picks up a video game and I go, "Hey, we should check this out. You should play it." And she goes, "Okay, cool. Who's the main character?" And I go, "It's this guy." And she goes, "Can I play as a girl?" And I go, "No." And she goes, "I don't want to play it." And I go, "I get that.
Yeah,
She's
that's
not
fine.
represented. She doesn't want to play it."
Jack has the same argument.
Like we're playing.
He can't play as a girl. Why bother?
Millie and I are playing Wolfenstein right now because Bethesda announced that I think it's this fall or maybe next year. The new
think it's
Wolfenstein's coming
next
out,
year.
and it's going to be
twins.
the twin sister, his twin daughters, BJ's
Co-op
daughters.
experience.
Co-op
So
experience.
cool.
So
So
and I
awesome.
thought, how much fucking fun is that going to be for Millie and I to play together? So let's play all the Wolfensteins to catch up. And so we're going through it now, and she's just like, are you sure I can play a girl at some point? And I'm like, I promise. If we just get through BJ Blazkowicz, these games, at some point we can play his daughter. And she's like, all right.
What about
I
Final
guess.
Mouskowitz?
What's that?
Shut up.
Don't worry about it. Never mind.
That
I
show was
also,
pretty cool. They were like, "Oh, Daddy wants
I
this. Daddy
understand
taught us this."
totally
And I was
both
like,
sides of the coin on that argument, though, of like, you want every game to be like, I want to be a boy or a girl, but sometimes the story is just about a girl.
Sometimes
or
the story's about a
boy.
girl,
That's
but
totally fine
Life is
too.
Strange was about a girl.
It doesn't
that's
have to
fine.
be optional every time.
Yeah.
but,
Or,
you know.
Honestly, what I like so much about
Child of Light? Was it? Yeah.
Child of Light.
Yeah.
She was
Sorry.
great.
what I
Great
like
game.
Good game.
so much about The Last of Us is like how like it like The Last of Us and the DLC and leading The Last of Us 2 is like so many times, especially like in the 2000s. I feel like 2000s are like when it was hot, like gay's a thing. Like, oh, we need a gay character to punch it up. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, what's happening here? And it's like, insert gay character. We got it. Last of Us 2,
Stereotypical.
it has nothing to do with it. There's no like it's like you can't have a gay character unless all you talk about is like they're gay.
Yeah.
Last of Us 2 is like, oh, she's in the chicks. That's it. Who cares?
Yeah, who
Move
gives
on.
a shit?
How many fucking heterosexual movies and anything exist where it's like they don't need to explain it? There's no like, but wait, why are you straight?
Yeah, where's
Explain
the
it to me.
paragraph explaining why he's straight?
It's like
Exactly.
she's just into
Exactly.
girls. Move on with your life.
Exactly.
That's the
Move
biggest
on.
thing, or one
and
of
like
the big
that's
things.
that's the best part to me that it's not even. I don't look at Last of Us 2 and they're like, and guess what, honey? She's gay. It's like it just is like it should be.
That's
move
one of the
on.
biggest
Who
things
cares?
I love about Brooklyn Nine-Nine is there's two characters there specifically. It's Rosa and who's the chief? I can't remember his name.
Oh, Andre Braugher.
Yeah,
Brower. Yeah, he's married.
They say straight up, he's like, yo, I'm married to a
Lieutenant
man,
Holt.
I'm gay.
Lieutenant
and
Holt.
Same thing in the Flash.
yeah, they don't make a whole like stereotypical thing about it where he's not like flamboyant or
What are you
anything.
talking
He's
about,
just-
Rosa though? She's
What?
not gay.
Yeah, she is.
She's bisexual.
She's bisexual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Well,
bisexual.
that's because as I've watched, she's banged a bunch of dudes so far.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, she's. I don't know how far into the show you are, but she's
Season
dating.
two.
She's
She's
dating.
We're in
Oh,
season 2.
she's dating women now.
So she went through Boyle. She went through Boyle, that whole weird thing. And
Her
then-
best
and then,
thing is coming up. The
She's amazing. I
Who
love
is
her.
who plays Andre Barrow's nephew? Who is it? Is it?
Oh, I
is
can't
it,
remember. Yeah, I don't remember. It's not Michael B. Jordan.
No, it's from all that, right? Mariah Carey. Is that?
Nick Cannon.
Is it Nick
Yeah,
Cannon? I think it's Nick
it
Cannon.
might be Nick Cannon. She dates the dude, the comedian whose name I can't remember, but he was in that show about football,
Friday Night Lights.
fantasy football.
Oh,
The
The
League?
League. Yeah.
The League. He was in that, and he's like got curly black hair, and he's got a kind of a big nose, and he's in all kinds of stuff.
Oh, he's talking about.
He was in The House? He
the
was very funny
He's
in The
talking
House.
about the dude from Parks too. The perfume guy. What's his name?
Yeah. I was,
He's in season 2 of
Jeremy
The Good
Feinstein.
Place. He's the one
Feinstein.
that.
Yeah, Dennis Feinstein.
Dennis Feinstein's his character's name, but yes, I know who you're talking. I know
Someone
exactly
will
what you're
point it
talking
out. Someone will
Anyway,
tell you.
he's fucking hilarious in it, and they
He's
have like
awesome.
they have a romance that lasts like over a season, and it's
Mm-hmm.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, but again, I guess I appreciate that it's
can
very
never remember
well-rounded
his
characters that add to the content of the show, but aren't ham-fisted like we're gay.
Andre Braugher and his husband
He's
are
so
so
good.
cute.
I also
Fucking
love
good.
his husband. I just watched the episode with him. I'm
Oh,
like,
he's in
oh, it's this
everything.
dude.
Jason-
He's from Parks and Rec.
Jason
and he's in the-
Mantzoukas.
He's in a bunch of stuff. What is
Jason
his name?
Mantzoukas. is-
Yeah, Jason Mantzoukas. Yeah, that guy's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
He plays such a good asshole too.
He does.
He's such an asshole in
pompous
Parks and Rec.
asshole,
He's
yeah.
such a piece of shit.
Still need to
I'm
watch
better
that.
than
He plays
It's a really funny show.
He plays an idiot really well too.
Goodness.
Like he's an idiot in The Good Place.
Just
Season 2.
curious.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, he's the fucking robot.
It was no
or the whatever.
no penis.
Yeah. The
He's,
opposite
what's her
of
face's boyfriend.
Yeah, it's good.
Can't think of the character's name.
That's a
Real
great
quick.
episode. I still haven't caught up yet. I need to catch up on it.
Yeah.
It's a good show. Good
Just
place.
curious.
Great
I
show.
know
Watch it.
You're military, Geoff. Is your family military or no?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
gotcha.
from a military family. My grandfather was in the military. He was a career Air Force
Okay. I'm second gen Army
airman.
bred.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's my biggest complaint with people who are like, battlefield's historically inaccurate. I'm like, dude, my grandmother like helped the war in general and like was a nurse and then also picked up infantry because they needed more people.
Just gonna tell you why you're wrong.
No,
know,
that's
it's
fine.
true.
That's fine.
Yeah,
The Good Place is
listen,
awesome.
yeah.
The thing that pisses me off about that is even having to approach it from that angle is
It's unnecessary.
wrong and unnecessary because at its core, the people that are complaining about this Battlefield issue with a female protagonist, those people aren't looking for a historically accurate World War II fighter. There have been a million of them. They have a new one every year. That's a guise for the fact that they have an issue with a woman protagonist. It's not because they want that to be historically accurate. They don't give a fuck about it being historically accurate. Nothing about those games.
I could argue that it's also
what's not historically accurate?
Wanting to feel smart and being like, this, I know this about history and I know this about this. Like, so factually, we should not have it. It's like, but it's a video game.
You know what's not historically accurate? Respawning.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, so you bring up a great point too, because
shooting a gun in general.
Every 5 minutes in every game ever, you don't get to respawn. You die. You're dead.
You
Nothing
think
about
shooting
this
a
thing.
sniper rifle on the run is that easy?
Yeah. I shot Hitler in the ball, and it wasn't historically accurate enough.
You bring up a great point, and that's
That's not really
actually I saw Bernie fucking tweeted this the other day. There was specifically some dickhead on Reddit bitching about Battlefield 5 that was like, fuck them, we should boycott it because it's historically I'm not against women, I don't care about this, but it's historically inaccurate. I went to school for this.
Yeah. He was a German major at UCLA.
He was a minor. He was I minored in German at UCLA, blah 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 blah. And immediately the internet's like, yeah, that doesn't exist what you just said.
I looked up
doesn't exist. I looked up that course and it doesn't exist. Yeah. And the guy had like a whole fucking thing about it, and then he's like, edit. All right, I lied. That doesn't exist, and I just made that up. Yeah. But still, I was just trying to argue my point. It's like he went in this whole fucking thing exactly like you said. Like I took classes, I know all about blah 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 blah. And they were like, no, you didn't. You're a liar. And he was like, okay, I lied about that, but just to prove the point remains the same. I'm not against women. It just doesn't make any sense.
You've unfortunately gotten to a point
that if you want to be a fucking male protagonist in the video game, you have a wealth of games to choose from for the last 40 fucking years. How about just giving some equal representation to anybody else? God damn.
That goes to the thing of like the guy's like, he's like, I don't care, gay, straight, whatever. Just like, cannot push this gay agenda. It's like, let me ask you, how many times did you complain about the heterosexual agenda? I'm guessing never.
Yeah.
How many times did you ever watch this movie like, oh, great. Man and a woman, awful. Probably never. You've never done it ever. Just shut the fuck up and watch it. Who cares? Who cares?
Dude, it's
a character you're only gonna see in cutscenes. What do you give a fuck? You're not gonna see that. You're gonna see your character in Battlefield less than any other character in Battlefield.
It's true.
Video game culture, unfortunately, has gotten to the point now where like people they want to complain about stuff. Like they really do, rather than like, and I understand sometimes you have legitimate complaints, like I understand that
like
EA,
the Spyros and gun thing. Outrageous.
It is outrageous though. It really is. Like,
no, it's outrageous they replaced it.
Oh, thanks, pal. It might be a cat hair.
I mean, there's a few over here. Go ahead.
I understand like sometimes it could be a legitimate complaint. People are pissed at EA about all their loot boxes and shit like that. I get it.
Understandable.
That's shitty. It's like, but then at the same point, when they show stuff about Anthem, if people could be excited about Anthem and stuff like that, then like to people who are excited about it, try and like shoot them down and be like, nah, fuck this.
Shitty version of Destiny.
Like, we don't know what it's about yet. We haven't played it. We don't give it a shot.
Yeah.
You can give it a shot to people who might have like fucked something else up in the past. That doesn't mean it's going to be awful. And then, of course, I have my whole issues with people in Spyro who are like,
but on that same token,
who call themselves purists,
the last 4,000 fucking years.
Well,
just throttle it back a little bit.
For me, it's the same argument when people go like, "Oh, it's historically accurate." When there's like sexual assault in movies or television, it's like, okay, yeah, that is historically accurate, but you don't have women with like unshaven armpits because that's not sexy. Like, no. You clearly market it to a certain audience. You're not being historically accurate. You're just choosing to make this highlighted, whereas something else is just removed from the scenario. I think it's still a sexist thing to do, but that's me. I know it's tough.
Crazy? And I realized this like over the past like couple years of playing games. When I would go into a video game and then you'd be able to choose kind of like the skin tone of a character, and I like it start off default as like a white character, and then I'd go a couple shades like darker to kind of match myself, and I'd just go like in my head mentally I'd go, that looks kind of off, but I'm like, why? Like that, and I like default like bringing up a couple of shades look like whiter, but I'm just like, oh, that looks right. I'm like, god damn it, how many fucking games have I played to make me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like mentally, I think that like a character that looks like me looks off.
Well, that's
right?
the shitty thing is
it's weird, man.
You've
it's weird.
implanted about the idea of like the default is heterosexual white person. That's it, and cisgendered. That's it. That is the normal. It's like, that sucks, man. Like,
also,
come on.
Again, and even getting...
It's in there, if it's not, it's not.
Yeah, I'm saying add more. You don't have to be like, one or the other.
It's like, so fucking infuriating hearing, like, oh, there's more options in video games. There's more this and that. And people going like, you're taking this away from me. It's like, because you don't have 100%
of everything at all times.
Because you don't have every single thing at all fucking times. It goes back to the same fucking stupid motherfuckers that are like, oh, it's a war on Christmas. Because people want to celebrate other shit. There's never been a war on Christmas, you stupid motherfucker. Never in my life have I ever been like, Merry Christmas. And they're like, it's like made up fucking nonsense. It's nonsense.
Well, this also
people are like, how dare you say happy holidays? Shut the fuck up, you fucking moron.
This goes hand in hand with the what's the Rose character from Star Wars who just she left Instagram.
Oh my god, they bullied her off of fucking
Instagram.
Some shit like that.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
The girl from Stranger Things too. She left because of homophobic
Bobby
content.
Brown, I think.
I was
no,
like,
Bobby Brown's probably not right. I don't know what her name is.
Her name is Millie. The main character is Millie Bobby Brown.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, there's like this stupid, like...
If you were talking about 11.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's like this insane, like, I don't know if you're aware of this, like, homophobic meme with her now.
No.
Where people just take pictures of her and put, like, homophobic slurs on it.
Why?
Just because they're like, what's funny, though? Because she's a kid, it's funny. And
allegedly,
like,
it started
deleted
off
Twitter.
as, like, LGBT community doing it as a farce.
Well, they're
but
fucking
it became
stupid. I'm
serious.
sorry
Yeah,
they did that.
Yeah,
Don't
just
do that.
Step backwards from what you're trying.
Yeah, no, it's like, you know, oh, killed an F today, and I got blood all over my boots. And it's just like a picture of Millie, like, smiling.
Like
and so she literally left Twitter. She's like, nah,
one, she's 13 when she started the show.
Yeah, she just turned 14.
What the fuck is wrong with you? And two, we're in 2018. How the hell can you say that about gay people and get away with it?
It's funny because it's on the internet. Again, the idea of like, it's just the internet though. It's like the internet is life now though. The internet is everything.
Somebody's like, I don't like Rose, but what the fuck? I never bully her to fuck off. That's fine. You don't have to, like,
right.
That's
you're not
fine.
supposed to like every character in every
Not
movie.
liking people is totally fine.
Here's the thing. It's not even people. Even if you didn't like Rose, she's not Rose.
Yeah, she's
an
not Rose.
actor. She's a fucking actor.
It was like Daisy Ridley left Twitter for the same reason. They were like, "Fuck Ray," and she's like, "I'm out. See ya." Like, I want no part of Twitter. I'm like, you suck. You ruined it for this actor who has no part of the writing process whatsoever because you were pissed off and you wanted Star Wars to be what you wanted it to be. Like, come on.
Yeah.
The thing, you give everyone the ability to have a voice online,
for about
they're gonna
3 months of
fucking
her
go for it.
life. Of her, I don't know how old the woman is. 30 years old.
Here's my favorite fucking thing in the world right now, specifically talking about this. All these fucking idiot Star Wars purists are like, you ruined it. There's like plenty of people that are like, Disney, give back Star Wars, boycott Disney, Disney ruined it, Disney did this, Disney did that. Hey, anybody see that new shit that just came out about George Lucas talking about 7 through 9? It's the stupidest fucking thing you've ever seen in your life. When he was like, yeah, I was quadrupling down on midichlorians. And like, no, and he even said, he's like, yeah, but the fans would have hated it though. It's like, oh, you could have had that, you fucking morons.
Also, you know what the worst thing in the history of Star Wars is? Star Wars Christmas Special. That came out in fucking 1980.
Yeah,
They ruined Star Wars 100 years ago. They debuted your goddamn Boba Fett in that.
Yep. And the biggest
Fuck you.
The biggest complaint
It's
I've
fucking
seen
almost 40 years ago.
is I tweeted something supporting the Rose character. Sorry, I forget her name again. I'm terrible. But I was like, hey, like don't be dicks, people. Stop being assholes to this actor. And someone was like, well, you know, Star Wars, they fucked it up because they made it too like they made it too social justice warrior-y. I'm like, did you not watch the original trilogy? The whole point was social justice warriors attacking like the overall anarchy of the whole like regime of Darth Vader and crew and being like, yes, I'm gonna fight for the rights of the people. I'm like, that's kind of the point of Star Wars. Am I wrong?
Yes,
Well,
it's about
was
straight
to,
people.
It was to fight oppression.
Yes.
It's about
that's what I'm
straight
saying,
white
It was
people.
to fight oppression.
And if you break it down to layman's
Interstellar
terms, they
oppression.
kind of were social justice warriors in a sense. I'm like, that's kind of what Star Wars was already. So I don't know what the complaint is, but you know,
They had a gay robot first movie. Every movie after is in every movie.
C-3PO. It's true.
What the hell?
People
suck.
This is the internet in general, man. Because you could just simply post and be
Also, Han Solo and Chewbacca are
anonymous,
definitely
you know what I mean?
Absolutely. And why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Miss out.
Who do you think's the top?
Chewie, for sure.
I don't know.
Wookiees?
I feel like there's such a
That
long
aggression?
history.
Yeah, but
that
look at the history between them.
It kind of just
I don't know,
balances
yeah.
itself out eventually.
I mean,
Also, if you want to play a historically accurate World War II game, there was a game that came out years ago called World War II Online. See if it's still out. Play it. Here's how it's so accurate. Gus and Bernie and I used to play it every day together. You spawn, you run 45 minutes towards a town, you get shot once and you die, and then you wait 15 minutes to respawn and do it again. Dude, that's not fun. I played that game. Historically accurate sucks. History sucks.
That's
why it's in the
history's
past.
awful. If you
History's the
really look
worst.
at it.
And it repeats itself over and over again. Yes.
It does. It just it's perpetual suck.
Because people won't
It's
learn.
history.
History. What's your favorite era of history?
What's
I can
that?
ask you guys?
I don't know. The inevitable blackness that will
Okay,
be just
cool.
when it's
So
over.
futurism is Jeremy. Awesome. I'm ancient Egyptian. Cool. What is everyone else?
What are we doing?
I'd say ancient Egyptian.
Ancient Egyptian? Nice.
Favorite historic period is
Pharaohs are awesome.
I feel like you're all like
whole thing.
Renaissance. Or,
Me?
yeah.
No, mine would be like, I wish I was 5 years older so I could have like been in the punk scene when the punk scene happened.
Fair
Like
enough.
1977 in Southern
Fair
California or in DC or New York would be like, that would be, if I could build a time machine and go back as an adult, that's where I'd go.
You're also a Rebel Girl fan. As well,
My
so 80s.
my like lifestyle genre I enjoy is Amazon.
All right.
So now.
I mean, we live in a pretty good time period.
And I'm just saying, like, all of the
bad.
bullshit aside that we're talking
bad.
about of other human beings, structurally, I enjoy now. I got Ira's a recliner. That
I
was
literally,
cool.
when I stayed in an Airbnb for a couple of days at E3, and like I went to it one day, and it was just me there for like several hours. I just played like games on my computer and sat down, looked at my phone, and there was no service where I was. There was like absolutely nothing. Like I had to be on the Wi-Fi if I wanted to get stuff, and I was just like, savages.
Jesus.
How dare you? Like couldn't call Cat or anything. Like
I remember too. I was going to say this earlier. I don't remember exactly what the line was, but it was a line from Assassin's Creed Origins of people bitching about us. You like, gay? Why? Why you gotta add that? Just don't make it. Why? And it was like someone said they were like, dude, there's even a line in Origins, and I can't remember who they're talking about, but it was like so and so. I think it was like Greece or something. It was like so and so invented menage a trois, and then the French added women. That's a line. And you're like, just get this
That's true.
I don't like it. Oh my god, it's awful.
yeah.
Imagine seeing a homosexual and surviving to tell the tale. Move over, Shark Week.
I mean, I've hung out.
Gay week.
There they are.
I've hung out with Mariel and Patrick a lot. Am I due to die? at
Which
some point?
Patrick?
Salazar, of
they're
course.
all
Yeah,
gay.
please.
All right, well, it's all out there now. God damn it.
How all the Patricks
Jesus.
and Rashid are gay?
I talked about it.
I
Yeah.
am
It's
so
really- it's
sorry.
interesting.
I'm so
I don't know
sorry.
what that is.
My God. Hey, so
Oh.
before we sign off, was
The original Bauhaus would have been a fucking awesome time to be alive. That's Loreco, that's right. But then you'd have been in Germany pre-World War II, and that's not...
No bueno.
It started off well. You wouldn't want to be there when
Yeah,
the shit
I
hit the
mean,
fan.
Germany
when they
was
started
like,
having to close the
yeah.
Bauhaus schools because of the Nazis, yeah.
Yeah.
because
Well,
it was such
World
a
War
big
II was
thing
a
for our industry anyways. Was
I
there
mean,
anything
plus-
else from E3 that was like, that you want to hit? Any points, any games or anything like that? You want to talk about? I mean, like, we didn't get any Halo info, unfortunately, other than Halo.
I
Infinite.
thought. Here's some things. I thought Microsoft's press conference was great because they just showed trailers.
50 games.
Almost too many. Like to the point where it was a little like I felt a little tired. You and I were in the crowd. Like I was a little like worn out after it. I thought that Bethesda. They announced Skyrim 6, which everybody knows about.
Right, looking at 20 years.
I thought that was a really cool way to
Starfield, they
do it
announced
and
is
say like,
cool.
you know what?
Yeah.
And I wish more developers would take a note from that and say, everybody knows we're going to make it anyway. It's not a secret. Right?
Yeah.
So let's just give you a 5-year roadmap and say, this is what our company's doing for the next 5 years. I know what Rushdie's doing for the next 3 to 5 years because we have it internally. And I try to make that stuff, I try to bring that stuff out to the audience as soon as I feel safe. Like, you don't want to announce something that's going to fall through. You don't want a StarCraft Ghosts situation. But, like, we announced the Weird Place when I feel safe to say, all right, well,
Yes.
I'm reasonably certain it's going to come out. Because when you announce something and then you have to pull it back, then you're taking it away from somebody. Obviously, they're not gonna not make a new Skyrim. So I thought it was really forward thinking of them, Bethesda specifically, to say, all right, here's what we're working on for the next 3 or 4 years. Give you an idea. This is like the next 3 games, next 4 games. I wish more people would do that. I thought that was the coolest thing. And Microsoft buying 4 new developers was really cool.
That's what I
5.
felt.
5.
Yeah.
5.
Damn.
There's 5.
So
yeah.
that's
That's what I felt
Which
about
is very
Microsoft.
awesome.
I
Where
thought
they're
that was
like,
cool.
hey, like we don't have too many exclusives that aren't, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
a lot of things that they announced were like on multi-platforms.
Yeah.
But they're like, look, these are the companies that we're buying. This is like,
Man.
we're thinking about the future here.
I'm excited about Gears 5, but I think we can all agree that Sony is killing in the first party business now.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Microsoft kind of has to.
Microsoft has
Like I don't-
nothing on Sony in terms of exclusives.
I
Not even close.
watched. I didn't watch the whole Sony press conference, but I was fucking engrossed in the Last of Us stuff at the beginning.
Dude, I'm
it
so
was
excited
so
for The Last of
fascinating
Us.
to watch.
I'm
It
so
looked
excited for
so
Spider-Man.
good. It looked so brutal.
Spider-Man looks awesome.
Spider-Man looks awesome.
No,
like
Spider-Man.
kudos
No,
to
they-
them.
Yes, we do. Yuri, hi, hi, buddy. How's it going? Thanks, buddy.
Such a nerd.
What else?
Do you feel like
Dude,
Sony?
My
should-
pop-up store.
Yeah,
Sold out in like 2 hours.
I'm super excited about the new fucking Mario Party that hopefully it doesn't look like it's a piece
When
of
is
shit.
that releasing? Do they say?
October.
I
This year?
couldn't give a shit
Less than
about
3 months.
I couldn't give a shit about Smash, but a Smash game that has every character of all time in it. That sounds
And
cool.
really-
Yeah.
Like if I were a
It's
Smash fan,
it's got every
I would
character
think
they've
that
ever
would be
had,
like the
plus
shit.
more.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
the thing is, so many of these games are coming out this year. Like October to December is again just fucking
gonna be awesome.
And like not even to mention that goddamn Red Dead didn't even show up at E3, and
Yeah.
like that's coming out
At this point,
year.
they don't
and
need
shit
to.
like that.
I didn't
It's just
go-
like,
I
here's a
didn't go by the-
screenshot. Everyone jizz
Sure.
over
I
yourself.
didn't go by the Take-Two booth, but I saw the thing on Kotaku about it. Did you guys ever check it out?
No.
Apparently, the the Take-Two booth didn't have any footage from Red Dead or any of that stuff. It was just a room that was like calm and quiet with comfortable places to sit, and they had like a video of like people surfing, and it was just like it was supposedly like the chillest, most relaxed place you could go.
That's awesome.
And they were like, I don't know why anyone would leave this room. It's so such a breath of fresh air, considering what's going on outside the room.
I like the idea of someone showing up and be like, well, like Jeremy's in the other booth, like, oh, what do you got? And they're like, you know.
Yeah.
You know
You're
what I
like,
got.
all right, fair enough. You know, like you win this round. But
Someone asked, "Have mercy. Are you excited about Daisy, Lindsay?" Fuck yeah, I am. She's a player now. I mean, she's
Daisy,
a shadow
not
of
Daisy.
Peach, but that's fine.
Just in
I'll
case
take
it
it.
sounded like
Yeah.
Daisy.
yeah, a lot of
All right.
fucking awesome games coming out. Some we've gotten.
It's gonna be a
Oh, you know
it's
what's
gonna be a
kind of a
much
cool fact?
more crowded fall and spring than we
This is
thought.
kind of a cool fact. Square Enix was doing the Just Cause Blowout stream, the one
Yeah.
that Jack and I appeared on.
How'd that go, by the way?
It went great. You know,
Yeah.
we showed the video. We were talked about it afterward a little bit with Malik. Malik was one of the guys we were interviewing.
Malik
with.
Forte.
Yeah.
Love that dude.
And but then I was talking to one of the Square Enix guys because I went to go pick up a sweatshirt like on the last day of E3, and I went and talked to him for a little bit, and he was like, "Guys, like, we had a bunch of people come on, a bunch of content creators that were showing their videos, and then we talked to them about it. He was like, Achievement Hunter was like by far the biggest one. Like it was insane. He was like, when Achievement Hunter was on, we were the biggest stream of E3.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Was the
That's
blowout
super
stream was
nice.
the biggest E3 stream.
Hell yeah.
And like, it
Sure
was
is.
awesome. Like when Jack and I were
What a
doing it,
happy
it was like you were in like a
accident
fish.
Yeah.
It's like you were in a
Somebody
fishbowl,
fucked up.
and we were sitting on two couches talking to each other. But then there was a big glass window, and you could just see the hall, and everyone was standing there like looking in and shit like that.
That's
it was
because-
like huge crowd when like Achievement Hunter was doing.
That's because
buddy.
I got them to
Wait,
title
wait,
it
wait.
Achievement Hunter Plays PewDiePie Plays
Yeah.
Just Cause 4.
Yeah.
Alfred didn't know what that was.
Achievement Hunter Plays Half-Life 3 was the name of it.
Yeah.
Hand tug?
All right.
And I saw a lot of people when
They're
we
doing
released our
over there.
Division 2
Good.
footage. We released that like earlier, and they were like, "I wish they had this instead of like the trailer that they showed with the
Oh.
people being like,
Oh, yeah.
all right, let's get in there. I'm throwing a mine. I'm down." Blah, blah. Instead, it was like Geoff being like, "Everything stop. I'm on the ground. Like, everyone come pick me up." I think if it was shit like that instead, would have been so much better. I love that shit.
Yeah, I am excited. Somebody asked if I was excited about the new Captain Spirit. Yeah, that seems cool.
We're minutes
Yeah, a
away
little
from the new
younger, a
record.
little younger than Life is Strange, but
We're-
I'll
We're
I'm sure it's
7
awesome.
minutes away from longest podcast, so if I pee
Are we really?
and you
Yeah,
keep
but
talking,
it doesn't matter though. Let me tell you this right here. You don't stretch to be the longest.
Michael,
No,
I
no,
have
it
to
happens.
piss.
It has to be a
Michael, I
naturally
have to
long.
piss.
So what I'm saying is it's over right now.
I don't think we're making it, guys.
You don't
Sorry.
look at it and go 7 more minutes. Let's drag it
Michael,
out.
please.
We came. We were close.
If
Lindsay's
anything,
gonna piss her pants. Dude,
Lindsay-
Iris has been pissing all over the floor.
Lindsay
Yeah,
bringing
she
that
peed
up
on the
sealed
floor
the deal.
this
That
morning.
This morning, I saw a puddle of piss on the floor, and I was like, "That's piss." Because with baby piss, it's hard to tell because it's not like potent. She doesn't
Yeah.
eat a lot of garbage.
Yeah.
It's like almost clean piss. It's like when you're working out, you drink a lot of water,
You get
you
that
do
clear
it well.
piss.
It was like rainwater piss, and I was like, "That's piss." Yeah. I almost Detroited it. Like, it contains human urine from a child,
A plane
12 and a half
crash here.
months old. Clean up
Thanks.
piss if you've got it. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Yeah,
Later.
Take care.
Bye, everyone.